Doing this April news. Hell yeah, Demarcus Paul. Always good seeing you.
Good to see you too. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Happy to be back.
You've hosted about 20, 30 of these things, so
Yeah,
you're used to being in here?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Then Mike Mastroni, thanks for coming down.
Yeah, thanks for having me, you guys.
Master spreadsheet updater.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never had a guest participate so much.
Yes,
I'm super
I love it.
thankful.
Yeah.
That is amazing. So
Master of a lot of things. A spreadsheet we didn't know, though.
Yeah. X game medalist
He is.
with you.
Oh, shit, you are.
Got that right.
Here we are.
Yeah.
Wow, that's impressive. Oh yeah, I won one too.
Yeah.
So,
But yeah.
thank you for coming down. I appreciate you hitting us up. I think that's needed more often. I like it.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, I would love to be a part of it. I would too. Like,
I think
that's the way it works.
now that you're saying it, people will like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
I will.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
yeah.
Dave Asado hit us up.
Well, yeah.
Since this is a news podcast, it is the and we have Carl Immer's acrylic eyeball.
Yes, this is an eyeball that was handed to me, and I'm just realizing I'm holding on to it, rubbing it.
Yeah.
Fidget spinner.
Yeah.
It's my fidget spinner. We'll keep that right there. That was crazy.
Runs the same as always. News, I think. Yeah, you got me mixed up there. News. So I even broke it down more because we have so much this month. But a couple of highlights: industry news, sponsorship news. We have events that happen, events that are coming, videos, and then we have so many videos. I kind of broke those up a little bit, and then we have Mastroni's picks. So
Hell yeah.
we'll get into those for sure. And then we have YouTube, or not YouTube, Insta.
Damn, those are sick picks down there.
Yeah. So we got a lot this month,
Nice.
and we have a
Class. I
couple.
like that.
I did the hotline post pretty late, but it looks like we have 3 or 4 right now. So we'll do those as well.
Just for this?
Yeah, just for this.
Nice.
I mean, maybe
There's so many now from the other
Yeah.
things, so just
As always, shout out to Dales and Source for
Yes.
sponsoring the podcast. Shout out to the members of the podcast. We always do that.
yeah, the
little
members are getting to
pre-
hear everything we say in between the cuts, so
Nice.
Yeah, only God and the members know.
yeah.
That's a reference to what was said earlier.
Nice.
I'll probably have to delete now.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll have a re-listen.
Dude, that was so good. That was so good. Oh, man.
All right, first thing this month, I think the thing that everybody just like woke up and was like, "Did that guy really
Yes.
do that?" Is George Tavoyan. I think that is what is.
Just that crash. Wait, just the gap everything about this
Yeah,
is just-
everything's big.
We can go and we'll talk about that crash.
I like that the one I saw a clip he landed and he did it so good that whoever was flying the drone, they crashed it.
Was
Yeah.
that a crash
Yeah,
going
yeah.
on while
It
he's
had to
pulling
be.
it?
When he landed.
They got it out of that clip, right?
Yeah,
Like,
they CGI'd it out.
yeah, the drone just that
Dude.
is
So-
that could
unreal.
I would like to. We got to have this guy on the podcast.
Well, we'll
for a
dive
second.
in because he made this post. I think. No, not that one. This is today.
It looks like he had a different shirt, so he probably just tried to loop it or something. Like What did he try
right
right
here.
there? What
So
was he
the
doing?
full loop crash. The first time I went to the pipe was 2 years ago, and for some crazy reason, I thought I could make a full loop by pumping it from the inside. I'm so lucky I walked away.
yeah, man, that's fucking beast to walk away from that. That could have been
Yeah, if he would have went a
Really?
little bit more and didn't bail, it would have been too late. But
really bad.
he's the man for it, man. It's like,
Crazy seeing the one he did because he's going so slow right there, and then the one he did, he's going probably like twice as fast. And even
And-
the gap wall in is insane on its own.
The gap to wall is
Yeah,
insane on
it's
its own.
really-
It
yeah.
took me like watching the Instagram video 20 times to be like,
it's like,
"Look at that
well, he
gap
just
to
jumped
wall."
into that. Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like a Baz keep gap to wall to the loop.
yeah.
Oh, you know what? I gotta stop and redo. I just realized There we go. Your microphone was not on. I was balancing you out. Talk again.
Man,
There we go.
there we go.
All right, that's gonna mess me up.
I
and
could only
everything.
hear you in this here
Yeah.
before, but now we're all
Okay,
good.
yeah.
So
Oh man.
yeah,
It's all right. We're only a
Just
couple minutes.
restart.
No, we're good.
we just go.
Audio
And
gotta
then
be on -10, right?
The members might not hear the good
Yes,
stuff.
the
though.
pad.
I told you, I'm the audio guy. I've been telling you in Dolby, man. I'm the best at audio.
One time,
That's our audio. guy.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say one time, Demarcus was like, Dopey and I were in the car talking about audio or something like that, and Demarcus was like, "The hell you guys talking about audio, man? Just plug it in."
That's all you gotta do, man. Just plug it in.
Plug in the
Like,
cord.
Plug it in.
Yeah.
It was like
Easy.
they all looked at me. He's like, "Bro, what are you talking about? Like, just stop." All right,
All right.
gold.
Yeah. So there is that. There is the hip in. There is. I mean, there
The
is so
first
many
thing,
clips.
it's so big and he's gotten so good at the loops. He did the redirect.
Yeah.
This might be it.
Oh
This.
man.
The redirect,
Oh my
dude.
God.
And that could have been so dangerous if he clipped the airbag and fell or anything.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, that is huge, too. This
Look at the hip in.
It's
The
like a
hip
30
in.
foot.
He got like speed wobbles as soon as his tires caught up to how fast he was going. Watch.
Hey,
Is he getting?
if you do something like this,
Oh, yeah.
you're gonna get popular as hell.
Yeah.
I mean,
This is so crazy. Like,
Yeah.
there's no denying. Nobody
'Cause
can say this wasn't
even
crazy.
on a smaller scale, like that ramp that he rides in his backyard, he just does like the open loops back to back to back,
Yeah.
and it's like that's already crazy. So some people are just.
I mean,
built
I think
for it, right?
I don't know if it's going to show it
he's
right
on
here,
it, though.
but
He's been doing
Yeah.
a lot of crazy shit like the last couple years.
90 million views in
90
2 days.
million
God.
views. That's fucking
Yeah,
viral.
I mean, altogether, I mean, whatever.
that's not
100
BMX viral. That's real viral.
Yeah,
that's
that's
like
real viral.
Look at
I
90
had some
million.
people that like do some work stuff for it. Send me this. Like, hey, have you seen this? You know, like when normal
No, I
people
haven't
send
seen
you,
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
then you're like, wow, this really kind of escaped
Yeah.
our little thing here.
yes.
Shout out to George, man. I mean,
Yes.
incredible.
Thank you
20.
for-
I think the math was 24 some odd feet.
Oh
And
man.
I texted Morgan. I was like, Baldy's 18, right? He's like, no, Baldy's like 16 or 15.
Look
Yeah.
at that
Virtually
photo
double. I
right
know.
there.
Yeah.
Shout out,
Unreal.
George.
Is he getting towed into this? Like, where's the speed coming
There's
from?
a clip of he just pedals.
He's
the
just
downhill.
pedaling.
And here's the drone. The drone crash.
Yeah.
That drone dude almost fucked him up. Probably.
Yeah.
Damn.
Where
man.
where is that spot? Anybody know?
No.
I want to say South America or something.
Oh, okay.
I feel like somebody else said that they wrote it somewhere, like in the comments rather.
It's
Not
got that nice
Is that
downhill
Matthias
in.
with
Like,
him?
Matthias is there. Maybe it was Matthias who said
Might be
where it
Franson.
was. No, he was. Let's see.
That is unreal.
That is
I mean, I
unreal.
guess it doesn't really matter, but
That was one of those things where when I opened Instagram up, this was the first thing, and I was like, dude, too early
do
brain
this? Yeah.
comprehension. But,
Yeah.
but thankfully, you got to see it like a million more times. So it just
Have
kept.
any of you guys try to open loop, a full loop?
I've done like Have you ever rode the Oregon parks? Any of them?
I did. Well,
There's one called Reedsport, and it has an open loop, but it's a little bit sunk, so it's almost like gives you this mirage that it's a capsule.
Is it the one that's like just in a random neighborhood?
Yeah, they're all kind of in.
They
real
all-
life.
they all
the
are,
one that
yeah.
Morgan double looped.
Morgan did it twice.
Okay, no, I've
Yeah.
never ridden
It's
that
the perfect one to like. I did a loop, but not
Yeah.
really. It's still scary.
It's-
as hell.
yeah.
A loop,
Yeah,
like
still
it
going
is
slightly
because it's
down.
not.
It's
It's
a
a
It's
little
not
bit
like a
angled
berm.
though.
Yeah.
It's a little bit angled,
Yeah.
so it gives you that like. But no, I never done a real one.
Yeah.
That shit is like. There's a small group of people.
I would rather
that
do an
done
open loop. I don't know why.
Oh,
like,
I've,
like in a
someone
sense
else
of just like
mentioned that on
a.
the podcast. Gary, I think, was saying that. Like the one. Okay, so you'd rather do the one that guy did, that crazy one.
Vince.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about? It was like. You want to pull it up? real quick?
Yeah,
So
I
it's
can-
around the first news thing already. Because me and Gary had this argument. He was
Yeah.
like, "I'd rather do the open loop than a giant."
I think I can do a full loop, but it's like naturally like you can't. It's like a curved wall ride, right? When you
Yeah.
learn how to do it, kind of
This
feel
one,
like you
we're
want to
not
like
gonna
pull
listen.
up too early.
Would you rather
Let's
do
just see
this
the
or
whole-
what George did?
ooh.
Vinny DeVera.
Well,
I would
that
rather do what George did. looking at that one.
Look at that one.
That
Because
is-
that how he did that is like different than this like pullback. That
Yeah.
one, oh my god.
So the one that George do all the time in his backyard, it's like
Yeah, yeah.
that is
that
kinda
one
like-
looks kind of.
that looks like a
Okay,
flip
something like
pull,
that, yeah.
but like even like the like the transfer kind of one, like
Uh-huh.
you kind of
Like how Jason does them.
yeah. So
Yeah.
you like pocket over, but
that one seems more mellow because you could almost think about it like a corked 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, because you're going from like if you look at the loop from a side perspective, like there's that behind the scenes photo of rooftop that Losi shot where you can see that it's like a cork and
Yeah.
not just like a straight
Straight
circle.
loop, yeah.
And you could kind of almost think about that more as like a dipped 3.
yeah, you can
or
kind of like
something.
see your way around it. Like if
I
you
get
turn your
that.
head, you can kind of like shorten it, but
I mean, I've never done
the
one.
full
I don't
loop
know.
is wild, man. Like
Where's the? I mean, he
It's
did
funny
he
though
did this
because it
one
seems
too.
like if you
Look
got good at
like,
it, then
pocket
it should be
into
like
this.
like a
Like that,
backflip,
yeah.
like, just super easy.
Well, there's that, and then he does
like
like
he's
a
getting
crazy
good at them, and they just
corkscrew
seem
one.
easy. Look at that, dude.
Oh my god,
He just does it like
kind
it's
of like
nothing.
switch-ish too.
I wish Vince's thing was a Red Bull thing that would have blown up more because that shit is so.
Yeah,
crazy.
Vinny.
Vinny,
I
sorry.
actually I met him at Swamp Fest too. He was like, "Hey, I'm Vinny." I'm like, "Oh shit!" Like,
Vinny.
so yeah, it was sick. Like,
You're the dude.
so shout out to Vinny. We still talk
like
about
see that in
all
his
the time.
backyard, like those.
Oh yeah,
Like like that. He's just doing them.
triple open loop.
Oh, this is this guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen this before.
Yeah, he's been
So
doing
sick.
crazy.
What the hell?
That's so sick.
So sick.
Yeah, I mean, we made the joke that we were his backup account for a while because
Now he's
it's
blown
like-
up though. He's
Yeah.
doing it.
I mean,
Yeah, he posts
he's-
look at this guy. He does the craziest shit.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. I've seen all this stuff before.
Yeah.
I thought this guy kind of like came out of nowhere. I'm just not plugged into him, I guess.
He's been coming up.
Yeah, shout out to George. One day we'll
Shout
learn
out
how
to
to
George.
say your last name, but it's Tavulian, I'm pretty sure, from Battle of Hastings. So, and he was out here a few weeks ago too, but didn't work out to meet up. So,
Put BMX in the mainstream.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
another
good job.
Another highlight is X Games adds women's park to the competition. Long time coming. First ever women's BMX park medal event at X Games. So right here, he said Minneapolis 2018. That was when they did the women's demo, and then kind of nothing became of that demo. And I remember the ladies being pretty dejected and like, you know, a little sour because I feel like they had been doing those demos for like a couple of years, and then they just kept do another demo next year. So this honestly kind of came out of the blue. So
Super sick.
yeah.
I think that it came obviously at the right time. I think Angie was very vocal at the time whenever they were like going through it, and I just remember seeing X Games make a post about like it's not their job to grow women's BMX, and it's like it could be harsh, but I think that the women did what they were supposed to do and proved that point that they deserve to be
Definitely.
to have that spot, and it's kind of like, all right,
Yeah.
you guys earned it, like you
Yeah,
guys,
they
and
grew
nobody
it.
can take that away from them, right? Because they actually earned it versus like saying just give it to us. They earned it, so here they are.
Oh yeah.
Women's BMX is exciting to watch too. You know, it's really it's like it's growing. The progression is just like, you know, ramping up.
Yeah.
Dude,
Right
it
now.
is.
You know, they're
Yeah.
doing feeble harmony bars
Yeah.
and stuff.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
It's like it's really really cool.
Yeah, and then I mean, you look at the Olympics last time. It was like the women's competition was the one to watch.
Yeah.
The men's one was like cool, but the women's one was like it was real competition. So super cool to see. I think there's only 6 ladies in the contest this year, so hopefully that grows. But it's a beginning. And
Yeah.
so that is what's up. So shout out to X Games, shout out to ladies for all they do and all the progression that they have made. And then of course shout out to the Bloom. X Games has a press release too, but Bia at the Bloom put together a pretty good article about what to be expected and a couple of words here and there. So
That's so sick.
Give it a listen or give it a watch. What would you do? You'd read it. Why is my brain not working?
Well, yeah.
Listen to watch everything wrong.
I mean, you can probably listen to anything nowadays. You can,
Yeah,
you
right.
can copy that and just like plug it into something and listen to it and
Thank
somebody
you.
else's voice.
Thanks for
but-
having my back, Demo. But
Copy
link
paste.
link in the description for pretty much anything we talk about. So that's the one thing that I don't think I forgot to say. So and then in the same vein, Women's Street added to Feast Montpellier.
Damn.
Yeah,
yeah.
which is
Sick.
coming up super quick, May 8th through the 12th.
I've said it before, but that feast, have you guys been to it? The Montpellier?
No, I got like a
haven't.
few
You have?
emails
Yep.
from them and like saying that it's coming up, and I was like,
You should
dude,
go.
I should go. and it's like,
you've been. You
Yeah.
haven't been either, right?
I've never been. No.
It's
Yeah.
insane. It's like an action sports festival.
Yep.
It's on a
Okay.
river. It's like a music festival, but
yeah, watching them was like, dang, I should have went.
it's really sick.
Yeah.
Just out there in France. Like if anyone has an opportunity to go, you should go. And I think I think
it's
it's like
coming
all
right
open
up.
qualifier for everything.
Yeah,
Like
it's-
anyone
yeah.
can ride anything. Just
Really?
sign up. I think so. I'm pretty sure.
Crazy.
It's all good.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean it's like
maybe
it's
not
5
maybe not
days
like
or
the park contest anymore because the Olympics, but everything else for sure.
Yeah. So that's super cool. Shout out to the Feast crew for
Yeah.
doing that. I don't think it was related. They probably just timing on both ends. So and then
Like Demarcus said, the women are proving it. And
They're-
like, it's
yeah,
just,
exactly.
yeah,
Just-
exactly.
It's
Yeah.
just obvious what has to be done nowadays. Put 'em
and now in industry news, Grymanis starts FTI. I have no idea what FTI stands for.
It's like fit. But
You don't?
The words are
I
changed.
I have an idea.
Yeah, fuck the industry is what it stands for.
All
but
What's-
I literally told Grymanis, I was like, I'm going to say the name once and then I'm going to call it FTI from then. So,
Is he just remaking a Dead Memory shirt with his dogs?
Memory Dead.
Oh, Memory Dead.
Yeah, pretty funny actually.
I was like, damn, I haven't seen Dead Memory or thought of that in so long. It's pretty sick.
But I talked to Sean today because I was like, because obviously these kind of look like renders at this point, or Photoshops.
I was gonna say, I'm like, there's no way he has actual product yet.
He said he put a deposit down, and he said they're expecting frames in July. He said they're making seats and frames and soft goods for now.
Hell
so
yeah, Sean.
I think it's so crazy because it's
Sick.
like, he's literally like, he's such a doer.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't, he fucking makes shit happen. So
You can't be, and it's like you can't be mad at a person that, like, they go through whatever they go through, but when you get pushed into a direction and you feel like you're back against the wall, and it's like you coming out on top is you making whatever you want people what you want them to have and want them to see, and it's like,
and if you want I always say, if you want the industry to change, you have to be a part of it.
Fair play.
Because if you don't have any part of it, you have no say, because you don't own anything. But now Sean owns something. He can put it in. He can do whatever he wants with this. That's fucking
you
sick.
can have an opinion all you want.
So for the homies, by the homies, you got Ricani, obviously, Nick Vada, I think this was Matthew Humbert, and then just like his squad. So Eddie Roby, Dylan Christopher, and Ian Elkins. So
Ian Elkins, I remember that name.
Yeah, what
is
is
Shredder, right?
He should come out with some limited frames that are already cut in half.
What does Ian Elkins do?
Yeah, modeler.
Yeah, all right. That was.
I mean, it looks like shit.
Yeah.
Got a bunch of followers and pictures of himself.
Dom and Garrett follow him, so he must be a Jersey dude.
Remember the name? I think he used to be a shredder. He's driving a Ferrari, it looks like.
Yeah. So there's that, and then in the same thread, Ricani made some shirts. Obviously, y'all know Stevie vanished off the face of the earth, various reasons. They decided to drive to Connecticut 2 a.m. a few days ago, and he's staying with us, and we want to put some money in his pocket, make sure he gets back on his feet. Stevie disappeared, just as I said. Like, and Stevie has his own issues. It's not my, they obviously you could read between the lines right here. They're like, he is going through some stuff. I talked to Sean today, and he said that Stevie's been staying with him, and he got a couple $1,000 from this, and he's helping Stevie out, got him a job starting on Monday and stuff like that. So
that's awesome.
Stevie is, you worked with Stevie closely for a few years, right? It's good to see him in any light. So,
and shout out to Sean again. That's fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah. I mean, nobody else drove there at 2 a.m.
No, that's awesome.
That's true. Yeah.
So,
hell yeah, Sean, doing cool things.
You can support by sending some money. You can get a t-shirt if you want. I just sent him, I was like, no t-shirt for me. So, 100% profit. Links are in the bio for all this stuff. And then, keep it going. BMX Streets. I think, did we talk about this?
We've talked about it kind of.
Yeah, but this is out officially.
Officially out.
Yeah. Somebody made fun of me because because I had no idea what Steam. They're like, Steam is just the app store, basically. And I was like, well,
you talked about that in the members thing.
Okay, for like PCs, and I don't have a PC. I don't.
Pretty sick though. All these legit
sick.
riders got characters in this video game.
I think people who are really, really into games, like those types of people, are the ones who have PCs. Like us people who just ride and do whatever.
Yeah,
like most people have Macs or iPhones or whatever, but gamers have PCs.
Yeah,
that's sick with the light though. Dude, I haven't seen this trailer. That is really amazing.
Sick. And it's only going to get better too. It's like, this isn't bad at all.
Yeah,
but it's like
the spots look so fun.
Everything look.
Damn, is that my
realistic?
It's your bike.
It's crazy.
I mean, this guy's been making this for 4 years, 5 years. Because I remember the photos of the dudes like getting all like scanned years ago.
Yeah. I remember that.
Because like Ricani's in it too. Like,
yeah, they were hitting people up about this years ago.
So that.
Shout out to them.
You got a character in this, Dennis?
No.
No? Oh man.
Because probably he wouldn't go to wherever it was.
Yeah,
I loved it.
Does Garrett have one, or like
he probably did the same thing?
Damn, Nina
did a fucking huge rail hop bar to grind. Damn, I switched over the L.
So
Devin Smiley or Corey Walsh drives a go-kart in the back. Yeah, I'm a bit old school. Like if they made one for PlayStation or Xbox, I would get down. So
yeah,
I would literally buy a PlayStation.
The gamers did It's a computer game.
What's the other
PC,
game that they
yeah,
made?
yeah.
The first version of this, like the one that's just on like you can download it. Like,
I don't know.
I have it, but I got it because my son is like, oh, I just want to, like, I got this game, I got this idea. Like, he super into bikes, but it's kind of no. It's like you can play it on like any console. I think you just have to download it. And,
I mean, Pump BMX.
No, it's a phone
game.
Because you could play Pump BMX on Xbox.
BMX Pipe
Really?
or
Yeah.
something?
Pipe.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah,
Pipe. Yeah.
Oh, is
yeah.
it?
Pipe.
Is this is Pipe?
I think the same guy that made this, or a group of people made this, made Pipe or whatever. And yeah, it's like that, but it's limited because it's like just a demo.
Yeah,
but this one's pretty sick.
It's got to be so insane to make a game
I mean, it
with all
says
these
install
maps and
Steam.
spots.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I can. Maybe I can play this shit.
How much is this to buy the game? Like,
good question. $40. That's not bad.
That's not bad at all.
You're
Yeah.
into this stuff? Yeah, it's worth it. And you're
All right, I just hit install Steam, so I could be dumb and just be like, it's not. It's for.
I feel like any person can play this too. They'd be like, oh, it's a bike, and it's kind of. I think a lot of people probably play that skate game.
Yeah.
So it's like
Dude,
the same thing, but
how many pro skaters? They're like, oh, I played you and Tony Hawk. You know, they don't skate, but they know. You know, so this like gets BMX into the mainstream culture, which is really cool.
Yep.
All right. Well, I'm gonna put it straight to this.
Yeah. Let's see if we can.
Straight to there. So we could be playing this by the end.
Yeah.
All right. Silent Mag 6 dropped. Where's cover? Well, we got Slack. We're going to talk about that too. This is 6, right?
Yep, that is 6.
So 100 pages, perfect bound. I got an email that they're sorting out the shipping stuff too. So
did you get one yet?
I haven't gotten one of these. I think Paul said it was on the way, but I haven't gotten one yet.
I have one. That's quality. It's like really quality. Like, I don't know, just a really, really good papers quality. Yeah, it's definitely worth your money.
It's cool. The once a month magazines are gone, you know, for the most part, but these books are popping up like crazy, and they're so good when you get your hands on them. I love that cover.
And the concept, as far as I know, with Slack is it's going to be, you know, it's a spinoff of Silent, but basically it's like it's going to be more of a traditional magazine where it's like ad funded. So companies can have ads in Slack, and then Silent is more like photography based, basically. So that's kind of the separation there.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I think it's hard. It's hard to kind of rationalize that, you know, like what's the difference?
Well, there's so much stuff, and then there's Greystoke. Oh, you know, Diggs doing Greystoke and stuff. So it's like, I don't know. It's cool that there's kind of something for everybody, and it's just an excuse to make more content. And you know, it's cool to see BMX photography have like more of a platform again, because for a while it felt like it was pretty grim. You know. Yeah. And that, I mean, even I got all psyched because I went to that, which we'll get to with the visual show for Colt, and they had the little photo shoot photo show container and stuff like that, and I was like, this is sick, sick, yeah. Just part of it, like it had so many different elements with the screen printing and the video premieres and all that stuff, but it was like. It was cool. And it's an opportunity for young photographers to get their stuff seen too. You know, you have like an OG like Z in there, and then you have like some younger up and coming photographer, and he can like stand on the same platform. You know, so super cool. So shout out to Slack and Silent, and they're both out of the same house, not necessarily a house, but house. And then Lewis Mills' signature Vans line. I got a shirt on right now. Yeah, the only polo I own. I like it. Sick. Yeah, shout love it. Lewis, man. Looking fly as hell. Thank you. Yeah. Thanks to Lewis. I don't just got the normal T-shirt on. Yeah, I love it. And then little present for you. Here's his socks. Socks, nice. Fudger on podcast. I need him. He said he doesn't get free band stuff, so we have free band stuff for him. Here's there you Hell go. Yeah! I got a package, and I was like, "These was his Mapstone like he like make him?" It was Collins. It was Collins. But I got a package. I was like, "Oh, cool, some new shoes," and they're huge. Yeah, it's like what is clown shoes? You 13, 14 or something? 13. So I was like, "Dude, you really are 13? Yeah, dang, that's crazy." Do you wear your shoes too big, or are you actually 13? I got more. There's 2 more pairs. So. What? Little gifts from Vans to you for being you. Oh, nice. Shit. Damn, I'm actually psyched. Hell yeah. Dang. I thought it was just 1 pair. No, you got 3, big guy. Oh. Boom. Dude, that's you right there. You gotta go try another handrail. Right? Warm up first, though. You gotta like let him ride. Bunny hop once. Yeah. Yeah. Well, let the man warm up. That was fucked up. We got Fudger too pumped. Hey, the vibes are high. That's cool, but we got to remember sometimes. Yeah. Keep the vibes a little lower for the people who haven't been riding. Well, shout out to Vans. Shout out to Colin. Shout out to Lewis. I love this shirt. And the socks are right there. The socks are sweet. And then since and I think he has like 3 colors of the shoe too. Oh, sick. Really? Yeah. Is it the? It's not just a colorway or anything, right? It's the actual shoe.
shoe?
I don't know.
No, it's an actual shoe. What's
There's like 4 of them for sale,
That's
so it's
sick.
got to be a shoe.
That's
the
sick.
deal
Yeah.
with the like the sole and stuff? Right?
What
Like
do you
I thought it was like a new sole.
Check it out. Go to Vans.com and
Yeah.
type in Lewis, and that's what I did. And I was like, whoa.
I want to say I looked at it, and
BMX Peak.
it is a shoe. So the Peak was a shoe, and I think that this is
Oh.
his like
Version
of the
Okay,
Peak.
like a half cab.
Yeah, because there's a couple other colors
Pretty
there.
rad though to
Yeah,
have
because
all.
like the sole is like way like I was like, oh, that is
It's
definitely
different, yeah.
different.
Vans
So,
doing a lot of. I mean, they're sticking to their roots. They have all the
Yeah.
old schools and stuff, slip-ons, all that. But then they've got some new stuff going
Yeah,
on too.
super
They're
cool.
changing it up.
It's really cool how they
for
dropped
everyone.
like the jeans with it, and like the everything else, the
Yeah.
shirt. It's like a whole package, and it's
Yeah.
the way that they shot all this too is super sick.
Yeah.
And Lewis drew all this. Like he's
Yeah.
a little
That's
artist.
sick.
Yeah, it's great that he gets to kind of have a little platform to shine with that.
Do they have? Is it? I might as well. We might as well stay on subject then. But the promo was sick.
It was. It
Yeah.
really is.
Lewis doesn't put out anything not good.
Up in the club with the fisheye on this one, like
Yeah.
super sick.
I love it. Yeah.
The 4-3 fish too.
Yeah, the 4-3.
It looked like Ben got the Canon 8-15 or something because it was like super sharp.
The first clip where he's just manualing and his tire is
It
like
bumps the lens.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
right up
You can see
against
Lewis
it.
just laughing like,
Yeah.
"How close are
Yeah.
we gonna get this?"
Yeah.
I love it. Crunch berries, man.
thing?" Crunch.
Crunch
Like-
berries.
Yeah, me and Mike did this thing with like the fish eye that used to be on the smartphone or the iPhone back in the day.
Yeah.
The death lens.
Yeah, the death lens, and we would make this thing called crunch berries, where we see how close we can get. It's like- and this is
Crunch
real
berries.
life crunch berries right here.
It's like a little scarier with the peg than the tire, but
Yeah.
I don't know. They could both fuck it up. Right there. Look at his
So
face. Look how
sick.
happy he is. I think it's like the 180 bar over the chain to fakie
Fakie
whip.
whip,
Just
so good.
so good.
Yeah, it's only 2 minutes, so we'll sit through this whole gem.
do it.
Yeah. That's what I was literally like. That was my initial feeling afterwards. I was like, I just want more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did not want it to stop.
Sometimes there's nothing wrong with a fucking heavy short part.
No.
just to
Just
make
leave
you
them want more.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
That crank arm over the rainbow ledge was filmed great. It's like rare to be able to kind of get in front of the rider the whole time.
I always love that about Lewis too. It'll be banger, then just something steezy.
Yeah.
Banger, steezy
Yeah.
line. Like him and Ben always just mix it up so well the whole way through.
No, it was
There'll be the craziest banger in the middle, and then like a ledge line.
I love his tail loops.
They're really good. He has the right spread eagle.
Spread eagle.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lewis is one of a kind. It's definitely when someone's like that good, you see it all
Yeah.
over the world. All the little Lewises now, you know.
yeah,
It's when you know someone's big time.
heavy.
Way sick.
Shout out Lewis. Shout out
Yeah, shout out to
Lewis's
Lewis,
line.
man.
Peak. Support the man. Support BMX.
Yeah, whole thing was awesome. All right, link, of course, in the bio. Andy Zeiss leaves Vans. Industry news. Definitely. I mean,
Good man right there.
yeah. Huge part of what was the event? It was the U.S.
Rebel
one,
Jam.
Rebel Jam. Yeah.
You did a lot of
Yeah.
sick shit.
So, 16 years with Vans. So,
Nice.
wow.
Andy's a
Yeah.
man. Made a lot of good videos.
Link
Lot of
Link
good-
is into all the words right there. I'm sure Andy has his hands in something else, but yeah, he was the Euro TM essentially.
Oh,
Have
sick.
they announced who the
Vans, yeah.
new Euro team manager is?
No, is it?
I don't
think
know.
I may no. Do I know? No, I don't think I know.
I don't either.
I want to say, is it Bruno?
No, Bruno's federal team manager.
Federal TM. Yeah, all right.
Just
What am
sick
I?
as
I was
hell.
like, that's why I was like, yeah, no.
Yo, I don't know.
Yeah, no. So news, Bruno
members
is the
can hear
federal TM.
Fake
Yo,
news.
yo, now you know.
News from 6 months ago. Bruno is the federal team.
I think we did talk about it. I saw the come up post today, and I had obviously seen clips of Vic riding, but
I haven't seen this. Hell yeah.
like
Ed and Vic out in the streets is fucking sick.
That is dope.
That is sick.
And it's so this is his girlfriend's or maybe his wife's Instagram account, but it looks like he just like
Uses
has,
her.
has
That's so sick.
which is amazing. I mean, there's like they're riding together and stuff too, but it is like, I mean, there's so many cool clips like the I don't know if this is the
He's one of those dudes
over
who.
feeble right
Oh,
there,
wow.
elbow grind.
He's one of the guys who changed the game.
Yeah,
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
For but he's more low key than some of the others that everyone knows the big names. But if you were around in this era, man, you
Inventor
knew
of the
this
Predator
guy.
grind.
Every time I hear the Jefferson Airplane song, I'm just like, yep,
Yeah.
that part.
And it's funny too because you know how Chris Hervin was like our Vic of San
Yeah,
Diego.
yeah.
And Chris has been riding again.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
Weird. how
So
that
it's
works.
sick. I mean, we're 4 posts in and it's been 5 days. Like
He's on it.
So he has been,
That's so sick.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
So shout out to Vic Ayala.
Yeah.
One of the funniest motherfucker on the planet too. So, and then Montecule.
I'm sure I say it, but you got a package from
I
them.
know this, yes, but thank you.
Figure out
Yeah, Pants Company
You
that
don't have
just
to go
kicked
shopping,
off.
bro.
The gentleman's name is Kerr. He lives in Long Beach actually, but he's from Scotland, I believe. Him and
sick.
Donachie are good friends, but cool, just kind of like activewear pants. So super cool. Sponsoring Kruk, Donachie, Foley. Who else they got on here?
Michael actually is on the team.
Michael, yeah,
Which
Mogajon.
is cool. They had interest in him. you
Yeah.
know, like,
So
for like these really street guys to pick up on Michael, it's sweet. I think they're gonna send him to simple sessions. He was saying.
Oh, really?
And then
Sick.
maybe
That's
out to
sick.
film somewhere over there. So
Hell yeah.
fuck yeah,
pretty dope. Oh, yeah, I was like, "What is this?" And he told me
yeah,
how legit they are, and I was like, "All right."
super cool.
Dan Krug,
Yeah.
Joe Foley.
So yeah, Montecule CO, full line of pants and other clothes, and it looks like restock May 20th, so that's a good problem. So shout out to them for kicking something off, and then Kenneth Tensio. It is warm in here, huh?
Good month. A lot of shit's happening.
Yeah.
A lot of new companies and people doing stuff.
Where? Oh, did I lose it? There was took his park, and I don't know if it was public beforehand, but he looks like it is like he had a USA BMX event there, and then why can't I get to the profile? Follow.
Dude, he's so good.
He's so good.
But it's a shop and a. Oh, I guess this is. Why am I tripping? It's a shop. They have a shop and it's like an open park now. Sorry, I'm
Oh, that's so
stumbling
sick.
right now. So I saw something with a bunch of product and all that stuff. So it looks like it's open to the public down in Costa Rica. Here's the shop. So super cool to just like. Seems crazy to
Kenneth is
jump in
doing
on
it.
that. Yeah.
I feel like he just keeps building. Like he's just going up and up.
Yeah,
and
that's
up.
a big shop.
Big ass
Oh,
shop.
yeah.
Yeah. So shout out to Tensio for all he's doing. Seems like he's like
Doing it.
crushing it.
Yeah. Flipping downstairs at his backwards, man. It's
Dude, he's crazy with
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Real. It's like,
He's got like a cement bowl too. He has so much stuff going on.
Oh,
Yeah.
you forget about that.
He's got a lot of awesome shit going on.
It feels like we have talked about this whole bunch because we have an unpublished Jay and Calvin podcast that we dove into Project X.
It deserves it though, because like Jay said, it hits hard for the 30 and over crowd. I think like Project
yeah.
X. But I've been talking to younger friends and asking them about it, and they don't fucking download it. And I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, this is like one of the best thing that's come out in so long.
You
Like
can rent it for $7.
it's so you
Yeah.
want to download it though because you're gonna want to watch it again.
Yeah, I've already watched it twice, and I watched it twice like the first day. I was just like, oh, just right
can so
back
good.
to it. You're just like,
Sing
wow,
the whole
yeah.
thing, and it's like entertaining all the way through. It's really sick.
So
and the
good.
variety pack. It's like so many different styles of people.
You
And-
spend
yeah.
And
more.
you really
on
get to
lunch
learn about all
than
these
this.
people, even though we know most of them.
Yeah.
But there's a few people I didn't know, and by the end of it, you're like, that guy seems really cool.
Yeah,
And I guess since I have, sorry, I'm struggling to reach. I
And just
have
to see
the
like
footage.
yeah, to put all those people together and just send them off.
like Joe Foley's a good example. I think a lot of people don't know much about Joe Foley.
didn't
He's
know
kind of a
anything
new.
about
He's
him.
a new face, you know.
Yeah.
And it's like to see him absolutely, especially for the first like 3-4 days on the trip, he was just murdering it,
Yep.
going so hard. And just the amount
Casey
of
and
stuff,
Harrison too.
Yeah, you're like-
everybody. Yeah,
Nahi, never seen her ride really.
Mickey
seems like the coolest motherfucker ever.
fucking
the
shred.
rail, the duster up the rail,
Yeah.
and it
Yeah.
just breaks, dude. Yeah. Corey Walsh, like it definitely is very reminiscent of sort of, you get all these crazy personalities together like a Road Fools. It reminded me of Road Fools 6, the Europe one, where they're kind of just going all around. They go to Dusseldorf on that trip too.
Oh, that's so sick. I like that clip of him just like riding in the back and they're hitting the soccer ball
Just
around.
having so much fun.
The
Simone's like, oh yeah, I lost my soccer ball, so I decided to start riding.
I think Peter did a really good job with this, and I think the music is super sick too. It's kind of all over the place, but I think that's cool. Like it'll be like Metallica 1 second, and then like some
was, like, Devo or something.
like 3-6 Mafia, and then Devo, and then it's like it's all over this. But I guess what I'm trying to say is there's kind of something for everybody musically, and they didn't have to clear anything, so you just use whatever, which is cool.
Great.
You know.
So hour and a half long, basically, for the people
I
that
wish it
don't
was
know what
3
it
hours
is.
long.
Yeah, hour and a half long, basically like Road Fools, 15
Look at this
riders.
shit. This is what it is the whole time. Just
And
epic.
And it was sick. It was like I made it like 50 minutes in the first time, and I had to do something, and I was like, "Fuck!" Like I literally didn't want to walk away from it, which is pretty crazy.
Let me tell you how like I watch this on my computer and I never use my computer.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
like it just sit
Yeah.
underneath the shelf and it's just there and it was like, you know what? I'm gonna pull this thing out and just sitting there watching it. It was
enjoy
like,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's that good. Yeah,
dude,
you want
yeah,
to.
it is really good. It make you feel like you're there for sure.
You're watching on the phone for a little bit. You're like, all right, let's watch this on a big screen.
The Dusseldorf
This is a good
section
screen. We
was
should-
sick.
Yes. When there's that many talented riders, even the days where they want to chill, it just starts going off again.
Yeah.
Like you could tell Garrett was hurt a little bit at the beginning of the trip, and
His
he's
wrist
just
was broken, like pretty much broken at that time.
and he's just like around all the stuff, and he's just like, I want to ride. You could tell he wants to ride so bad.
And then when he gets going, it's just like, oh my god. It's
Yeah.
kind of cool that he doesn't get going until
yeah.
halfway through it, as far as the video.
It kind of built a little anticipation. I mean,
Well, Garrett can hurt people's feelings.
Simo too.
Like, he's just.
He's like, let's let everybody get a little something before I
It
hop
actually
in there.
worked out great. Like, you never want anyone to get hurt, but yeah.
It's
Let,
so
let him
fun.
have it for a
Even
few
the
days.
small stuff. Like I noticed Boyd in the background drinking a beer. Like so
Yeah.
Boyd's having an off day. You know, like
And this is
people
what
get to see
Simone
different
wanted to
side.
ride.
Oh yeah,
This would be so hard
dude. Yeah,
to not break the window too and just get this. You get the feeling too, like the days where they're tired, you feel
Yeah.
for them, like
Yeah.
damn, like you guys did not. You see that hours of when they got to their Airbnb when they
Yep.
started riding, like you guys are tired.
that one where they had the crazy Airbnb host that like
And it's just so relatable. You're like, I
Oh,
know
just like,
that
dude,
shit. When you
so
just want to go to
crazy.
bed so bad, and the Airbnb just falls through
Yeah.
or whatever. The Airbnb host is crazy.
And then he comes out in a different kit.
Yeah, he was in a different
Like,
kit. Like,
what?
oh, dude.
Psycho.
so Project X, I mean we can't
You guys
I mean,
killed
Please
Yeah.
get it.
You
I mean,
guys
it's
killed
funny
it,
because like
yeah.
the 30 and up, what Jay said, 30 and up club like this a lot, but the people who listen to this are probably the 30 and up club. So
Yeah.
tell the
Yeah.
kids,
Yeah.
tell the kids
Well,
how good this is.
You spend more than $10 on lunch, so just go, just like
Yeah.
buy it. It's well
It's
worth
easy,
your time,
yeah.
and you're supporting
And you
you're
will have
supporting
it.
dope BMX riders.
So, yeah.
And then there was I was trying to find because that is like the digital download, but then they also have the
Book, right?
The stream.
Yeah, like
you
is
got a
it-
VHS you can get too.
yeah, it's like a VHS and a DVD with a book and stuff like that.
Oh, that's
so
so
right
sick.
here, yeah.
So they're covering all the grounds.
Yeah.
That's sick.
They're doing it all.
So
I actually had a talk with Mastroni like recently about like the DVD stuff, and it's like I would buy whatever if it was digital. I don't have a problem with like if it was on
Yeah.
a DVD,
Yeah.
but I'm
Yeah.
not gonna
I know.
I'm not gonna do it.
yeah,
I just said that to Diego Bravo. He came out with the.
I was just
video.
gonna
I'm
say
like, dude,
that.
it's just been sitting there like, because I don't have a charger for my laptop or whatever for my disk drive, my old laptop.
Most
and he's like,
laptops
you haven't
don't even
watched
have a
it?
DVD drive.
Yeah, and I was like, it's so sick you did that, and DVDs are sick, but like, please give me the digital download because I could
another option,
fucking
yeah.
pay that money right now and watch
yeah.
it.
yeah.
I told him that right after it came out. I was like, dude, like
You told him the same thing?
Yeah, I was like, for you and your crew, like it's gonna be so much more beneficial for y'all to get shine. Like I know you think people have seen this, nobody's seen it.
Like
You
Very
gotta
few
get it
people
out
have
there,
seen it.
like while it's still recent. Because if you wait 2 years, then it's like people don't care as much anymore.
Yeah.
Wisdom,
So,
yeah, it's really
yeah.
cool. I think a lot of like younger people coming into it that want like that real core shit think it's like it needs to be a DVD, but it's like
And
You
that's
can have-
and
you
that's,
can have
and that's
both.
super
You can have
cool,
both.
but
Yeah.
only like
nothing
like-
wrong with both.
Yeah, like less than 200 people are gonna see it probably. So
Just don't put it on YouTube.
Put it
like
online,
a month
Diego.
later, if you're trying to actually
Give me
sell
that
it.
digital download.
Give me that
I'll buy it
digidown.
now.
Yeah,
Shout out to Keep It Down.
I can't wait to see it. Keep it down.
It is a sick video.
Cannot
so
wait
you
to see
said
it. I
that.
will watch it.
Yeah, he said he was going to put it on, so
Yeah.
put it up soon.
Diego's
Yeah,
part.
He's
yeah.
gonna get double money from me because I bought the DVD too, just to fucking sit it on my desk.
Diego parts.
Yeah, I bought it just to support, but
All right, sponsorship category, or should we do?
Dale's
We should. How many we got?
sponsorship
Sponsorship, Dales.
source.
Let's do a couple of these things.
Members.
Let's see what we got. Don't read it here. I'm gonna.
What up, guys? This is John Branch out of Santa Fe, New Mexico. I'm going to be opening up a bike and a skate shop here in Santa Fe, and
Fuck
it has
yeah.
an
Big
indoor
shit.
ramp section. If you guys want to go and follow us, it's at GoatHeadNMX on Instagram, and we have some clips up there. One of them is your guys' homie Steve Woodward. who
Oh,
came
that's where
through
he's
and
always
shredded
riding.
it up.
Place
did
is
some
sick.
pretty sick stuff. So that was pretty sick. Got our other friend Andres that went in there, and he tore it up too. So there's a couple of videos lurking around. We have some clips that have been made and posted and stuff like that. So if you could, just please give us a shout out, guys. Trying to get the word out, trying to get as many people to come and ride over here as possible.
Nothing
We're gonna
to
be
do with you,
announcing,
bud.
opening day pretty soon, so just go ahead and follow us at GoatHeadNMX. And yeah, thank you guys for doing what you do for BMX.
Thank
Trying to
you,
do the
dude.
same.
Thank you for doing what you do. What you're doing right now. So,
Yeah.
here's a page right here. Goathead NMX. I thought it was MMX and BMX.
BMX.
Yeah, that was all over the place. So N is in Nancy, MX, New Mexico. I guess it would be. So,
oh, that makes sense.
Looks like a sick spot.
dude, that looks crazy.
Yeah,
Wow, that looks
sick.
fun.
What a
Holy
good,
hell.
what a great name too, Goathead. It's like you hear
A
that.
lot of goat heads out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, go
Yeah.
inside. Get rid of those go heads. You don't got to worry about them in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah,
Hell yeah,
the most
shout out.
hated. That's look at the logo.
Yep.
Yeah. That's so sick.
No go heads in that indoor park.
Look at that pool coping. This place is sick.
Yeah.
Pool
Steve,
coping
yeah.
with wood. Yep,
Yeah.
Steve. And there's a. I think there's like another section of it too. Maybe I'm wrong. Regardless, that looks fun.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
Hell yeah.
Look at that open loop somebody could do.
There you go, Demarcus.
Here we are.
Corey Walsh, that shit. One side of the park to the other.
I'm going for him. I'm aiming.
But yeah,
Open,
shout
open
out.
loop rail to
Thanks
rail.
for hitting us up about this too. This is what we need. So
Throw that out there.
Oh, that's sick.
open loop rail to rail.
Yeah.
Open loop rail rail.
Open,
Yeah.
open loop.
Not roller coaster, though. No, no, no,
all right.
no.
All right.
Rooftop.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. All right. So shout
I
out.
still get
shout
random
out
questions from random people. Like, you get that rail to flip yet?
Shout out to
even
John
thought about
Branch.
it.
We need people opening parks
Yeah,
and
shout out
shops.
to
you.
So
Yeah,
shout out
absolutely.
to you, dude. Let's play this.
Yo, this is Dabaholic. What's the most memorable BMX trip y'all had? Like the best one and the worst one.
He comes to the street jams, right?
Dabaholic?
I think he does
I
a
hope
fakey
so.
Superman at the street jam. Because I was trying to find his name. And they're like, "Yo, it's just Dabaholic." I'm pretty sure,
That's sick.
but
Let's keep
it's a memorable
this
name.
question
On his
to
license?
Marcus and
Yeah,
Mike, so it
yeah.
doesn't
This
get too long.
is you guys.
Yeah.
You can go
Good-
first.
good question.
My brain just
Best trip and worst trip?
best trip and worst.
It's a
trip.
good question, but it's a big question.
That Costa Rica trip that you were there.
Go on that one.
You didn't
I
go on
wish,
there?
yeah, I
Oh,
wish.
that comes
It
to
looked
mind because
amazing.
it was so crazy. We were staying at this like crazy resort. They were treating us so good, and everybody was so nice and so hospitable. And then it's like the very next day, all of our bags got stolen. Like me and Joey, just like straight out the van, and we're just it went from like the highest of highs, and we're like so excited being in this country, like seeing all these new spots and all like everyone's super cool, and then just like all of our shit's gone.
Fuck.
Like I dumped footage from the first session, so I think we had a little bit of stuff, and then it was all gone. But that comes to mind. It's all in one, just like right to the bottom.
Easy
And then-
answer for you.
Yeah, yeah.
Best and worst trip.
Best and worst. That one, Costa Rica.
It's crazy though how much footage you guys got in that small amount of time because the video is pretty good still.
I don't even think we did anything from it. I think
was
we just
videos and
was there a video? I don't
swear I
Cell phone
remember.
videos.
I don't know.
No, that's-
Demolition. Yeah.
Yeah, you got something
Yeah.
out because I remember seeing the skate parks and stuff and just being really. I think I was hurt and I was
It was like a day, maybe 2 days. of
maybe I was just
footage.
following you guys super close.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. I
Instagram.
don't know, but yeah, that one comes to mind. What
You got
about
a quick one, Demo?
Yeah, I got the best and worst trip all in one.
No, same.
Same thing. Nice.
Yeah,
Easy.
so I would say my very first ever volume trip, and that was like to Salt Lake City with you, and to me,
yeah,
it was like first time really doing something like actually turning pro. Like that was like the first time I was kind of like, oh, okay, cool. Like, all right, apply the pressure on yourself, and it's like you kind of have this full range to kind of like have somebody to really film you that understands like, okay, I want to make this look the best, so it's like I want to give the best, right? So I want to say right after filming a clip that I was really hyped on, he put the camera away, and I was like, I'm gonna just ride the rail, and I was like, try to do like an opposite ice pick, and I just got hands still on the bars, chin straight to the ground. Boom.
There was a skate
Like,
stopper
yeah.
in the middle of the rail, so he did like if it's sticking up right here, he did like hang tooth over the skate stopper, hang tooth, so like tooth,
Yeah.
and then but he just went to ice the rail, and his back peg
On my
just
right
went
side, so I was like
Right
just-
into the
right into the knob.
and I thought I just like
You
hit
thought you
the
were gonna go
upright.
over?
Well, I thought I hit the upright. I was just
Oh.
gapping to the bottom, like the bottom section of it.
Oh.
and you case the little thing.
Yeah, so just chin to the ground, broken jaw, fractured chin, messed up teeth, but I didn't get knocked out. That sucked. So it was kind of like,
I kind of want to be out.
yeah, oh dude, it hurt so bad. Like but
And scary
the-
too, to just have
it-
all
it
that shit
did.
messed up. Like,
What brings it back around to being a good trip? It's like now I have this like after that trip I was like, I'll never do another opposite ice pick ever in my life. But every time I ride a rail, I like twitch a little bit, but it's just to remind myself. It's like, hey,
you learn.
it's okay if you eat shit again.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
it is what it is. But from that, it's like I forced myself to get better at like the opposite side, and that could happen in any situation. But that was like the best and worst trip
To the
because it was
worst,
like
yeah.
So that
Kind
was
of,
that.
kind of just a freak thing.
Yeah, I hold on to that real close though. It's like it doesn't bug me out when I like think about crashes or any of that. It's kind of like, oh, okay, like all right, we
Oh,
can
yeah.
move forward. So yeah,
Shout out to
Nice.
Dabaholic. Thank you.
yeah, that's a good
Dabaholic.
question, man.
Good
Yeah.
question.
that's
Good answers.
Love that message there. Hi, Unclicked.
It's the voicemail is like kind of scary.
Proud RBMX member, calling from a rainy Tacoma, Washington. So after watching the new DAC video, I have a question regarding injuries. Obviously, injuries are just part of any sport, but especially action sports, right? And even one more so like BMX, where the point is kind of putting your bike and body in places it just simply isn't meant to be. But as the sport progresses and there's this, constant hunt for NVDs, I'm wondering how are top riders balancing the increasing risk that goes along with pushing the sport further and further? Is there any way to reduce the risk that goes along with that and keep BMX raw and exciting? So love to hear your thoughts. Thanks, dudes. Love all you do. Take care.
Cheers, Kevin. Thank you for being a
Yeah,
member
Kevin.
too, man. I appreciate that stuff.
Shout
It
out,
blows
Kevin.
my mind.
Good question too.
Yeah.
We're 100%. Everything
Yeah.
that's been called in has been good.
Yeah. We did a live.
funny.
We did a live one.
Even if it's
we
bad.
did a
Yeah.
live one
Ooh.
with Jay and Calvin, and everybody was super nice. We're like,
that's
this is
so
weird.
sick.
This
That's
is weird.
sick.
So,
Good people out there in the BMX world.
yeah.
Dennis is coming off an injury. I mean, you could probably take
Yeah.
that one.
Fuck, well, that question was long. So
I mean,
I was thinking it was going to be for you guys. You're the guest.
Well,
I talk too much in here.
I can kind of like go back into the question for you a little bit. It's like kind of based around like comparison from back in the day to current day to like saying like with the progression.
He's
So,
just saying like
yeah.
pretty much how do you think it's going to keep going with but the injury risk. I looked at in the beginning of the question, I was more just thinking about how I think people are a lot safer now than ever because we practice our shit a lot more,
I agree.
Whereas back in the
Calculated.
day, the fucking dudes
Cindy
were
Windy.
sending 900s with a mattress on the
Nathan term,
flat
yeah.
bottom.
Yeah.
Like it was a little crazier, and people kind of, I think, just have seen the warriors from the past like take themselves out so bad, and we want to keep riding for as long as possible. Like the new pro prime is like in your 30s.
30s,
like it's,
yeah.
at least for street riding, like which is crazy because when I was younger, I looked at the 30-year-old, I was like, I'll never be. That seemed old.
Yeah.
But I think it's just people are getting smarter and the wisdom's growing. People take gnarly exams, but also doctors and shit are getting better too. And people know physical therapy. Because even like my first big injury when I was 17, they said physical therapy. I'm like, fuck you, and I just totally didn't. The surgery was just a waste of time because I didn't do any of that. Now it's like physical therapy. Okay, like I'm just give me everything you got. Like I'm gonna do all of it. Eat good. Like we're learning a lot. I think we've learned
Yeah.
so much that's changing.
I think the health is a big thing, and like also just like gym, you know, like not maybe,
Gym.
not a lot
People
of
would make fun of people for the gym now.
yeah. It
Oh,
used to
dude,
be
that's
it
Even
used
the
to be
poorest
insane
riders go to the
go
gym because it makes your riding more
Yeah.
fun.
Well, you need to be able to slam, right? Like you need to be able to slam and be okay, and not just crumble. And then it's like if you can slam, that means you can get better, which means you can keep riding and keep trying whatever the thing. So it's like
Yeah.
that's.
I think
that's
a big
really
part of it,
important.
like
True,
a good
true.
part of that question that you're asking is like I could be mistaken, like the core side of it, right? I think we all can relate. Like I think all of us here have the core background. Like we understand, we generally want to be on a bike. Like I would do that before I do anything else. Like I want to feel like I'm constantly progressing if I can. But the state of mind, the way you think about it, it's like the way you approach bike riding is not like I can sit in front of a group of dudes and be like, oh yeah, dude, all I want to do is ride. I don't care about like the jock part of it. And it's like, well, what is the jock part of it? Like the jock part could be like what, taking care of yourself, like making sure that whatever your lifestyle, whether you smoke, you drink, you eat particular foods, like a lot of that goes into it. I think that going to the gym makes you way stronger, but it doesn't make you a better bike rider. But it makes you strong enough to like take a slam, like you said. All those things
Or come
into
back from
play.
injuries
And come back
faster.
from injuries faster, and even stretching. Stretching is the baseline of
Huge.
like injury prevention. It's like
Huge, yeah.
roll your ankles before you actually roll your ankles. Like stretch it, so if you do roll it, it won't be rolled. Now everything isn't preventable, but a lot of stuff that
A lot of things that help.
were overlooked back in the day, and you can't blame them because it's like you just
People used to
it's
not
still
drink
fairly
water.
new. Yeah,
It was cool.
Oh, dude, yeah.
You know?
Tom Dugan, Dr.
Yeah.
Pepper only. That's
it. And
Yeah.
I remember kids at my
Yeah.
skate park copying that because they're like, "That's cool."
Yeah.
And it's like, "Oh shit!" Like, and
Yeah.
I only drink Mountain Dew and shit. Now it's like,
23 flavors though.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of a
warm
difference.
up, hydration. There's so much good
Like
shit.
being a pro though versus being like someone who's just like, oh, I love riding and I want to keep riding. It's like if as soon as something becomes your job, like other people have expectations of you and stuff, and your sponsors and all those obligations and stuff like that. So it's like your mindset. I'm sure you guys feel this. It's like it kind of changes to like, yes, I want to keep riding, and yes, I want to keep doing my best, but I also like there's other people sort of depending on me a little bit too.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it comes with some accountability. So you do all this other stuff so that you can like be at your best on your bike. So that's probably another thing
Yeah.
that might be a little bit different for like your average rider versus like a professional.
Yeah, that's a very.
But that's
very
kind of what his
valid
question was, though, too.
Right.
So it's a good answer for it because it was more about like how's it going to keep going without
Yeah.
people getting super hurt. But I think
Right.
it's going in the opposite direction.
Yeah, I think that. I mean, injuries are definitely part of it. You can never
Yeah.
get away with it. And Dennis is laid up here after filming a video part, essentially, and was
Probably
riding his
itching to
ramps.
ride again. Yeah,
He-
it's like-
it was a nose bond bar over a spine.
Yeah.
I was itching to ride like the
Like-
next day.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
it's like it just doesn't turn off.
Yeah.
Like,
So but it can happen with just random shit. Is like what I'm. So
yeah.
it's
kind of like we were saying earlier. It was like after me hurting myself, it's just like I have the twitch or whatever. It's like, but I still kind of like I just need to do this. Like,
Yeah,
it doesn't.
yeah.
But
Cool. Thank you, Kevin. We'll
Good question. That's a
we'll
deep
move on
question.
from
We
those.
could have a
See if
whole
there's-
podcast on
Yeah,
that
we'll see if there's
question.
another
Yeah.
one or
Yeah,
two at
good
the end,
question.
or
That was
three,
really
or
good.
4 or 7. Sponsorship. We'll try and start moving quick. Ethan, off of Fit, and then there was lots of questions about Colt. So Ethan Courier. I mean, how many years was it? I mean, it was something like 12 at
Like
first.
10 or something, right? What does he say? I think it's 10 years.
10 years. Yeah.
Damn,
That's
decade.
sick. So-
Ethan's
Been there
been
for a
so
while,
good
yeah.
for so long.
And
Done
obviously a super nice message too. Like, thank for everyone involved. Like, it's not on any sort of bad terms or anything like that.
A few different eras of Fit too. You got
Yeah.
Maloof in there.
So obviously still riding, and then
still killing
that
it.
was great.
Dude.
Yeah.
Crank arm god.
Yes,
He
Crank
is,
Arm
man.
God.
Yeah.
Funniest freestyle rapper too.
So we don't really know if he's on Colt, but he's repping it and riding a Colt.
Yeah.
He's definitely riding looks like a DAC frame to me.
Yeah. So
That's
pretty crazy. I mean, who knows? It's still only repping Epic in the profile.
Mysterious. Maybe there's more to come.
But
yeah, change is good.
Yeah. Can be motivating in a lot of ways too. So,
Yeah.
Did we talk about Billy? Whoa,
We've
that
talked
was
about
very
Billy being
quiet.
off volume.
Oh, okay.
What's good, guys? Welcome back.
Wow. So we have talked about this, but just in case we haven't, he's off of volume and he is on We Don't Know.
We don't know yet.
Maybe Mastroni knows, but we're not supposed to say it.
I'm just not sure. I don't want to blow
Yeah.
his stuff up, but he is riding a different bike with like 2-piece bars. And when I hit him up about this, he said he had to drop the news that he was leaving Volume because he's like, "Oh, my bike's gonna give it away. Like people know I'm not riding Volume stuff, even though it is like, kind of like the same color and this and that, but it's like." Different,
People
it's different. People would ask him about it.
That was the one thing I was curious. That does say something though, because I was like, because Watts took over as TM and it's like fast and loose. Maybe Billy didn't fit into the plan, and that's why he's off or something like that. But it sounds like a Billy move. Is the reason why.
Yeah.
So which is
I don't think it has anything to do with those guys, and I think Billy's like super stoked on whatever direction Volume's gonna go.
Yeah.
So,
well, I'm sure. I mean, 1.48 million subscribers. I think he's he'll let people know when he's ready.
Such a G. It's so sick to see him like be that big.
He
got on Volume through like a grassroots video program.
Oh, he talks about this in this video.
Sick,
he literally, it was from the ground up, like not some sort of like YouTube first, and I have a bunch of subs, and then
even the FTL. Like I remember like staying with him at his crib.
His mom's packing orders for him and stuff. Out of his little side room.
Yeah, side room
with like a couple of parakeets in there being all loud.
Yeah.
And then the water park video happened.
Oh yeah.
Is that what blew him up?
I mean, he was already kind of blown up, but that thing was huge, like nuts. Yeah,
I've had random old guys like stop when you're riding and pull over, like, "Hey, you guys know Billy Perry?" Like, it's just like he's so big that he's
that's so sick.
People know him.
This one pretty. I thought not the correct link. There we go.
So Mark
Webb off of Total BMX, which is pretty crazy. I mean, I would just think that like Mark Webb.
I thought he was half owner of it, honestly.
Yeah, it would be like Lifer, one of those ones that it just would just go on forever. But it says in recent times, Mark has been less active on his bike due to various personal reasons. Now eager to devote more time and energy to his other interests. Former world champion, revolutionized park riding.
Yeah, Mark
countless world first tricks, unforgettable park edits.
So progressive.
It seems like it's on good terms, but they also turned off comments, which is always an interesting move. They left them on Facebook, and they were not nice.
Yeah,
but
do people not?
It was like, I mean, I think it was just like, how the fuck is Mark off? Like, like one of those things. But and then when this dropped, I looked at Mark's Instagram, and I didn't see anything. March 1st, so he has not posted anything. Still has Total in the thing. Last I saw, he was like in Dubai with Ryan Taylor.
It says UK Dubai at the top.
Oh yeah. Okay. So
doing car stuff and stuff.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know if we need to go to Ryan Taylor's Instagram, but we don't need to be like CSI agents right now or anything. But
damn, 746, dude. That's high. It's a lot of K.
It's a lot of K.
It's a lot of K right there.
So I do not know, but
and bands ME.
Yeah. But shout out to Mark Webb for all he's done. Like that thing said, it really is like one of those like things. Mark has done so much that he's had an illustrious career. So I don't see Ryan Taylor in there, or not Mark Webb in there anywhere. So Michael would be on Nowhere, and then I just clicked his profile because he had a couple of wild, and I think he's Nowhere Pro. Like they added him to the pro team, so he's been riding the frame and stuff for a good while. I think the one that we were like, where was it?
Does that like motorcycle shit? Too?
Yeah,
that's awesome.
We'll just click through because there's a couple of heavy ones in here. So.
Damn.
Yeah. I'm going to turn on volume for us. And demonetized.
Kind of reminds me of Morgan Wade right there. Like the pink bike.
The pink bike,
lying around the bowl. Yeah. The hair.
Just need a girl band. And the house park lines. Where's the...
Damn.
That was sick.
Hell yeah.
Where's the one?
No.
Maybe go to like back to his like main profile.
Okay.
and go.
Oh,
click on
this
the
one
reel.
right here. It's just pinned. That's what's blowing it. All right.
Yeah, this was insane.
Yeah.
Next level.
Oh yeah,
So
so seeing that. Yeah,
Even
I like
he
he's
looked
so
like-
hyped.
yeah.
That's so
Like,
sick.
damn, that worked that easy.
I love when you see a clip and then the rider's like surprised, like holy shit, I'm riding
Yeah.
away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's insane when you think about this trick.
Denim Cox in there.
There's a strange feature at a skate park, like using it so well.
Couple of actual tries throwing the whip for fun, and I guess it worked out by sheer luck. I was so surprised my feet made it to the pedals. So,
That's so sick.
Hell yeah.
that was sick. So that was going to be in the Instagram section, but he's
Is
on
that
there.
rail clip?
Yeah, that looks insane.
Yeah, it looks like he's flying at something. Bakersfield.
Instagram sizing always.
Bakersfield.
Yeah.
That's what Albert's from.
Is he?
Really?
Oh.
Oh wow.
Oh my god.
That's a hog right there.
Yeah.
Dennis against some spot ideas.
Yeah, he's sick.
Got a
dude.
good toboggan on him.
When I first saw him, it was that chase contest in Houston, and he was
He's so
doing
good.
he was
So
doing
can do a
the
lot of random
nollie
shit.
no-footed bar spin like off of like the 7-foot quarter or something to
man.
flat.
What?
And it was like so film for an edit this year is going to drop this. Never posted this. So looking like a piece of an edit. So we'll watch the whole thing.
Remember when Instagram you had to, the only way you could post is if you like took the picture through Instagram in the very beginning. It's come so far now you can just put an edit on here.
You could hack
Yep.
it for a little while, and I remember being so pissed that like Castillo was like one of the first person that I knew did it, and I was like, dude, that's fucking cheating.
Dude, that was crazy.
Castillo told me one time, he was
That
like,
was crazy.
you should post more. Like, he wasn't doing it out of like the side of like company wise. He was like,
that
telling
was
me
a crazy line.
He's so sick. Dude.
Are
Yeah,
we able to? We have to go all the way through that, don't we?
No, you should.
No, I
They
think
made
you
it
can-
scroll
if
back.
you-
Click on it.
If you go down, you can like scroll over if it's posted as a reel.
No, I don't.
No.
I don't know. Yeah, I get nothing.
I remember when Instagram first, like 2013, when like I think
That was a crazy line.
Colt was one of the first companies posting Instagram videos, like, and I just remember seeing that and being like, ooh, like this is about to change a lot.
If you could,
Yeah.
I don't know if I would assume it's still on there because I don't know anybody that would actually delete it. But the ride Instagram, the first one is like a dude painted gold on the beach, and like he's just like, I was like, oh, you can film videos now.
And
And
you
I was
just-
like, just that was what was in front of me. And
Yeah.
it's like, I was like,
It wasn't what's his name who did the gap to rail
Oh.
with the gold. No,
no.
you know what I'm talking about?
What's his name?
Devin Denham.
Devin Denham. Yeah.
Yeah, gap to rail naked with member with
never
a
saw
gold with a
that.
gold member.
No, I never
Yeah.
saw that.
You know, it's fun. Since we're on the news section, I heard that Denham actually broke his ankle on the swamp rail. I didn't realize that.
Denim Cox.
Yeah, Denham. Oh, you said
I
Devin
said
Denham.
Devin Denham,
Oh, yeah.
different Denham.
All right. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You said naked. I don't know. Gap to rail. I just.
I've never seen Denim Cox naked, but it wouldn't be that much of a stretch. Denim's cock.
Only you.
All right. Preston Oakert gets the bump to pro for Colt.
Cock. That was so many good wordplay right there. That's a sick
Love.
photo.
Yeah.
Well
Wait,
deserved.
oh, he's right here. I
Well
was like,
deserved for this.
that's crazy. Waiting for the signature.
Yeah, this was awesome. They
Yeah.
did it right too. Dropped his video, had a party. This
Yeah.
was at that big thing, right?
That was at this. It's in the events that happened, but we can jump around just a little bit. There's a video. So this is where they debuted Dakota's To Be Continued part, and then snuck up on Preston with the pro announcement. They had, I mean, I guess we're
Look at all this cool shit.
yeah.
I like this. BMXers. That's another cool thing with like a lot of BMXers growing in age too. You can do something like this where this guy owns a pizza restaurant, this guy does tattoos,
Yeah.
this guy
Yeah.
does screen printing, this
Yeah.
guy does art. Like it's an aging sport now. It's not just a bunch of little kids.
But I did bring my kid. I brought my kid, and he was like, I felt like he was making core memories. It was so sick.
wow.
Because the videos were playing, and he was like front and center, and I was out like shooting photos and doing some social stuff, and he just was like locked in.
Just absorbing.
I watched every single video,
Hell yeah.
beginning
So
to end.
cool to take a little kid to something like this.
So shout out to Colt for putting this together, and there's Bert.
Yeah.
Bakersfield Burt.
Bakersfield Burt.
I think the photographers are like selling some prints.
Yeah,
too, right?
I mean that is funny. Like that Passaic, you could see it right there. Edwin, the Passaic Rail Manual. Z was selling the print for $15. I was like, Z, what are you doing?
Speedy.
Like you only have one. Like there's 150 people here, and 150 people would have bought that for $15.
Yeah, I would charge like 100 at least.
Yeah, I mean,
Losey's. I think we were talking about that before, but yeah, Losey's.
Yeah.
Put them on eBay, and people are paying $500 for the rooftop photo.
I hered some crazy shit about a van bike. Like one of Van's bikes is a dude.
Oh, Van Homan.
Yeah,
right.
Dude paid like fucking. I want to say like $15,000.
I mean, it's shit.
Yeah, and it
Collector
was like
shit though.
That's great.
And it was one of Van's bikes, and then he was going around saying $20K. And then somebody else had like a slightly beat up one, and he paid like $10K or $15K or something.
It's
that.
Van Homan selling it, or someone who has this
somebody
bike?
else that has his bike.
I was gonna say
they better split it with Van.
Yeah, I was gonna. Some of that money should go to Van Homan.
But shout out to Preston. Long time coming. Obviously, I've heard rumblings of this for a while. Just looking for the right time. So
that's so sick.
He's super sick to watch ride. Still getting better, which is like exciting to watch. You know?
Yeah.
Oh man. Got filthy. He's like, thanks, guys. Covered in cake.
It's like I wore my good kit.
Yeah.
Now it's covered in pie and beer.
Yeah, what a cool event. I love this. Didn't go, but it looked really fucking sweet. I love
there he
is.
Right there.
There he is.
There he was enjoying the photo show, enjoying the photo of Watts' balls.
Yeah, I saw that. Just like, all right.
Yeah. He's got the Monticule hat on. They hooked him up, and he was loving it. So
That's so sick.
Cool inside the shipping container too. It's like very aesthetically good for what it is.
Super cool. And
Preston
then
on Pro. I like to. Excited.
And then so he had a video premiere that night as well.
His video's not out.
It's not out yet.
Oh,
yeah, it's not out. Yeah. So that is coming. Look for that soon. And then I guess we should, since we're kind of talking about it, we should jump to Dakota. Deep breath. I want to make sure what these time codes are. Hanger line. Yeah, okay. We're not watching the crash. Cannot watch.
It was hard to see that. But I've watched the video several times up until that point, but I stop at the crash every time. So I don't want to see.
Yeah.
I don't want to see that. Like him struggling to get up.
So, if you're not aware.
That was cool.
Dakota took a very hard fall, essentially exploded his back for all intensive purposes. Couldn't feel his legs immediately after the crash.
And pretty soon after this podcast drops, the whole DAC podcast is going to drop too.
Yes, we're going to do a DAC podcast. It's Sunday night right now. DAC is going to be here on Tuesday night.
So they'll be back to back. So you're going to learn.
Yeah, we'll do
with that.
We'll do the DAC. I'll get the DAC podcast edited for next week, and then we have Jay and Calvin, and then we have Carl Immers. So we got a bunch in the bag right now, which feels kind of nice actually. So this clip was amazing.
Sick.
So sick.
Drew Haas and Finer Things just grinded over two of them, but I haven't seen anybody ride that since then.
Is that a Long Beach spot?
No, it's like somewhere out in like like Riverside or something.
It looks like it's at a skate park for some reason.
Yeah.
It might be actually, but
I don't think it is.
That back tire slide to wall ride was cool. I've never seen anybody do that. That's like kind of a new thing.
He just find a way to just do the sickest stuff, man. It's like
he's got the best
big,
eye.
small. He's like he just figured it out.
I could watch this all day.
Yeah.
Also, like DAC riding to Morrissey is pretty sick. It's like kind of a choice you wouldn't think.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know who picked it, but like it's definitely works well.
What a line!
Yeah.
This was sick.
So nasty.
So good.
Seeley's like the only one who really I've really seen
Seeley,
do that. Turn down to Smith.
And that's the thing.
Yeah, we can stop it.
We're here. Yeah. So there's the fall.
You haven't watched past the fall, like the
No. I've watched the whole thing, and
one time. Yeah, you watch one thing the whole time, and then you hit the L button, and it skips ahead until you're ready.
Yeah.
So basically,
well, Vish did a great job with this whole part of it too, like the graphics and like how Dak's talking and explaining everything. And it's very, very well put together, and everybody needs to watch. It's a mandatory watch.
Yes, 100%.
Sure.
And so Dakota kept it pretty well under wraps. It's funny because we actually immediately after it happened, I think we had to refilm the beginning of the news, we didn't refilm it, but we edited it out, and then I fixed the screen because in the news portion I had Dak hurt, and that was it. But I didn't say anything crazy. It just said Dak hurt, and Dennis was like, "Yo, you got to remove that," because when I wrote it, I didn't realize that it was like keeping it on wraps. So pretty.
It was super heavy too because
we
were doing a podcast with Garrett. He maybe sitting on the news one or something, and we were on the front yard, and Garrett was like, I was like, "What's up with him?" Like I could see there was something like behind his eyes, and he's like, "Did you guys hear about Dak?" And I was like, "What?" And he got the text like in a cinema group message, and he was like, "Dude, there's like paralyzed in the text," and and it made like we were all just like, "What the fuck." So seeing how far he's come and where he's at, like, dude, he's gonna be fine. He's like he's already being a dad, like he's on it. I was just hanging out with him 2 days ago, and he was like, you wouldn't know he had an injury.
If the video
so where he's at now is so fucking sick. But
That's
great.
that
night when Garrett said that to me and Fudger, we're just like, what happened to Dak? Because he just got a text from him to send him a message, and I was like, dude, no, I did not hear about that. So scary to see anyone go down like that, but someone that like means that much to all of us, like that was scary.
Yeah. Glad he's on the up and up.
And it's cool to make a documentary about it to show the shit, like he's always filming, so might as well make us show the people this shit too.
It kind of goes into that question that the guy asked earlier, and it's like, case in point, you yourself as well. It's like, yep.
So obviously Dakota podcast next week. So
catch up on all that.
Jump into that. All crazy.
That's
going to be a heavy one for sure. So, Nick Bruce, Pump Tracks USA. Pump Tracks have been game changer. So, I'd be psyched to be sponsored by Pump Track.
Pump Track USA.
Yeah.
It's a company that builds pump tracks all over?
Yeah, I guess.
Fuck yeah.
I know there's like that Velospart one and stuff like that. It's such a cool thing for a city to have.
They're everywhere now. It's like, it seems like it makes more sense for cities to build the pump tracks than skate parks almost, because it's like anybody can ride a pump track.
Yeah, skaters seem to love them too.
Skaters love them, but it's like, children to like dudes in their 60s with like nice mountain bikes, they all love the pump track. So it kind of makes a lot of sense.
So we have K-Rob Jr.
He's been killing it.
He didn't do any sort of formal announcement, but I saw like a helmet thing that he's on Monster Army. So it's cool to see him kind of like get that path, because there is those dudes like
really
the Bryce
nice
Tryon and stuff like that have like actually gone from Army to riding for Monster and stuff like that. So, and Baker, I guess, too.
A lot.
Yeah. So he's been killing it.
Killing it. 1080s and stuff.
Double flip.
Yeah.
So the Stoke right there was sick.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh my God.
That looked like.
Yeah. What a little savage.
Got out of that. Yeah.
Yeah, he shook that one off.
He did. Nice. He got it. Oh wow. Hell yeah.
So
that was
super cool to see.
The front foot way. That's pretty sick. Like,
super
being
sick.
able to do 720 lookbacks.
You got to say this name. Mastroni. Yeah.
I gotta say it.
Yeah,
I don't know if I can pronounce that correctly. Vavara Vermichuk.
I'll take it.
Russia on Fiend. I was looking at her Instagram. She's
so good.
She's a shredder.
She's so good.
Fiend's first female, I think.
Getting on Fiend, and that says something. The fact.
Look at it, dude.
Man,
she's sick.
It's like the rollouts has always been a giveaway.
Yeah,
like for me, to be completely transparent, I think like street is, whether it's like at a skate park or anything, but anything bunny hopping and grinding, it's like it's hard because it's all resistance. It's not a ramp like that helps
nollie cab
give you momentum, but to see this and how tech she is, pretty unreal.
Pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Well, shout out to Vivara.
Shout out to Vivara.
Girl Combat Contest. Oh, Street Culture Mag. This is a Instagram that does a lot too. They do a lot of underground video contest stuff. So, Benny Abeda,
Dan Benny off of Shadow and Sabrosa.
Dang.
Definitely.
Damn.
Didn't really see that
Damn,
comment.
Benny.
Damn.
So we obviously have the podcast, and we kind of talked about Shadow and Sabrosa a bit, and then they went on the trip to Miami, and then kind of came back, and they were off. So, but hopefully Benny has something going on, but who knows? Not us. I actually don't know. But
I really enjoyed that last video.
the video is crazy. Yeah.
Talented.
They're free agent.
Yeah.
I was talking to Benny on the phone for a while about it, and it just kind of, I mean, they can tell you if we ever do another podcast again, but it was just kind of not feeling it and wasn't really expecting to leave, I don't think, but it was kind of just after that Miami trip, Benny was over it and just separate ways.
Heads butted.
Free agent. Yeah. Heads butted. Yeah. I just think it was just,
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Sound just like, just wanted to do different things. Already kind of
sometimes it's time for a change.
Yeah.
Change. Yeah.
Events that happened, USA BMX in La Quinta. I don't think there's a time code on here, but shout out to Nutty for sending this over because I blew it last month on some stuff.
That is such a sick park.
I think Garrett was judged this.
I just saw Tony Ennis in the background at a judging table.
That's pretty funny.
Scores must have been perfect. She kills it too.
Is that a Jake Seeley frame? It is.
Nice.
That Bethany girl's sick.
Yeah.
I think she's only like 15.
Shreds.
She's young.
I met her at Woodward when I was there with GT a while back, and she was just like super quiet, but like just shred. Could do everything. It's like, oh, you can truck, you can do all this stuff. Just like, yeah. It's like quiet, just like okay. And then now just seeing her blow up, and it's like, oh, you're that's you. That was you. I saw. So
I mean, how incredible is this?
Look at this girl.
Yeah.
Is it all
So sick.
girls contest or
It's just kids. So
kids
a
contest.
lot of it's kids. So it's crazy to see this stuff. I mean, there's like an old guy group and stuff like that, but
no? These USA contests are awesome.
That switch whip was sick.
So full highlights from this will be in the description. I think the next one, since we're on this, is this coming weekend. I think it's in Texas or something. Grand Prairie, Texas. So
they go all over the country.
They're all over, and they do the video contest things that like Kaczynski talks about with like full results, like John Rogers, that old standard rider, John Rogers. So they do a lot of stuff.
that's sick.
Yeah. More than I keep up with. And we haven't done those Carlson updates in a very long time. Carlson's
Get back out here, Kyle.
yeah. Visual photo shoots we talked about. The Middle of Nowhere Jam went down yesterday, I think. And
Dude,
Big
this
Daddy's
clip so
been back.
wild.
Yeah.
It's so wild.
What the fuck? This was crazy.
Oh my god, dude.
I think he won a medal for
So
like
good to
best
see him
crash or
back.
something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
He's in the kitchen.
And it's like
Kitchen,
his
dude.
steez is super modern now. Like came back with a better steez. He used to have I feel like always crazy looking bikes.
Yeah.
And stuff. Now
Yeah.
it's like damn, got it looking chrome bars, all red frame.
He's always done the sickest, most just interesting stuff that only he would see. Like I'm gonna one-handed ice this rail.
Yeah.
Like nobody else. Or like
So sick.
dustering the craziest shit, 180 backwards duster.
Yeah, it's good to see him. Look, he's doing that shit still.
Yeah.
He's going crazy.
Corey Martinez comment: "You def cooking in the kitchen."
Nice.
We've been helping. There's a dude, Justin Schwanke, if I'm not saying it.
Justin Schwenke is how you pronounce
Weird and
it.
revered. Sorry,
Yeah.
I haven't said your last name out loud in a long time. So
Schwenke.
we have been supporting like a series of documentaries that he was working on. This is literally like
Bespoke.
Project Spoke.
Project Spoke.
Yeah. No relation to Project X. But
Different project.
yeah.
Projects.
But since like before COVID, like COVID kind of ruined it for him for a while, and then he's on the final edges of being finished with like 7 documentaries, like a Big Daddy documentary, a Matt Berenger documentary, a documentary on women, documentary on South American riders, documentary on Steve Woodward. So, and there's another one with a dude who's substance abuse, focus on substance abuse. So he has been killing it. I've seen like most of them. I think 5 of them so far, including the Big Daddy one. And he's got some changes to do and figure out the monolithic rollout of them and all that stuff. But something super cool to watch out for in the coming months.
Yeah,
so,
he's a sick dude.
Yeah,
he's always done cool stuff and had a different approach. So
yeah,
definitely. Yeah, look out for that.
8 documentaries basically. I think in the end they're all 20-30 minutes long.
I think he got like a grant because he's from Canada, and I think he got like a government grant to like do this stuff. So he kind of like went about it like completely unlike any other BMX rider would. Like this is a legit project. I'm gonna try to like get funding for this, and he did.
So
super sick.
Yeah. I think in the end, like I wish he would have like done like half of the documentaries, because it's been such a crazy, I had a call with him last week, and I'm like, just that last 10%, man, you got to put as much effort as the previous 90. Like the last 10% is hard. Like you put in so much effort right now. Like don't try and rush the end for something. Like, you gotta like. We're 5 years in right now. Let's not worry about it.
Get it done right.
Yeah. So if it doesn't come out this year, it doesn't.
Sure. Yeah. I'm gonna be smacking in this mic.
But yeah, something to look out for. They are super cool. They've all been great thus far. So, and then events that are coming. Cash Up series are announced. They have an Instagram. This is on my personal account, so I don't follow everything because it's redundant. So just so you guys know, we follow a lot.
Did this kind of go away for a while and come back?
No, it was just last year. That was the first year, and then so I think here we go. So Hammer and Nails Fest with Felix on the 24th and 25th.
Oh, I remember that.
Mayhem in Amsterdam with Emil Bauman and Bounty Hunters June 1st. Copenhagen Street Jam with Gade BMX June 14th and 15th. BMX Day in San Diego with us on July 20th. It's a Saturday this year, which is great.
What was it last year?
Friday, I think.
Really?
Or Sun? No. Oh no, we didn't do it. No, I don't know. It was a leap year, so I don't know how I should.
These are so sick.
They are. But and then a 5th stop, Brisbane, Australia with Boyd Hilder and Lux BMX on 23rd of November. And then I'm trying to manifest right now. But is that Diego right there?
It is Diego.
Yeah, that was sick. I didn't know who he was at that point.
He's done
I was like, this is sick. Like
he's done a lot. Yeah. We just drove by that rail too. That kink rail.
I kind of just put that together. That was Diego. So
these are fucking sick.
I'm trying to manifest Austin Augie to do a Dawn of the Streets. And get Monster to go on board with that because he didn't do one last year.
Last year was the
and
first
he
year
wants
he
to.
didn't do it, right?
He is Austin's down, and he was like, "Oh, it'd be sick. Like I could do the 5K. Like it'd be sick if we could do 10K for the winner take all, and it'll be the last one." So
be heavy.
Put it out in the world. Manifest it. Those who know, I know at least one person, 2 people actually that listen to the podcast that are in control of that.
Yeah.
So make it happen. But yeah, so super cool. As you guys know, these are all jams that happen anyways, and Monster basically just comes in with the cash up style thing and then just gives 5K for us to do whatever we want. We could do a winner take all, I don't know, but I did like $1,000 a spot or something last year.
Sick.
So super cool. Looking forward to it. I think we're going to have Grant go to Hammer and Nails and Amsterdam. I think I'm going to Copenhagen, and then obviously I'll be in San Diego, and then who knows about Australia. So will be cool. You want to go to Copenhagen?
Why not?
I love just asking him because it's like there's no real reason. It could be like you're like looks awesome. No.
I've always wanted to go to Copenhagen, but
it looks amazing. The jam last year looks great. You want to go?
We'll see.
All right, ticket wasn't too much.
Okay.
I could put in a word right now on the podcast.
When is
Let's
it?
get a ticket for a demo too. Manifest that.
Yes.
Crap.
Go back. That is AK is so
June
funny,
14th and 15th.
I won't this year. I won't be able to.
All right, fine.
Thanks though.
All right, I tried.
You invited everyone but Mastroni.
I'll go film it.
Yeah.
What the hell?
You can go to. You want to go to Australia?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yes.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Damn.
You can go to Australia.
Hey,
Sick.
Because
Wait a second.
I'll be done
I
traveling.
gotta choose. I'm here. No, okay.
Well, you said you always wanted to go to Copenhagen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not sweating it.
Um,
It'll come eventually, maybe not.
Maybe.
Might be the
Grindworks.
opportunity right there.
Yeah,
Grindworks BMX Summer Series. Another I guess
Dude,
not,
there's so
not
much
just
stuff
3
happening,
jams,
and
but
it's so sick.
shout out to them for. Look at all these jams. 2 in May, 4 in June, 2 in July, 2 in August. So skate park jam, trails jam. They're gonna jam some buffaloes there. Another skate park, street jam. So something for everybody. So
Wow.
link in
Super
the
sick.
description for this.
A lot of work.
yeah.
And then USA BMX we already talked about. Feast we kind of already talked about. I kind of just copy pasted stuff from last month. But Feast is going down on the 8th or the 12th. We don't have anybody going there. So I don't know. Maybe somebody, if you're in vicinity and want to film it. I don't know. But
That shit could get documented really well.
yeah, it's a lot of work.
It's a lot, but
That's
you
the
could-
only thing.
I feel like a Thrasher style, like just jamming into 15-minute bangers
Yeah,
would
yeah,
be
that'd be
something
cool.
people would be super hyped to see because it gets kind of pulled apart so bad you kind of don't really know what to watch. You
Yeah.
know? But if you do like, damn, watch this.
I like it. We do the raw cuts and then we kind of do the best of for that
Yeah.
stuff. And I feel like it's cool to do that, but you keep it under 10 minutes or something. But
I was just saying in general, but
yeah, yeah,
doesn't have to be
yeah.
RBMX. Just could be done really well if you just. But it's still a lot of filming.
The long format is cool though, like a Swamp
It is.
Fest. It's like I didn't go to Swamp Fest this year, but I felt like I went. I
Yeah,
saw
That's
everything
like I try
from
not to,
3 angles.
I feel like the chaos aspect of it is so everywhere and it's so like literally everywhere. So if I'm filming over here, there's 3 other wild things happening. So you're never
Yeah.
going to capture all of it. So I just stick to the bike riding. Just over film the bike riding basically. And then
Yeah.
all the mayhem just filters out on social media. So, Menlo Jam and Swap Meet, I believe Menlo Park, California. I do not know where that is.
That's cool. With a
But-
swap meet.
Yeah, Swap Meet. Kobe Hudson is the guy in charge of that. So, shout out to Kobe for sending that over.
That's a good dude right there.
Yeah,
I think it's up in NorCal then, because he's
yeah,
up there.
SF. So,
Yeah, that's sick. Hell yeah, Kobe.
what were the dates on that? I blanked on it. It's probably on the spreadsheet. May 25th, and then Pond Fest, Muller's Dirt Jam. It's going down on June 14th. Same day as one of the cash ups.
Has he really ever announced him like how this one's being announced? Don't they normally kind of just like
He posts
kinda
it.
know
He
that?
posts it, and then he's like, "If you want to know where it's at, you have to hit me up or something." Because he doesn't like put the address out.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think that you have to reach out to him in some aspect. But
kind of have to know somebody. Still.
yeah,
He doesn't want everybody like.
But I mean, there's
rocking up at his house.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's hundreds of people there.
Yeah.
So and it's not really I don't think it's at his house. Like
It's his
Yeah.
property. No,
it's his
Yeah.
property, but it's not like out his.
think
It's not in his backyard. You know,
Right.
Like, it's so I think he has a bunch of property out there and all that. So, discussed already. X Games Ventura going down on the 27th, and that is just one date. Obviously, I don't know.
And they're
It's
not
like-
doing the Rincon style event. Just found that out. Fucking
Dang.
sucks.
Yeah.
They're not. It's just they're keeping everything in Ventura this year.
But they're not. Are they doing the Mega Park
Don't think so.
Duolo?
What about the real BMX video?
I don't think so.
No.
I would love to see that come back, Stu.
But I did. So
Yeah,
talking
he's
to him
well
though, it
set.
was like that's negative, but in the positive note, they were like everything's kind of on the up and up with X Games, so they
That's
just want to bring it back, do that, and they're like, we want to kind of do more because not make it super just seasonal. So like these off events don't have to be around the same weekend. They're like, maybe we'll do these, like
That
cut
is
them
smart.
up.
That is
Winter.
actually smart because
yeah,
Well, then you
stretched
got
out.
snowboarding here, or they got the winter everything, and then the summer everything. But like, you could do the Rincon in the middle of both those. And
Sure.
that-
I mean, you think of January to June, there's nothing.
that was the
right?
positive thing that the
Yeah.
guy at X Games told me. So I was like,
That
that's
makes
cool.
a lot of
like,
sense.
They just
Yeah.
want to
It
build
makes-
this
it does.
one thing, like super focused summer X Games, how it used to be.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the off events maybe can be.
I mean, think about
side months. Or
think about how
months.
stretched they were last year.
It
too,
is
because
crazy.
it was like
It is.
it was
Those guys are
Sunday.
running around
Sunday
so
was
much.
the real events, and then Monday was the event at Elliot's house.
Yeah, that is
which
crazy.
they hid and said that it didn't ever actually happen. Like Ryan Williams, like
a gold medal, and they were like, delete that. What are you doing? It doesn't come out until Thursday or something like that.
Yeah,
and so it was like, so then they had to hide it, and they chuck everything up to Ventura for the rest of the week. Like, it's got to be stressful. So
that makes sense.
So
it sucks, but there was a positive side to it.
Yeah.
Where they're like, no, we love it, and it's good. It's just like we have to just Ventura it up.
Well, I guess a good point about that too is like they're bringing the women BMX like medal in there too. So it's like maybe this can also shed more light and bring more people there to watch it, because like there are other events that's happening. You'll look for those whenever it happens, but like you said, on a positive note, it's like they're bringing everything together.
Yeah, those are all televised events, anyways. Like that's what they want. They want to make sure Ventura's more, because even last year it was really big and did really well, but they didn't have the bleachers set up right. You know, it was like. I don't think they thought it was going to be that sick.
When they,
but it was. It was.
I watched it. Like, that looks sick.
Yeah, there was like festival vibes, like people sprawling out into the parking lot instead of like going up in the bleachers. So they're like, we're going to make this like the live thing. And then the other things are all TV, so it's like that doesn't really have to cater around the same Thursday right before.
Yeah. I think when you can focus, when you have a crew and you start dividing manpower, essentially it makes the main event suffer.
And people get exhausted too, because they're running around from Ventura down to Escondido.
I was
that's a lot.
Covering it.
Ventura and Escondido and Elliot Sloan's house, that shit is not close.
No. I was definitely happy when it was like X Games Ventura, June, and BMX Day. You know, like because last year it was the day the street event was the day after the jam.
That shit was crazy. That was a fun 10 days or whatever. Though.
It's wild.
Yeah, Nathan was doing the fucking Rainbow Ledge and then had to go ride Rincon the next day, which is insane.
Like, pretty wild.
Yeah. All right. So discussed already, BMX Day is on 7/20 this year. This has nothing to do with our BMX Day jam, but BMX
is it
Day,
our or our?
I just said it wrong.
Shout out to Al
BMX.
Shout
but it has nothing to do with our.
Hear me out.
Our BMX.
Our BMX.
Shout out to our Mercado.
Where's the eyeball?
Our Mercado.
That's my fidget spinner now. Look at that thing.
That looks crazy.
God.
That's so
Carl's
sick.
podcast was sick. Like his entire outlook was was insane. So I tried to figure out how to put that on the wall in the little organic.
I think just leave it as a fidget spinner for a while until you figure that out. It's perfect. Just float around.
Throw it on there next to the dreadlock.
I've held it for like 30, 40 minutes.
It's insane. So BMX Day is on 7/20. If you ever have to ask yourself why 7/20, it's because 360 is not a real day. So that's the joke.
Makes sense.
So, so we have this Instagram account. You can send your flyer, and we will repost it whenever Albert checks the DMs. And that's pretty much it. You can download the graphic right here from probably from last year, which we also need to update. But 7/20 this year,
sick.
Throw a fucking jam. Do something for your scene. Doesn't need to be anything crazy. Get fucking 15 of your dudes and go out and do something. Doesn't really matter.
Source guaranteed sponsored jams?
Yes.
Greasy said that.
That is true. Yeah.
Guaranteed sponsor.
Yeah. Email. Literally Source has like a package that they will, if you want to throw a jam and they're looking for you to,
dude, that's incredible.
Sponsors for it. Just
take advantage.
Hit them up. So it's in here somewhere.
And Fudger said he's got their back with RBMX.
Yeah. I sent a package to Kobe. Like for his jam
sweet.
too. Like
Two
if
guaranteed
you
sponsors.
email me, like I'm gonna put something.
I wish I had known that. Like I hit up like Animal sent a package to like there's a jam going on in Pensacola, Florida, I think in like beginning of May.
Mm-hmm.
And Animal sent that one, but like knowing that now, I'm sure if like if anybody's watching this, like listen, try it out.
It's not gonna be anything crazy, but like I'm gonna give you a shitload of stickers and some shirts and some hats and whatever else I have laying around.
Yeah.
So
anything works.
Yeah. Let's see if I can find it real quick. Brands stock event support.
Creasy will send Kevin Peraza.
Yeah.
To your jam.
Source goes a little bigger. They
do they have a little video with Daryl?
Here, lifetime BMX rider from Brooklyn, New York, and I'm here at The Source. For the last 16 years, The Source has been sponsoring and supporting all types of BMX events, from grassroots events all the way up to our massive Battle of Hastings BMX Pro event. We feel so much of BMX is about doing it yourself and being a part of your scene. That's why we always get behind as many BMX events as possible. If you've been thinking about putting on your own event, or if you've been putting on your own event for the last 10 years, we want to hear from you. Log on to our website, sourcebmx.com/event support, where you can enter in all the information about what you got going on. We'll get back to you and we'll be able to provide you event support. Yeah, it's that simple. We want to be a part of your event. We want to help, support, and hold you up as you build your scene, as you make it grow,
So
and you
great.
get behind the other riders out there.
Box
Make
shows
your
up and
scene
then
awesome.
Daryl pops
Get
out and
behind
kills
it
you.
and
Send
make it
Daryl.
happen.
Oh my God, you get Daryl's an announcer.
Oh,
Every
wasn't
box
good
should
twice.
have a
But
pair
I
of
mean,
those shorts that he wears.
yeah, right. But yeah, I mean that is. I mean that we don't have to do a Source commercial anymore because that was it. It just rolled in perfectly. But that is true. 100%. That is a real thing. And shout out to Source for
Source
sponsoring
is
the
the
podcast.
shit. Yeah, that's incredible.
And hit me up too. I will do my best. And what else? Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's it. So BMX Day 720. We have BMX Cologne, which is formerly the World's.
Oh, the World is coming back.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So
that went away for a
40th
while.
anniversary. I don't know.
This was like the first big thing I went to as a kid, and it was insane.
Cool.
I remember that. That was crazy.
Such a cool.
Oh my God, that was wild.
Jack Clark.
Was that old? That was baby Felix right there, I think.
Bowl. I wonder what they're gonna do for Bowl, because they just showed a bowl that is not in Cologne. They're gonna build a wooden one, or
I don't know.
Regardless,
So August 23rd and 24th.
That used to be like one of the biggest things of the year.
Yeah, yeah. Shout out to Stefan Pranel.
Fucking hey, everything's coming back.
Super cool.
Terry Adams says Flatland. I think they used to do it. I think they did everything.
They probably did, huh? Email Stefan. We want, but we have no sponsors for Flatland. It's a miracle we make it. Thanks to Northport. Yeah, so. It's crazy. They're giving them like real responses.
Yeah.
Nice of them.
Well, when somebody like that comments, you kind of have to.
Yeah. So yeah, shout out to Stefan and his whole crew. Stefan Pranel was a lifer. I was gonna say some history and then I'll be wrong, and then I just better to shut up.
People come at you like, that's not right.
Radshare Royal Rumble, August 31st. Who will take the concrete crown? So
something new, Sam Stoke, fun for everyone.
So super cool. Not doing the old one jump sender. I think
that was
anymore.
wild.
Yeah,
I got to experience I think the first year they had it.
Yeah,
it was pretty sick.
Yeah,
it
really looked crazy.
I love seeing Julian jump that thing.
Yeah.
So
I mean, that was
sick.
like the moment of the year.
Yeah, that was incredible. So is that a concrete part?
I'm actually gonna follow Radshare from my personal account. Early 2000s Ranch Jam, September 27th to 28th, Doug Spur, Virginia. This one looks super cool with the old, like the Brandon Jorez Midwest sub rail,
the hitching post.
Ken Atencio came out and did a fucking Superman seat grab.
That was so sick.
Looks amazing.
And a 3-flip over a tabletop. So super cool. Shout out to James. And early 2000s. You got a banner? Look at him.
If you don't follow early 2000s BMX, you absolutely should.
Dennis, we're pinned at the
great
top.
follow.
Fuck yeah.
It is a great follow.
I love early 2000s.
I think
one of the best Instagram accounts, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I feel like he spawned like the like
our generation.
Yeah.
Of like,
They're
just like, yes, this again.
Yeah, tape lords and like,
Yep.
you know, like the whole like whatever, like breakless BMX or break BMX and all that stuff. Like these like theme accounts. I feel like he kicked it off. So, and James, I hung out with him at Swamp Fest, and he is like full BMX nerd. Like, like
that's sick.
Encyclopedia of literally that era. It's pretty funny. And he's bouncing stuff off me like for confirmation. Like he's like,
you follow me?
Yeah. He's like, did Steve McCann do a triple whip at, you know, like,
because you were, you're probably there.
That's why I'm like, I don't know, dude. Like, so pretty funny.
He knows more than you.
Dennis, on to the video section. Skip. First one. Yeah, we did a podcast on that, but obviously that happened this month.
Great video.
Yeah, literally. Oh, did you write that? Because
Yes.
that was like super cool. I was like, that was completely on brand right there.
Yeah,
Gotta mention
it.
it.
I watched your show. We gotta mention it.
Mastroni is good at this.
Dude, move to San Diego.
Been talking about it.
Have you? It is nice.
So Callan Stibbard's Raw BMX. We actually did talk about this briefly in the Calvin and Jay podcast, but we didn't watch it.
I'm sure you guys talked about this at some point before, but this is just, and this is old. But seeing this again is like, dude, he did it. His crank arm couldn't take it. He landed it perfectly.
It's not even a safe giant biggest rail ever.
No, it's those logs on the side.
The pole, if he leaned over a little bit too far. It's
scary biggest rail ever done. Like it's not.
What was the old Big Daddy phrase where he was like, I need a bike for every rail or something. Like I need a bike for every session, and it was like he need a bike for every attempt.
Yeah, look at the other rail.
If he was doing right side, it'd be not as dangerous.
Yeah,
like he's doing the fucking death side. If you come off to the left, you're gonna die.
What is really interesting about this is how nonchalant he is. Like, obviously, I'm sure he's scared, just like anybody would be up at the top of that
still
thing.
Holding his heart like 5 minutes later.
But he's just afterwards. He's just kind of walking up the stairs, like smoking a cigarette. Like, he's
look at that. Yeah,
such an underrated rider, dude. He deserves a lot more credit. I don't know. He's just one of those crazy dudes.
What's going on, dude? What is going on?
Everybody's like bewildered. Like
everyone, because it is like, what the hell? What's he trying?
God. It's like there's a lot of time in between each attempt.
Yeah, he's chill. He's just like all true. My
like so he doesn't catch stairs at all. He does it, and his crank arm just totally explodes.
Does he? Catch stairs?
I don't.
Just a couple.
You thought he caught? Okay, I don't know. From that angle, I guess.
I mean, after 3 attempts, it's like, dude, the amount of knee wobbles on this, like the balance checks.
Correcting, yeah.
The speed, probably going 30 miles an hour, 40 miles an hour, maybe at the bottom, maybe faster.
Rolling. That's so wild.
He's going fast.
Put like a fund together to get him back out here to try that again.
Fuck no.
Just tear out those things.
I want nothing to do with it.
I know, that's why I said it. You caught some flack for that, so I was like, that'd be funny.
Oh yeah. So, and there's more.
He's so good.
He is,
dude. He really is. So, 8 minutes of that, rider. And then Super Calvin's YouTube channel has actually 34K.
He's monetized.
He's monetized, folks. We found that
Calvin.
out. DAC to be continued. We talked about that a little bit. More to come. 120 Tyler Hanisch.
This kid's sick. Just kind of a short and sweet thing. And this kid, I don't know how old he is, but he's super talented. Like, looks good on a bike. Has good taste and stuff to do. Good style. Good bike control. Have you guys seen much from this kid before this?
No.
It depends on. It's hard when it's like all of a sudden you have an Instagram name and then you have a video part.
That was dope.
You know what I mean? Like you may recognize him, but his Instagram name is OGCVMX 42069 or something like that. But yeah, kills it.
It's good. Just
BSD. If Grant's hooking you up.
Yep,
he's got a good eye for what makes riders special. So
keep going, dude.
In all categories too. So, 110, 130, 230. Trying to be good about these time codes.
This was a part of the visuals show too, right?
Yeah.
So Big Salad made this. I think,
and I guess it was over like 7 days. Yeah, these clips were sick.
Dude, look at that spot.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was like 7 days, and they kind of held on to a clip or two each. So.
What would you try there, Demarcus?
I would try to stay at the bottom and watch everybody else ride it.
That's like a good, like if that was built at a skate park, you'd be like, well done, skate park builders.
Yeah. They just like a cool feature.
Yeah.
That spot too.
What in the world?
Yeah, that thing looks sick.
That is really sick.
Dude, the Australians have good tail whips.
Yeah, I was thinking that too when they did just
tail whip.
He was deep underneath it too on the whip down the stairs.
Like, look at that.
Yeah, that was sick.
Steezy.
Magnets. Dude.
Speaking of, did you see the Sexton whip?
Yeah, I saw it. He had a straight cable.
He did it on Daryl's bike. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, was it that Burn Slow trip or something that they did? Yeah. Okay.
No, I think it was like Devin's bachelor party or something.
Oh,
wasn't it? Like
yeah,
it was like
it was.
a home
Yeah.
trip.
Oh, okay.
It's funny when we're doing podcasts backwards because it was like that's where we learned that.
Yeah.
But the Jane Calvin one was a drinking one too, so it gets a little mystic.
Calvin drinking.
This is his first one. Jay opened one.
Oh, that dude's sick, man.
Jay opened a beer, and I felt it afterwards. It was like 80% full still.
I like this clip. Just I don't know.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
super steep. Like
Yeah.
he's got a lot of bike control.
Yeah, he does.
He made that look really good and like not easy, but he made it look like he did it with authority.
I like the way this is filmed too, like the
Yeah.
long, like you
Dude.
see everything in between.
Big
Oh.
Salad kills it.
Yeah, always.
Underrated filmer.
Kurt does not kill it. Kurt needs to get out.
Hey, bud. Podcast?
Curtis.
Look at this note before I click it.
Joey, I can't read that. From
Joey
his
accuses Dobie of having resting bitch face.
I wrote that.
Yeah.
Just
Did
because.
he say me right after? He's like, Demarcus does too.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm not gonna lie, Joey definitely carried the personality on this.
Yeah,
on
he
this
did.
video.
Oh, dude. Like when Joey's
He did
hyped,
have
he's
resting
hyped,
bitch
man.
face right
When
there.
Joey's hyped, he's hyped.
He's the most fun dude to be around.
He is.
Listen, bro, you should get this over here. This should be a great photo.
Yeah, I do. He didn't even fight it for 1 second.
This trip was pretty funny because like they were all like slightly confused about what was actually happening.
Yeah.
After being told what was supposed to happen, they were like, should we be doing more? It's like, no. Like, we're only filming 5 clips,
Yeah.
tops. And everything else is like, just, it is what it is. It's like just a few clips and just lifestyle stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
But it ended up being pretty fun. But Joey, oh man, he was so stoked.
Branson, you get out too. No, kick him out because then the puppy will. Branson. Gotta have both. All or nothing with dogs.
Have you talked about the book with this yet? Or you talked about any of that or no?
No, they're just all been like just on my Instagram stuff. Like,
So Demo and Joey made a sick book out of this. Texture.
This was cool.
He just showed it to me today. It's
Yay.
super dope. Cool
Continuing
trip.
print.
Cool idea.
Continuing print. It was a.
Joey seemed happier than he's ever been in his life.
oh, he was having a good time. Like
All the bodegas
well,
and
this
stuff
is
and the
what-
sandwiches.
real quick, and this is what happened.
He was just always like, woohoo.
He went on a trip. Like I asked him, I was like, "Hey, you want to go on this trip?" And he was like, "Yeah, sure. What we doing?" And I was like, "All right, I just need you to shoot photos." Like he's like, "Well, do I need to like deliver this a certain way?" I was like, "No. Like you're doing this for me.
professional,
This
yeah.
isn't like this isn't Joey for Adidas. This is like Joey for Demarcus, and I'll handle it from there." And he was like, "Okay, go on the trip." And the first 2 days, he was like, "Dude, we need to get more stuff. We need to get more stuff. We need to go ride more spots."
Because of
And I was
the rain
like,
and stuff?
No, I was like, that's not what this is. This isn't a BMX film a video part trip.
Yeah.
I'm filming 5 clips. That's it. Don't stress about it. After telling him that, he was like, "Oh, okay." Then he just flipped the switch. And he was like,
He's a really good worker, so he thinks that like a lot of times on trips,
he was like worried
well.
about it. He was like, "Well, do we have enough?" And it's like, "No, we're good." And he was like, there,
It's that
sandwich
work
in
ethic thing,
hand,
yeah.
partying. He was like having a good time. It was like he was just
That's
so
awesome.
stoked.
That's cool. You explained it to him.
He got so many photos out of that. That's super
super
Yeah,
cool.
shout out to Joey. Like he made it happen, and he didn't know like
Did
the
Albert
book was
edit
even
this?
a thing.
This is an ad?
No, all that's Joey. Like Joey
Albert-
made it that.
Albert
yeah.
filmed, I think, the other video.
Behind the
Yeah.
scenes, Albert did. And,
Oh, there's
This
like
looks so windy and miserable.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it was like
Like
that
the
day.
clips of the wind
That
just
day
look
was like most of the stuff that we did film was like it was like, all right, I want to do this here. There's no reason for me to go find another spot. We'll stay here until this like stop. It was raining. I took like a towel from the Airbnb, dried it up. It's
You're like,
like,
we're
yeah,
here, let's
we're
do it.
here. Let's film it and we get that clip. That's okay for today. And
Yeah.
if you guys have an idea, we could go shoot a photo. If you want to get like a lifestyle, we can do whatever. And it was like, okay, this is that. So it would end up being really fun. We got way more out of it by doing it that way. And that's how the book came about. So afterwards, I was like, hey, I want to make this book. And I give you full range to kind of like make it how you think it should be. But this is what I want. And
Where
it was
where
like-
is it on here?
the book isn't like I made like So if you go
That's really cool.
down a little bit, maybe
It's in the car.
down a little
Did
bit
your own
more,
recipe with this one.
We could grab it.
down a little bit more, down. So down a little bit more. Yeah. So I guess with that, go up a little bit with the
logo?
jersey barrier.
The orange.
Oh,
The
alright.
orange.
So the jersey barrier, I don't know if that's like a swipe over. It should be like a
Yeah.
So that texture is part of the book. Like some of these photos are in the book,
Okay.
and it kind of like gives like a little slight breakdown of like some of the things to expect in it. And I did a giveaway, and these books weren't promoted. I didn't sell them. I was just giving them away if you asked for them.
Oh, okay.
So
All right.
it was like I made the book for the idea to be able to deliver it to 510, and they could have it at their headquarters.
Cool.
So
Yep.
it was kind of like deliver it with like I made like a display with a flash drive that was a fire hydrant, and attached it to a photo that Joey shot of me doing a bar spin over a fire hydrant.
That's sick.
And so yeah, it was like a whole play on that. And shout out to Dobie and Joey for helping me create that.
That's
so,
it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, that's very cool.
So it was more so just
A
like
USB drive that looks
Love
like
it,
a fire
yeah.
hydrant?
yeah, it's like literally the
It is a
same.
fire hydrant.
It's a fire hydrant.
It's a fire hydrant.
Yeah. And Dobie came through with that one. He was
Timu
like,
shit
what about a
or
fire
something.
hydrant? Basically,
Yeah.
yeah. Because I didn't know
Timu.
that. Yeah.
Holy
Timu.
hell.
Really good. But yeah, man.
Imagine that's the video. Like
was
that's
really fun.
that's the title of your next video.
Demu.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Demu.
like just typing and then you're like, shit,
Yeah.
discount.
Yeah, Joey. But Joey, you guys know Joey, when he's stoked, dude, he's the best person to be around. Like in general, but like he's a really good storyteller. So when he's talking, he's super passionate. Like if he's into it, he's all the way into
Yeah,
it. So,
yeah.
I loved the whatever podcast it was where you had Joey on here, and he was just
News
like,
one, yeah.
dude, yeah, Joey can
Tire grind.
He can tire grind. Yeah,
It's so good. Yeah.
I love Joe.
I
you know
literally
what I meant, bro.
Yeah.
His term will never go away. I literally said it out in the wild like the other day. I was like, maybe tire
I
grind.
love a good tire grind.
It's so good.
What were you just doing in Vegas? Sorry, before I forget.
Mike Yup got married,
Oh,
and
cool.
he wanted to do like a real quick wedding, and we all went out there and was like, "Oh, take our bikes," and we just riding afterwards.
Sick.
Clut, not Colt, but Clut.
I think it's pronounced Clute.
Clute. I watched this.
Damn,
It's really funny.
I'm gonna have to edit that out. I'm gonna get fucking memed.
Especially with Clute.
This has
Yeah,
like
they're gonna
a,
come
like
back,
a
they're gonna-
Cameron Wood, and then like right into this crazy flare
Oh.
of Annie 180.
Oh,
Dude, it's he
What?
unreal.
I wonder what that would feel like to ride that
it
thing.
looks like you're landing in grass twice. Like the thing flexes and then you land on grass again and it flexes, so you have that like no rollout.
Oh my god, that was so sick.
So
and it
dope.
made it look
That was so
perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's like you couldn't do it any better. That was
Holy shit.
Oh, thank you. Great editor, because I was just about to do the same thing.
That was fucking amazing.
Boyd did like a downside whip on that, and it was like unbelievable. And then you have this, and it's like
Somebody
so.
shot a photo of
Like
that.
trampoline quarter pipe.
Yeah.
Somebody did, yeah.
Who shot that photo of that boy
Probably
down
Tacos.
with?
Oh yeah, I think so.
I would think. Federal trip.
Endless.
Endless, yeah.
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 Bacos.
Yeah, there was like a
I-
fish versus long or something, and
Yeah.
it's like I remember that.
Like I haven't known Bacos for 10 years and I can't think of his name.
This video is
That's
pretty
just-
funny.
It shows my fucking...
They go around like recruiting people to ride for it. Like
Garrett's
just
on
fucking
flow.
everybody. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
yeah, at the beginning, right?
Jordan's on flow too.
Yeah,
It's like here, sign the contract.
it's kind of like back in the day. Nyquist was on BMX Foo Flow.
He doesn't even
so
he
sick.
doesn't even he doesn't speak English, so he's like telling other people to do it.
That's funny.
That was sick.
I saw the Insta where like Garrett doesn't even flinch. He's like, "Oh yeah, fuck yeah, let's
fuck
do
yeah,
it."
let's do it.
Like and Garrett just like
Yeah, Lewis is on. He is on the team too.
What is PSG?
I don't know. And then is this Lou's song?
Yep.
Yeah. That's sick. All right. Shout out to say it
They
again.
got Lacey too.
Yeah.
Clute.
It's Clute.
Flute.
I don't want to get in trouble.
AK, they had the sickest team.
Yeah, he recruited them, man.
Recluded.
Recruited. Ooh, that's so good.
They're gonna have to come to San Diego if they want Dennis.
I'll
Didn't say Louis.
I would ride for him. I like that. That team
Australia.
Well,
You're going to Australia.
You're gonna have to.
You there.
You're gonna have to.
We're all
come
going to
San
Australia now?
No, you said you were going, right?
I did.
Yeah, he said Copenhagen, no. Australia, yeah.
Did you
No. Copenhagen seems sick. I would just say no because
All right, Clute.
my knees broke.
Follow
There's
close.
an ongoing theme where I invite Dennis places, and he just says no. It's like a
I know
forever.
you traveled a lot,
because
but do you
he's-
like being home mostly now?
Yeah.
Somebody out on the internet needs to go through all the podcasts where it's like it's obviously not Dennis's fault, but where he's like, I'm going to fucking Swampfest this year. I'm going to Swampfest. I'm
That
going
one's
to
funny.
Swampfest.
That's like a joke
The
at
comments
this
on YouTube were hilarious. Like as the videos rolled out, they were
where's Dennis?
where's the Dennis? Or no Dennis clips?
Dude, I think a podcast dropped like right
Is
before.
Dennis not there?
And it looked like
I
it was
knew
shaking
Dennis
out.
would fucking go. Like
I
they
heard-
literally,
yeah.
they like spiraled downward.
I heard rumors like Dennis wasn't going to go because it's raining. It's like, no, I'm pretty sure he's fucking hurt. Like, that's why he didn't go.
It did roll out funny though because we dropped a podcast. I'm going. Then he starts dropping footage, and I'm just nowhere to be found. Like this fool just
like,
says
yo,
whatever
where is
the
he?
fuck,
Yeah.
and then doesn't show up.
They just got so as the videos came out, they just got angrier and angrier. The comments were
Knew it.
hilarious.
Where is he?
Crazy.
Dennis fucking
The
always says he's
Batman.
gonna go.
Next year.
Did you guys watch this one? This was a sick video.
412.
Artem Bakedzi, I think that's how you say it. Ukrainian powerhouse.
Agreed.
Yeah, this kid's sick. Real talented.
Are these yours? You added these, Mike?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Dude.
Mike's on it.
Yeah, that's what we
You're
need.
hired.
Oh, that was so sick.
Dude, this kid's, he's like, he does it all. He's like 3 whipping and 720 in box jumps and stuff. but then he's
that's
also
cool.
doing
Whoa.
like the craziest nose threes.
That's
was
kind of
like
like the Andreas.
That was,
like
I was
the-
gonna
yeah,
say
he's-
Chappelle 7. Yeah.
Damn, yeah, he's.
Dude,
hybrid.
he's good. This is like filmed good too. It's
Yeah, the
consistent.
crunchy fish is always nice.
Yeah,
That filmer was risking it on that.
this
3
right
whip.
here, just like flip,
Oh,
flip
into
and
the
into a transition
yeah.
and then whip down the stairs. Super sick.
Oh wow!
Someone hook this kid up, whoever's out there.
Why don't you go out there and film him?
I will.
Like collab, like yeah.
Ukraine's crazy. 'cause
Wow.
You see all the
You
stuff
get
about them
that,
being at war,
You get a sprinter out there.
you know, and then you see
Yeah.
just footage of people shredding. And it's like normal,
Yeah.
Yeah. They literally have like a.
badass people because that's scary as fuck.
There's something right. I don't know how this went down. Are you threatening me? And then he
Yes,
grants
let's
it.
try.
Yeah. He does have a monster sticker on his forks. Does he ride for Monster?
You see that once in a while, and you don't really know.
Yeah. I guess you can get monster stickers a little easier than Red Bull ones.
Yeah.
But anyway, this kid's sick.
that
Yeah,
was-
that's him
yeah.
right there, huh?
Yep.
Nice plug.
Dude, that
Yeah.
Homie needs a new fucking helmet. That is for sure. Look at that thing.
So that thing get ran over by a car.
Send our BMX your address. They're gonna mail you a helmet.
Dude, it was like they heated up the outer shell and it's like coming off or
Yeah.
something.
It's because his clips are
Dude.
so fire.
I mean, that makes sense.
He's going
I'm
so
in.
fast.
Oh, it was so sick. I like
Yeah,
that.
good.
That was sick.
Good video, well put together.
Yeah.
Like whoever filmed it did a good job.
Say that.
Who?
Jug technology. Oh,
Artem
Ooh,
Bakedzi.
that's a hard last name.
When you say
Artem
you say it so confident, like you have no idea, but you're just saying it confidently, and it just
That
works.
I mean,
sounds
I-
right.
it sounds
I
right.
didn't. I feel bad for that Vera girl because I didn't try with her name, but I did kind of
Yeah,
practice.
You
that
did
one.
good. Yeah, you did good.
Nice.
Corey, at this fucking spot. I think it was 512. Maybe we can go to the
Yeah,
we
right
can
there,
go to
right
the
there,
replay
right
joint.
there.
Yeah,
I think it's. Did you guys watch this whole thing?
yeah, I did.
How he built the wood drop in for the top to be able to like actually drop in from up there and get
Yeah.
the right amount of speed. I think it took him a couple days to get that.
It would be
Are those? Is that?
They're glass.
They're glass. They're not just holes.
Yeah,
But if you ride them over
But-
them, they'll break.
He put the wood in the middle there so he could ride over that a little bit.
wow.
yeah. You can see the platform there.
Yep. But it's super
Sure, we-
sick that he put in that much work to get that.
He just fucking puts in the work. He went all the way down there to ride that. He's like, I'm gonna make this happen.
That's so sick.
This video has like almost like 200,000 views, I think. Or
Does it?
It makes sense.
Yeah, and it makes sense because I mean,
I would watch this if I wasn't a BMXer. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck
It's
is
pretty
that?
relatable.
Oh yeah, that title's pretty good.
Yeah.
And then the photo and like the screen grab.
Yeah, so basically, for the
perfect
people that
video.
don't get it, like you can see this little valley right here, basically, and
they
then
made, like,
they
a
made the
little roll-in.
platform so that you could drop in, which is,
Ooh,
I
God
mean,
damn. I wonder where that should just go.
And
to
yeah,
the middle
as
of
far as I
nowhere.
know, this is like some sort of like hyper fancy like resort down there that is like incredibly like hard to get to and hard to like be a part of, and then riding this thing is a feat.
Yeah.
So
Does it say in the video what this thing is?
no, but you can see it from the satellite if you wanted to really look. You just
But
go down
what
the
is
coastline. Just go down the coastline. Start in San Diego.
Oh,
down.
okay.
Yeah.
Really?
No, I mean it's you have to go several hours. But
Yeah.
And it was Delecki who shot this photo,
It's
I believe.
It's a sound dome or something. It's something for like meditation
What?
or like yoga, and then there's so it's like the sound apparently when you're in there is just like fucking insane with the ocean. It's like you're
I think I saw a music video in this thing.
yeah, there's a music
long time
video.
ago.
Yeah, when you look up the bowl, the
That's
music
how
video
they
shows up
found it.
first. Yeah.
Probably.
So
That
like
makes
I think I've said it before on the podcast, but I showed my wife the cover and I was like, look at this fucking thing. And she doesn't give a shit about BMX, but she was like, oh yeah, I saw that on like Housewives or something like that.
Interesting.
And I was like,
Famous.
next time you see a giant fucking bowl
You need to
on
tell me.
television, let me know because that's kind of important.
Yeah.
So just
That's-
one of those.
Yeah. Whenever I watch anything with my girl, I'm just like, spot.
Oh yeah.
Spot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I was because every month or basically when a news item shows, I take a screenshot and then so I can add it to the thing when I have time. And I was going through the screenshots today, and there was screenshots of this school in like rural Canada that was on Fargo. It was the police department in Fargo, and I was like, look at that fucking spot. And I found out, I literally Googled police department Fargo, like, and it's a school in rural Canada.
Oh, wow.
And I like dragged it
That-
in, and
yeah.
the screenshots are on there because
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like, never
Okay.
know. You
Yeah.
never know.
Yeah.
2030 may end up in like fucking whereverville.
Yeah.
So, it's
Wherever. That's a good way to do it.
That photo is so
it's
epic.
I mean,
It is.
The ocean in the background couldn't
Yeah.
make it more clean.
Shout out to Delecki. He's always down for the mission too. That is one of the things. It's half of it is being a good photographer. The other half, the more important half, is fucking being there.
Being down. That's a lot of things.
Yeah.
Corey got a pool on his chest.
I heard he got the giant sound bowl on his butt.
Damn.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's cool to see him on
when he
your favorite
farts. When he farts, it sounds crazy.
Crazy.
Hell yeah.
Amplified. It was cool seeing him on the Project X too. Like
Yeah,
he wrote like
yeah.
a bunch of different like parks and stuff. It's like obviously he can ride everything too, but like it didn't like throw anything off. It was like, oh, this is what they're doing this time.
Yeah.
They're riding this, and it's like, oh, this is sick.
When
He was like the perfect transition
Yeah.
rider to have
Yeah.
on the trip.
They
Yeah.
rode the bowl, and he's like, "Yeah, so me and 13 of the best street riders of the world today
Yeah,
rolled a
That's
bowl."
funny.
It was so good. And Mickey was like ripping that.
Mickey,
over. Yeah, he
rips
rips.
the transition
Yeah, he
stuff.
does.
Like
Yeah.
the other
He's
big
so-
bowl too, he was going crazy and doing like I like he does like huge crank flip airs and
Yeah,
catches, and, like
catches, yeah,
tucks,
so
and he just
good.
does like simple stuff really good.
Yeah,
Mickey's exciting to watch, right? He's like one of my new favorite riders.
This
for
year,
sure.
I've always liked
Yeah.
him, but then
Yeah.
this year, the constant video parts and then going into Project X, I'm like,
Yep.
he is just undeniably amazing.
I'm a huge fan of his kits too. He has the wildest
He
gear,
just
dude.
swag. He just do his
fucking
thing, yeah.
owning
That's
it.
why he seems
so
so cool,
sick.
like-
He's
Yeah.
so sick.
He's
Trucks-
not really
like
right.
the truck stop fashion. You know, like
Yeah.
the things that like
Yeah.
mix together,
The
and you're like, it
sunglasses,
fucking
the
works.
sunglasses, yeah,
Like,
Dude, he's sick.
There's a clip in that cut video where he's just feeble grinding this really long ledge, and he's just got these big green cargo pants on,
He
and he's
just
just
locked
like,
in, dude.
like just fucking just so sick.
He is doing his own thing.
Hard Yards 2.
G'day. How's the bloody serenity? And welcome to Colony Hard Yards #2. We got another fantastic jam format ready to party. There are so many riders. Top tier 11 out of 10. You're going to have your mind blown. Let's get into it.
Yeah.
Hooroo.
Ooh. That was a good mic spin.
Yeah.
It worked somehow.
Oh,
These are crazy. It seems like they just did one too.
I mean, it was 6,
it?
7, 8 months
Yeah.
ago. Was there talks about like doing them elsewhere? Like but I don't know if it was leaving Clint's backyard. I mean, look at that backyard.
The yard's amazing.
So 24 minutes. This is pretty amazing
shredding.
video. Yeah, and the first one was amazing as well. So if you somehow missed that, I think it's delivering. The algo is delivering it there in the corner. But link, of course, in the description. Lewis Mills shoe video. More behind the scenes. Is this?
I think it's Calvin's channel.
Is this Calvin's channel again?
It's Calvin's channel, but
Calvin.
2 in a row. 250.
Just a nice curved ice pick.
Things that interest you, find things that are cool. Like if I would have got it, like started my day off so good, I'd have been so fucking psyched. I think I'm gonna start riding it.
Outside ice is just so weird.
Yeah.
They look so cool, but they're so dangerous.
To so many people, like 2 weeks seems like an eternity. For us, riding, like these days have been flying by. Every single thing involved with filming BMX street riding it takes time. Like we can set up at a spot.
What is this for feeding? Why would he be interviewing him like this? So
It was for Red Bull.
okay, all right.
So, which is really cool about Calvin's channel because he has all this crazy footage, and watching this, you're like, this is so good. Like, this is something that should have came out. And then it kind of just reminds you of this video and all this era and everything.
Yeah.
It seems like it was last year, but this was a while ago. Look at Lewis as a baby.
Yeah.
You get to hear Ennis talk on camera in this too, which is that's a pretty elusive guy right there.
That's
so
good. Calvin channel's epic.
Ennis, come do it. Come do the podcast.
Oh, he not? He's like, no.
He's done it with me.
He did it.
He'll do it again.
Yeah,
I think the video one will be a little, I don't know. I feel
Well,
like
we'll have to get a little saucy up in here.
Yeah. Let it all hang out.
Yeah,
get a red one before we start.
Yeah, he'll be down. That'd be a good one.
Tariq.
He's due.
145 onward.
Do like Garrett Antony or something.
Yeah.
Fun one.
it's a real nice bump 3 in here somewhere.
I think it was 145 or something you said.
I think it's like after.
Ooh,
Oh, that's so
that was
sick.
nice. That was a nice spot.
Nice.
Rails or walls too.
War at 540s is so classic.
Yeah,
It
that's
never
a
gets old.
Classy trick right there.
Classy, yeah.
Classy.
Not classic, it's classy.
It's
Big
both.
brain, big
It's
brain.
both.
Oh, look at that. Up top.
Some wall abuse. Hell yeah.
Just gonna jump in the water.
Yep.
Nice.
Shout out to Tariq. Rufus Dewberry, the whole thing.
Dude, it's the first like 5 minutes or so is him. It is a good video. This kid, I had not heard of him previously to watching this, and he's got
I was like, that's Mickey, right? On the ground?
like
Yeah, that was Mickey on the ground. But it's like his welcome part, but then it's almost a mix of a bunch of the other team too.
Yeah.
It's really, really, really good.
It's really good. I think Mickey made this.
He did.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
So 8 minutes, but it's literally like the entire thing, basically.
Yeah, it's a good video
Yeah.
the whole way through.
It's a good video. I mean, at least watch like
Yeah,
it's
we
like-
can watch a minute or two.
this dude's stuff is definitely really good. I think it mixes up around like 4 or 5 minutes, and there might be more stuff of him. I can't remember. It's got a good style. Like, does a lot of cool stuff.
This is the dude that had that power cab that we posted a few times.
Power cab?
Like
Power
he
cab?
he just did a fucking simple half cab, and it was
Oh,
like
yeah. Dude, yeah.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
good.
just like what you're talking about, like the Lewis Mills influence is there.
You can definitely see it,
Worldwide.
but yeah,
Me and Albert called that forward crank arm grind a girl grind
How come?
because all the girls are really good at it.
Oh,
They're just
really?
like, it's like
Yeah.
the grind is sick, but they just all can do it so good. And it's
Yeah.
like, dang.
Like a crank arm on a ledge, basically.
Yeah.
that was so
They
sick.
do like
Yeah.
so many
Yeah,
sequences.
never even tried that trick.
It works really well,
Seems
but it's like
fun
it's,
as hell,
it's
and I never
kind
even-
of scary at the same time.
Yeah?
But it's really fun though.
Have you guys seen that crank guard?
Yep.
thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Jared, Duncan, and like Julian have it on their bikes for that grind.
It's one of those I used to do a lot when I was a kid.
Bottom bracket, buddy.
I never thought I would do it as an adult, but it's like,
Mike?
oh, okay.
It's crazy you're doing it as a kid because I feel like I didn't really see it too much.
I feel like it's kind of one of those tricks where it's maybe easier when you're a kid, and then when you do other grinds, and then it's like harder as an adult.
Because you can do it the back foot. You can do it the back
so
foot
weird
way.
to miss your back peg.
Oh, dude, yeah.
So that's
you can do it the back foot way, and you can do it the front foot
back
way.
pedal ice.
Yeah,
like,
back
right?
pedal
Like,
ice.
yeah, that one.
Yeah.
That one's a classic, but the front one I feel like I didn't really see much when I was younger.
It's like, I mean, I kind of think it's just like Garrett Burns, you know, like
he would do like gap to like over front pedal.
Yep.
Like at skate parks, and
like
those are nasty.
gap second stage, yeah. Like,
Dude, he's ripping right now.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, that was sick.
Yeah, this kid is big dope.
Big dope.
Big dope.
Hell yeah. All right.
Oh yeah.
But we will move on. But
yeah, watch the whole thing.
Rufus. Five more minutes. Rufus Dewberry. Yeah.
Shout out to Rufus.
Just get sucked into a video. And
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is
That's
to
we got-
show
we got a
people
while
what
left.
to go and watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we watched all of them, fuck, these would go on.
Yeah, then they
till
won't get
tomorrow.
Oh, this dude, bro, he's so technical and can do everything.
See, this is one though. Like, what's his name on here? Davey Osgood, but his
But
like
his Instagram name is like
Drew
something-
Obzipzel,
yeah.
like something like that. Like, it's hard to
make your Instagram name your name.
I
Or
mean,
try.
you don't have to, but it just takes a little bit. Like for
It's fun though when someone makes their Instagram name so good that becomes their real name.
Yeah.
More.
Yeah. Dobie, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, that's not Dobie's name.
No. Dobie I guess he did some kind of job and he like got a check for it and they sent him Dobie. They wrote it out to Dobie. It was like, no, this isn't.
What's his last name? Hyun?
Win.
Win. All right. Like NG?
No, it's like HU. No, HYU.
Yeah.
Sorry,
wow,
I saw
that's
that.
crazy.
That was
Yeah, that was the
insane.
one. Yeah.
He just like stabbed the tire down and it just works. So
Yeah, he made that look so much easier than it is. It's so hard.
You could tell though, like, because he's like skimming the wall before he gets up to it, that he like needed every like.
Yeah, what the hell, dude? Look at his back tire when he lands. Just
Yeah.
complete rim. That's awesome.
That motherfucker going
Go
to
to
California.
that was so good.
Shout out to Davey Osgood.
Yep.
This one was a late addition. Iric.
Oh, I love this.
Yeah, maybe we'll go. Oh shit, he's drinking the Red Bull beforehand. They have such a weird thing with the Russia stuff, unfortunately. I feel for these dudes.
Trip with the going on.
What the hell?
Unreal. Oh, that's so good.
Dude just has like a tail whip button. Just like,
Yeah.
boop. Wow.
Oh man.
Straight video game.
What the?
Over a huge like spots like street spine
The
basically.
graphics on this new
This guy is incredible.
BMX pipe.
Oh, that was like
Yeah, this BMX pipe is super realistic.
He's always been like one of the guys doing
That's
the Olympics.
dude.
Like he'll be in the Olympics this year again for sure.
That was incredible.
He's one of the craziest park riders ever.
Super nice dude too.
Jesus.
toboggan.
Wow.
Flip whip.
Wow.
That was unreal, dude.
I like that there's
Yes.
just like you don't know what's coming.
what's coming.
Yeah, like the whip
Tail whip
manual.
and tail
Wow.
whip manual on a quarter was. Wait, what happened?
That's sick.
Hell yeah. That was
Russia.
dope.
I'm gonna take this
freezing.
inside.
Oh no way! Is there a park inside that spot?
This is really cool because it's like I think a lot of park guys they ride so many different skate parks and ride like they ride a lot of different setups, but like to show like I'm gonna go inside. Like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just showing like just different stuff. It switches it all up.
This park is so crazy.
It is
That,
really crazy.
that outdoor one was amazing, and then this one.
what?
Did he have a free coaster the whole time, or was that just like for that clip?
I don't think.
I would
Yeah, I think
doubt
it was
it.
from that clip because it sounded like he had a cassette.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Maybe he's got that like Z profile, like Z coaster,
Yeah,
or something. It looks
or
like
the
profile
planetary
hub.
thing or something.
Yeah,
Because I mean, that's a cassette, obviously.
that sounds like a profile elite.
Okay.
Like even just that was
it's so good.
wow.
Kind of remind me of Michael.
Yeah.
Dude, what?
Yes.
Is that 3?
Yeah. Wow.
This dude is an absolutely next level.
Iric. Well fucking done, dude.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Not only just like the wildness, but just the yeah.
Say real precise.
crazy,
It's like
dude.
sharp,
Yeah.
It's
too.
like I'm showing you guys I can do everything.
And it's like there's a lot of style in there too.
Yeah.
I was like,
Oh, like, he set it down.
I
It's
literally,
like-
I was like, punt that thing. And
Yeah.
He said he did the exact
Yeah.
opposite.
Man, that was really good.
Oh,
Wow.
dude.
Hell
Whoa.
yeah.
He was trying whip to Bart Emmanuel.
Crazy. And I know Iric does I think we're on his channel right now. Oh, he has way less subs than I thought he did. But yeah, he's doing the YouTube thing. So
Sick.
yeah. Well, I
Well
mean,
done.
we don't see
Yep.
many
Yeah.
park edits, and
Only bangers.
if people
that what
kind
it's
of
called?
followed
Only bangers. That
that,
was
where
only
you
bangers.
didn't
Yeah.
know
Nuts.
exactly what to expect and change things up and put some effort in, I mean, people should do more. That
Yeah.
was amazing.
Yeah, I'd watch that. I'd watch that again for sure.
And now something totally different. Late edition as well. Dave Mira Animal House tour in session, 4K-ish. That's like,
The Mavro
Yeah.
YouTube is good as well. And this is cool just to see Mira. Like, what was this? 2010 or something like that? I don't know. Whatever. Like,
it was
2008, maybe. No?
no, a little
Was that a
later.
little bit later than that?
Oh, 2007
Yeah.
ish.
2007? Yeah.
so a bit more of one of the days I was with Dave while shooting what ended up being his first hand for Fuel TV back in 2007-ish.
Early afternoon, and then try to get.
So
12 minutes. It's just so awesome to
Yeah.
see how good he is just cruising around on a daily session. Like what his life was like and all his friends coming over.
Everybody's trying to win.
It's like an airplane hangar. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's not even just a warehouse. It's fucking
he had a vert ramp in there.
so sick to see the level he
He
was
won the
at.
contest there, yeah? The Animal House contest?
Yeah, it
He won a
wasn't,
Subaru.
it wasn't at this park though.
It was the same part.
same giant
yeah, rearranged.
setup. Yeah, it was
completely.
before.
He got rid of the vert ramp and changed it all up. I never rode this setup.
So we were talking about this beforehand, and there's like the thing for me is with Mira is like even just him jumping this hip. There's like this moment of like, oh, is he gonna eat shit? Like at any moment, like it,
Yeah,
and that
'cause,
was
like,
like
how
it
everything's
made it,
arranged is
it
look-
made it
wow.
No, like watch him just jump this hip. There's like a moment right there, like where it's like he becomes
like-
where his like legs get a little loose, and you're like, is he gonna eat shit? And like Mira was always so on like ragged edge that it made it like more exciting. He was incredibly dialed, but also you're like he could also just eat shit.
Yeah.
And it was like I don't know, it was super cool for me. Like that was like the difference between Mira and Beswick and stuff like that, and even him from the other ones were like at a point you're like rooting for him because he was like the best. He was gonna win, but he's
Yeah.
also kind of the underdog because he could eat shit at any moment and just blow it.
He's got lines in this place that
It's
like
insane.
nobody else would see. You know, it's obviously it's his own spot. So
But yeah, just watching this 12-minute video, just seeing how he rides normal. You know what? It
Yeah.
was normal to him.
like that's just like a session. You know, just like I'm just gonna go in here and do this.
Yeah, you could tell too when you watch the whole thing. Like he just does these lines that are just so fun to him. Then he goes to the resi and does like some crazy trick that he's working on. Then goes back to these lines. It gets crazy too.
Yeah, that one transfer that he does is fucking insane. That's what I mean. Like looseness. Like there was an element of like looseness to him that just like
Because he was always kind of pushing it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, even these
Yeah.
normal runs, like I'm gonna go as high as I can on the switch 3.
That was sick as hell.
Fuck yeah.
You
Mavro's
can hear Mavro
so funny.
laugh.
Yeah, he's always just giggling in the back. It's crazy too, because in this session he never rides vert. I'm like wondering, was this when he was
Yeah.
pretty over vert? Probably that
Maybe,
around that
yeah.
era.
There's one line that he does in this. I'm pretty sure this could be it right here. No. Where it's like his body is like going a different direction and he does this transfer and it looks so insane.
Just doing that in the middle of a run is insane.
Yeah. It's crazy when you think about it too, because like Miro's the one that like popularized like the carving flares, because everybody else did them straight up and straight down.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he started carving them, and it made him like way more consistent.
Yeah.
I could be wrong with that, but I'm pretty sure at least he's the one that popped this line. And then he just...
Was it Morgan that
Jeez,
threed?
man.
Morgan threed that, right? And then laid on the stairs and died. And it's like somehow okay.
Yeah. That whole... I mean, let's give that another...
Yeah, that transfer is wild, dude.
Yeah. The one on the back wall over like the railing over the foam pit.
Was that Josh Perry or was that Laird?
That was Laird.
Laird.
Yeah, Dillard.
But just like that carve left to right, like, is crazy. Pocket whip. So sick. So, I mean, there's more. We're still 5 minutes in.
Really
so
cool to see.
Super cool.
Yeah.
And
one
then,
of the best all time riding his own ramp.
It's insane.
In his prime.
Why
Such a treat.
Why don't people fucking subscribe to stuff?
They just don't know. And I mean, this is just shit for like the chorus BMX riders, you know?
Yeah, but like...
But still, yeah. Subscribe to it.
People...
You're on your phone. Download the YouTube app on your phone. Subscribe to this shit.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's just crazy that... Yeah. So, I mean...
Is there rooftop down there? What's rooftop?
It is rooftop.
What's he doing?
Yeah, what's he doing down there?
Talking shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
I did that in 93. I invented the crooked grind.
Ventura.
Tony Hawk was on a trip with me.
Tony Hawk on a trip with me.
That's so good.
Shout out Rooftop.
Yeah, shout out to Rooftop.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. Rooftop is... What talks a bunch or what?
He's a humble guy.
I still just can't.
I don't even know if I should say this, but the Dales are compelling me to. But the quote was Glenn. It was like it was on like the Fuel TV like firsthand, where it was like the top 5 street riders of all time or something, and Glenn is on the show saying, he's like, oh yeah, I know Rooftop is one of the best street riders of all time because he told me so.
That's so good.
Such a savage statement.
I fuck with Rooftop.
Of course.
Yeah,
I
of
love
course.
him. I
Yeah.
love him.
This does look a lot different than Miro riding, though.
It does.
But everybody looks different than Miro
That
riding.
skate street. That's the skate street.
I don't think
Ventura.
people-
That contest was
I
iconic.
could have been there.
You
could've
definitely
been
were
there.
there. That was the... What do they call that contest? The front yard jam. Because at the
Maybe.
backyard jam, they called that the front yard jam. That was the
There
first
you go.
contest I ever went
Yeah.
to.
I think Walter Behringer beat me in AM. Rightfully so. He'd like trucked the spine, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's like
Like 5 feet or 4 feet out over
Dude,
it.
it was
too.
such a
Like,
sick contest to watch as a kid.
So this is just all like raw Rooftop footy, basically.
Yeah. It's just
Oh, yeah.
selects for something.
All right, shall we
So,
move?
yes,
Yeah.
we shall move. Sorry.
Love you, Rooftop. But
I do love Rooftop. Everybody knows that. So, honorable mentions, which we can click through real quick, but just we had to kind of start trimming them down. But Bush Heavy Boys.
Videos
Much
are
love.
3 years old or something like that. It just came out on YouTube. So if you haven't seen it,
Yeah.
homie 540's a box jump, and
Nope.
there's a bunch of good shit in
What's
here.
oh, that's so sick.
That's amazing. It looks old. So just for some reason that like looked real dated, but too funny. So the time code was way off there. But who is that?
That guy?
Yeah.
The guy before that was Ben Allen. I'm not sure who this guy is.
Ben Allen lives in Austin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
this is a lot of Texas guys.
That 3 off the roof was definitely a muggy Austin day.
It was a little muggy.
Yeah. So shout out to Bush Heavy Boys, and then Animal Huevo.
Huevo? That sounds right.
Huevo.
It's Chris Kerrigan and I'm gonna fuck his last name up. Zach Mielman. I
Okay.
think is how you say his last
Yeah.
name.
I met Zach at the visuals thing.
Yeah, a couple of sick riders, like some kind of younger animal guys. They both have parts in Keep It Down, or I know Zach for sure does. Just super sick, steezy riders. Like
Where's the shot at?
This is Mexico.
Mexico.
That was sick. That Smith over Smith 182s on the pole. Like, cool spot use.
Hell yeah.
That Chris kid is, he's really sick. Like, he's got a really nice downside whip.
So
he's been kind of
Juarez
popping up everywhere.
The Bottle Kids crew.
Yeah, they're Bottle Kids guys.
Oh yeah, shout out to them. It's funny. I listened to their the pedal. Fuck, God, my brain is not working today. The
Pocket Air.
Pocket Air. Yeah. Listened to their podcast like 4 or 5 days ago, and they had some funny ass X Games story about them like stealing a whole pallet of beer and then like trying to resell it and shit.
Oh, shit.
It's too
That's
funny.
amazing.
Yeah, Speedy and like it was a whole. It was hard because I was only listening to it, so I could like it was kind of hard to pick out who was talking at a point. Like, so when they got all excited, but
shout out to Mentos for sponsoring this podcast.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dennis will send you an invoice.
Mentos is great.
240.
I never seen that. Have you guys seen that? Unlucky to Hanger.
No.
Went back a little bit. Give
That's
it a
all
little
right.
more love.
I've just never seen this. It'd be sick on like a kink ledge or something, but it's still sick. This might be a nuance observation, but I don't know. I thought that was cool.
that was sick.
And
yeah,
really good too.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely noticeable.
That was awesome. BC the crew.
Something what that is that like progresso. It's something I forget what the translation is.
Progresso, I don't know. Bila.
It's like something about money. Like I don't know.
I saw this. What is there? Was there one that was this? This is U edition, correct? Or no?
I did not put this on here.
Let me see. Let me see what the note says. I thought I saw it on here.
It's
Full
like-
length video from a young crew out of the Bay Area. Quality
Sick.
control on our terms. Let's click through a little bit. It looks fucking legit.
Looks like a movie poster.
Yeah.
Is this VX 1000?
I think it's definitely 2100.
Yeah, I think it's a 21.
Way off. Trip logo vibes too down there.
That's Corrali.
Yeah, Crowley in there.
Dude, that Corrali bar recently, today or yesterday was
wow.
crazy as well. He called it a warm up as well.
Crowley
Damn, I want to watch
fucking
this.
killing it. I would love to see a full part from Crowley.
He's with those boys right now in
Tucson,
Arizona,
right?
so, yeah.
Fiend Squad.
He's probably got a full part in this. Well, I guess it's only 35 minutes long, but what is this?
Dude,
intro?
looks epic.
Yeah,
Epic.
it does look epic.
Wait, somebody lost their bars. Here, well, after this, yeah. Looks sick.
Quality control. Cool. I never even heard of this.
I want to know who filmed it.
Yeah, sick to see more stuff coming out of the Bay Area.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This is a half hour.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's sick to see like a kind of a mix too. There's some park stuff. Like,
looks like these dudes went in.
yeah. All right. Shout out to
Gonna watch that
quality
one for
control.
Quality
Yeah.
control. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it say who filmed it there?
Let's see what it. I want to see what the link does. Oh, it's just another one. So they. I'm so confused. Full length.
Is this a different full length?
Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
2 years ago. Yeah,
Oh,
they've been
shit,
doing it.
alright.
Okay.
Sleeping.
Us, yes.
Us.
Please lecture us. Filmed and edited by Bradley Leha. All right.
Hell yeah. Shout out Bradley.
All right. On the radar. Thank you for whoever added that. Let's Roast Cycles out of Chicago. I think it's just a trailer. But new DVD.
Oh, that's my
available
guy,
now.
Ethan.
Ethan.
Yeah. Local guy, Chicago. Rides for Animal. Shreds.
Cool.
And it's like him and a lot of his friends just like have been working on a video. And it is, I think, full DVD. So, yeah.
Available now?
Available now.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. That premiered for a few weeks ago, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me see if there's a description in the bio afterwards, and then we can add that. But as always, like,
wow, that spot.
Yeah, that's
crazy.
incredible. When it's like a full length thing, like how Dennis was saying, like you just kind of
support it just for the sake of supporting it because you want to see people.
That's the guy. Ethan is the one.
Okay.
Yeah. That's him.
With the train, hell yeah.
So sick.
Classic
Chicago guys?
Yeah.
A little bit of Chicago, I think Milwaukee, a little bit of everything.
Let's Roast is a shop in Chicago that's been around for like 8 years?
Yeah.
6 years? Between 6 and 8, I would say. So
I think that dude rode for Madeira.
Yeah.
I forget his name.
Little
What's his
icy.
name?
Colt as well, right?
Colt, yeah.
Little icy on Instagram.
Yep.
See? Instagram names. It's fucking
Yeah.
worst.
I think his real name is Isaiah.
Isaiah.
Isaiah,
Right.
yeah.
There you go.
Is that like Sebasti? The last guy?
That's Timmy right there.
So that was, yeah. Fucking Timmy. So good.
He is.
Yeah, Timmy's
Whoa,
so
that was
dude.
sick.
He has like one of those you could somehow just like silhouette it. And
Yeah,
be
you know
it's
it is.
Timmy.
That's Timmy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like,
You know it's him. Yeah.
all right, hell yeah.
Damn, this is dope.
Yeah. Currently available.
Let's get that digital
There we go,
download.
right? 20
Ethan.
bucks.
Yeah, hit us with that digi download.
All right. Let me add that real quick before we forget at the bottom. All right. And now we've reached the Mastroni zone.
All right.
Mastroni zone.
I like this.
Yeah.
So when I hit Fudger Up, I kind of just wanted to come down here, and we were just thinking, just kicking around ideas for like, what we could do for a little segment or something. So, just do this. It's just called Mastroni's Picks, I guess. And the concept is we're gonna watch like an old video part, and then a new video part, and we'll watch the whole thing in its entirety and talk about it, and just kind of whatever. So one that came to mind right from the rip was this Liam Faye Hampton video, and this is probably one of the first like, I don't want to say viral web videos, but like it was kind of before the web video craze, like 2007. I think like 2008, 9, 10 is probably when, like, even into 11, I think is when web videos were kind of hitting. So for me, I remember seeing this as a kid and being like, this is incredible. Like this Nightwish song or whatever he rides to. It's just like,
How did you find this?
Yeah,
This is deep internet.
this
Yeah,
part
it
is
is.
heavy. Like, and I wanted to maybe put this on because it's like, I don't think a lot of young kids have seen this.
Yeah.
And this is like, okay, there's a lot to talk about here, but
So I would put Brad Sims' Me Creation edit and this one on the same like level essentially as like first like
Yeah.
okay,
internet
so,
videos that affected change.
So something really interesting about this here. I still haven't
down a
seen
little
that.
bit.
That's
Yeah.
incredible. That seems like something
let
kids
me
would
rewind.
totally do today.
I couldn't even see what happened.
Yeah.
The pixelation.
It's 240p. Manual, nose, fakie manual.
Ah.
So this dude was chainless. So I actually hit up Cooper. Let me find these things from Cooper. I hit up Cooper Brownlee about this to get some info on this guy, and I don't know. Yeah, he knew him pretty well and filmed a lot of stuff with him. There's a video we can watch after this. Look at this whip.
Yeah.
Very Lewis Mills-esque, actually.
Yeah.
Beautiful. But he rode chainless basically this whole time, and he like pushes, like he's pushing on a skateboard.
Really?
In this,
Yeah.
watch. It's like, it's a line coming up.
But this clip I remember just being like, what the fuck? Tires up. Oh no, that's not
This
it.
peg. He was he was
Pegs.
very early tired, this clip.
Yeah.
So he just like pushes.
Oh.
This is definitely some deep internet shit, but he was dialed.
The internet freaked out though.
I
Yep.
think he was like 6'5" or something.
Huge.
Remember?
It's
So-
almost like Neil and
Yeah.
Tunes.
It would help the
I
chain.
went on a
Those
trip with
whips are
Liam.
nice.
You shot a ride cover with him.
I shot a ride cover.
Yep.
Yeah.
The tire ride, right?
Yeah, the
Yep.
tire ride.
So, like, he did a crank flip, and then he did the same line, but then switch whip.
And
He was
Ooh.
so
Yeah.
good, dude. Like, so fucking good. This back tire, no chain,
What was that?
on the rail.
A tire tap?
Tire tap.
Tire
on the
Chainless
round-
tire tap?
Chainless tire
Chainless tire
tap on a
tap.
round rail. And then,
Wow.
like, this type of shit, too. It's like,
I love
Especially the
those
time
rubber
period
pedals.
too, man. It's like
I mean,
that rail is tall.
when I see
2007.
Devin Smiley do like a free coaster tire tap on a quarter and you're just sitting there, I'm like, that is incredible.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
And then
it's-
you have that.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck?
It's hard because this is 240, and I can't really find it better quality
I
anywhere,
mean,
but
the fact you found it is incredible. The name too, just so we didn't say it. But
this
it's-
what it
it's
looked like
literally
when it
Run
came
At
out?
Me Slut.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
This is what it looked like?
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
But it's like I think too. It may have
filmed
looked
this?
slightly different. It may look
I'll
better
tell ya.
because of the
Probably a
quality
little
of
better.
TV
Tooth 180.
Yeah.
or computer.
To fucking freak.
Stuff like worked with it better.
Yeah.
Look at the Tooth 180 to roll out.
Like this is people weren't doing hanger 180s, you know,
Love
like
it. Little-
2007.
No, this guy was really ahead of the times.
Yeah.
I just had a flashback of a very funny memory from the colony trip. He was drunk in the van, and I was driving to or from.
Oh, that's
that
the clip
clip.
you're
Dude,
talking
so
about.
sick.
He was drunk, and I was driving to or from Gutler's house, and he was just thrashing around the back of the van. And I was like, "What are you doing,
That's when you
dude?"
double in the back.
Over
Crook, yeah. And I was like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm pretending I'm in a car accident." And I was like, and I just slammed on the brakes of the van. I don't know if I told him.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Gate goes up
And he flew forward and broke the windshield of the car
with his head.
with his head.
Holy shit!
And he was like, "Fine, of course," because he's a fucking.
Yeah. Jeez, that's crazy.
I had to go back and tell Clint. Oh, I didn't tell Clint that it happened, and we were just like inside of Gutler's house, and I think we were drinking and stuff, and then we went out, and I was like, "Clint, what'd you do?" Just like that's how I told
Dude,
him.
this. That was insane. I thought. I don't know.
Like a
so,
vert wall.
So
It's like you
random.
just-
yeah. It's like a vert wall they were riding clearly, and then he's just like, "I'm gonna 180 onto the roof." The other guy gets out.
Yeah,
of the way.
it was like, oh shit, he's coming down. That was so good.
Yeah, this was some seriously ahead of its time shit.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with like the tire ride stuff.
It was
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so
amazing.
I mean, amazing.
Throwback.
So
It,
he
it
was-
reminds me a lot of like when the Luke Fink props bio came out. Like it was probably right around this
Yeah.
same time, and Luke Fink was like on the ramp transition stuff, and he was doing this. And like if we were to throw that back too, it'd be like it's hard to like you have to put yourself in 2007 or whatever,
Yeah.
2005
Yeah.
even
Yeah.
to
Right.
remember like why. But yeah, it's,
As far as like
2007, like,
natural
dude,
talent,
it's
like
insane.
he was incredible, just an incredible bike rider. And one of the examples of spending, whatever 8 or 10 days with him was we went and rode Nyquist's
unit.
ramps, the unit, and he's like, "How do you do flares?" And he had never tried a flare before, and he pulled a flare on the box jump lip within like 7 tries.
yeah.
Damn, that's
And it was like he had never. I was like, "You have never tried a flare before, ever?" And he's like, "Nope." And just like
Dude.
did a hop flare on a box lip, like essentially a hop flare
Yeah.
on a box lip
Yeah.
within like 7 tries.
There's another video I put on here that's if you guys want to watch another one of his parts. It's one that Cooper made, that waiting list part. There's a flare in there.
Okay, yeah.
But
so it must have been
anyways,
after.
yeah.
It must have been after.
Yeah, it could've been after, yeah.
So
135, I think it said.
It's like the beginning, basically. So also, this is an interesting thing. So this is in 2009. This came out, and so
I don't think I've ever seen this.
That last video part, Liam had pegs, and in this video part, there's a ton of pegless shit. He's grinding rails, switch and regular pegless, doing pegless hangers. Like, there's so much crazy shit in this part.
that is.
I've never seen this.
I don't think like I hadn't seen it until the other day. I don't think very many people had seen it, but
And around that time,
Yeah.
though, like even just in general, only other person that was really heavy on the pegless stuff was Andrew Jackson.
yep,
Eric L.
and Eric L. and
yeah.
Eric L. But I don't correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think either of them were doing pegless hangers.
No.
So
Yeah,
this is kind of
that-
where it starts getting.
Wow,
Like,
that was a
both,
big, yeah.
does it again both ways. That's nuts. Like,
That's really crazy.
That is insane.
right
Have you
here.
guys ever done a
Right
pegless
here.
rail?
Boom.
Yeah.
Street
It feels
flare.
strange.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I'd
Like,
never do it again. Tried tire rider rail pegless. Died.
pegless tire rides are the craziest shit ever.
This is pretty cool though, because he was just like, oh, I did a bunch of peg shit and all that, like right here, boom.
Wow.
That is so sick.
This,
Dude.
Wow,
dude, with a
pegless too.
with
Yeah, he pushed it
authority
in
on
there,
that
yeah.
Smith, dude, like
What the hell?
stomp that thing.
Who's the Canadian dude? Why am I blank? I can't think of a single person's name tonight.
Chris Silva.
Chris Silva. He's
yeah.
the only other
Yeah.
person I've ever seen do a pegless hanger.
Yep. Oh yeah, definitely Chris Silva. People don't talk about him enough.
No, he get. I mean, he
I've been trying to
deserves all
think
the
of his
credit.
name.
Yeah,
I couldn't think
That
of it either.
was so
Wow.
sick, dude. Like, I don't know if he put that bench there. It doesn't.
He literally
doesn't even matter,
stabbed
but
it.
he stabbed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up with him? He was so crazy.
So here,
So I
let
wonder
me
what
read you
happened.
this little thing that Cooper sent me. So
Not what happened, but he'd stopped making parts of the.
He was doing good. I mean, like, I feel like I asked about him
So different.
before. What
pushed
the
and jumped
fuck?
the rail,
He was going
jumped the
1
fence,
mile
yeah.
an hour.
No,
He was.
no chain. Takes his pegs off. Like skateboarding that stuff.
Wow,
That was sick.
this is Cooper filmed this.
No, yeah, this video is Cooper. So I hit Cooper up about the last video. I actually hit up Liam. I got a hold of him on Instagram.
Oh, yeah,
and I
yeah.
was trying to get him to like send me a little 45-second video, like talking about the part or something. But
Fuck yeah.
yeah,
Oh, that's
but it
sick.
didn't happen. But Cooper basically said that
Oh, sick. He did have good fucking whips.
Yeah.
Dan Gascoigne is the dude who filmed that video. And then after that first video, he moved to Melbourne and filmed Clocked In and then The Waiting List, which is what we're watching right now. Got on Colony, Animal not long after that video, and had a bunch of signature products through Colony around 2007. Ran no sprocket the entire time. I think he stopped riding around 2012 due to a lot of injuries. The guy was a beast and tried wild shit, so the negative reaction to that is that the crashes he had were brutal, and he had a lot of them over the years. And then he said Fudger will probably remember Liam, as I believe he shot the ride cover.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn, that's so.
Liam was a fucking cool ass dude. Him and I mean, honestly, all the dudes, like even the
That
guy.
Oh wow.
was so cool.
Whoa, what the fuck was that?
I know.
It looked like he messed up an over pedal.
There's so much to be like taken from this. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like, just you're like, whoa, he did a lot of cool stuff.
Wow.
Back then, that is wild, bro.
There's one more clip after this video that we mandatory watch. It's probably one of the coolest things I've ever seen. I think I put it in there.
What? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, so that's and then Cooper's next with the chain wallet.
Hell yeah. Shout out to Cooper. I mean, dude has produced a
Yeah.
insane amount of bike videos over the years. He is a lifer. I mean, I can't say enough good stuff about Cooper Brownlee.
So sick. So this next clip is from the previous video. It's called what was it called? Clocked In.
I know what clip you're about.
And it's a mixed video. It's all mixed, but this one clip in here was like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
That is the sickest
That
thing
is
I've ever
wild.
seen.
That is so fucking sick. I think
Yeah.
he went through the middle one too.
That's
It's like, yeah. I'm
oh,
doing
dude,
this.
that's like my fucking. If I did that, I'd quit riding. I think.
Wow.
So
Damn.
cool. Anyway, so yeah, shout out to Liam. I think he's
Hell
he's
yeah.
kind
Shout
of
out
a
to
dude
Liam.
who
Nice
who
throwback
needs some,
call out.
Yeah.
needs some support. You know.
I'll show the cover real quick too.
Yeah. Crazy tired. Was it like a 16 stair? Or
Yeah. So Atlanta thing.
It seemed but then when this came out, it was almost like seemed
Oh,
fake.
That is
Like,
Athens.
Athens. Yeah.
Back then,
You would
like
know.
tire rides weren't.
no,
you know,
yeah, that
like-
was on some other level shit
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
That's so sick.
Yeah.
Locked
That
in
was
on that
such
thing,
a-
man.
No one was doing anything like that I can think of.
Yeah.
When that cover came out, it was like one of those things. It was almost too crazy. I was like, this is no fucking way.
Yeah. And those dudes were so
He's too
fun.
big
That
He's got
whole
four.
trip,
He got
it
four,
was
yeah.
like they were in America and they were just like, let us grind every single rail in this city. And they were just like pegs on things, and
That
they
rail
didn't
is
care
tall,
about
too.
like
Yeah.
filming the video. They're just like, we can't fucking not grind this. Look at this rail, and they just they just wanted to double peg stuff. It was fucking hilarious.
So
Like,
sick.
yeah.
So sick.
So. Yeah, shout out to Liam Faye Hampton. Do
Yeah.
we know what he's doing?
Great
at all, or
throwback,
no?
Mike.
I was looking at his Instagram.
I feel like he sent me a message like 5 years ago or something. But
if anybody wants to follow him, his Instagram is colorblind pics with COLOUR blind pics. It looks like he plays a lot of golf. He's got some dogs.
shout out to Liam.
He's into, like,
Look at him. Look at this fucking ape.
Yeah.
Holy
that's
shit.
So sick.
Looking like Hunter S. Thompson in fucking Australia or something.
Super sick.
Yeah.
Just like his while he was riding BMX, like his contributions were
Looks
heavy.
like he's welding.
Love that.
Oh, still doing it.
It says something about a skateboard, like new skateboard or something.
New board
feels, yeah.
I bet that's a surfboard.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yep. Yeah, surfing a lot.
Cool.
Fucking sick, dude. And then for the second one,
can I take I need to take a quick pee break.
Yeah.
Oh,
Be careful with water.
Am I required to edit that?
No, that's
Yeah, let it all hang out.
the members pay for that kind of shit because they're awesome. They support us.
Wow.
Amazing.
Don't go down slides
Naked.
Don't shoot
and
paintball guns
don't
into
shoot
people's
back-
ears.
Yeah.
Life lessons you learn when you're stupid.
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude.
Wow.
Oh my god. I mean,
It went from probably like from 40 miles an hour though, because it was like, oh, I could do this naked, but then naked, I was going like not twice the speed, but 20 miles an hour faster. It was. I was like, oh god, slow down. Like,
oh man.
It's funny because I was like, oh, did we get more voicemails? And like that's the favorite thing you've gotten to do off the bike because of what you've done on the bike.
Got an enema in Texas.
Going down a slide.
And we're
naked.
We're back.
Oh wait.
To do awesome. What's up, guys? All right, my question for all of you is, what is the favorite thing you've gotten to do off of the bike because of what you've done on the bike?
Well, we heard
question.
Dennis's answer.
Did a water slide naked in the middle of the night. That's my favorite thing I've ever done.
I have my answer, and I don't think it's because I on the bike, but it was because of whatever bike riding. Is that I always think about when I'm 80 and be like, yeah, I was cool enough that I got invited to go to Russia to give an award away in like the middle of winter. Like I literally, like we gave it like Russian Nora Cup awards.
Wow.
Like I gave an award away in Moscow.
That is
in
big
like
time.
December.
That's
it was
pretty-
insane.
that's pretty
Yes.
crazy.
Me, Nigel, Kaczynski, and Ralphie.
Dang.
That was a trip.
I remember that.
Thank you, no vlogging. That was
No
wild.
vlogging? With
Like
the name
there
of the
was
crew?
nothing. I mean, it was just like there was
Before,
no video cameras.
yeah.
We didn't do anything. Yeah.
That's dope.
I'm reading the question again. Let me hear it again.
Oh, yeah. Oh. He's got a good YouTube. What's up, guys?
What's up, guys?
That's good.
My
What's up,
question
YouTube?
for all of you is, what is the favorite thing you've gotten to do off of the bike because of what you've done on the bike?
That is a good question. Framed it very nice,
really good
concise, good voice.
I can't really say the thing that's like the favorite thing I got to do. I would say I had an experience where I didn't think that anything I would do on my bike would affect somebody the way it did. And you brought it up earlier. Like, I don't know if like the people that like just watch the podcast will hear it because you talked about like us winning the X Games medal.
Mm-hmm.
But I was at home and my oldest son asked me, he was like, "Can I see it?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." I let him look at it. He's like, "Can I put it on?" I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Wow!" Like it made me feel so different because it was something that like we all watch, we all see, but that lived outside of me, like in a way where it's like, okay, cool, like. And I know that's like still related to directly to bike, but that also was like an experience I shared with somebody that like that don't ride a bike at all.
No,
so
that
like,
is
yeah.
That is an amazing answer.
Yeah,
Honestly,
that's probably the best answer.
Yeah, that was way better than Dennis's enema.
No. it's fitting for certain situations.
Both powerfully emotional.
Yeah.
Much different.
Hell yeah.
Mastroni.
I don't know. I don't have as good of an answer to that, but maybe just any of the trips you get to go on. I mean, getting to go to Japan for filming. I mean, in my case, more for filming, but like, you know, getting to go to Japan, getting to go to Europe, getting to, I don't know, just getting to be in a van with dudes that you grew up like idolizing is pretty cool in itself, you know. And you kind of like sometimes you kind of like pinch yourself in those moments, and you're like, "Fuck, it's crazy that I'm here," you know.
Yeah.
So,
It is real.
Yeah, like the whole package of it, all the trips and experiences.
And maybe not just one thing, but
I always talk
I
about
agree
like
with that.
I always talk about the experience that's only yours. You know what I mean? Like when you go on like go on a cruise ship or you go on like a guided tour, you get the experience that everybody else gets, you know. And I always think about the experience that is only yours, and you and the people that you're with are the only people that get to like run through this like memory, you know. I think that's like the most important thing to me when it comes to, you know, because we could
all this different, like I'm like, oh yeah, I fucking slammed Liam Faye Hampton's head through the fucking front windshield of the van. Like that is like, it's hilarious. Like that when we have the conversations and shit just like flies in. You're like, oh yeah.
When it's so fun and you're hanging out with people that didn't go on the trip, you almost feel like bad telling them the story.
Yeah.
That's when it's good. When you're like, no,
you wouldn't understand because you were there, but it's like, oh, I just got to tell you anyway.
Yeah.
So good.
Or you just give them like, you don't have the time. You're like, it was chill.
Yeah, it was chill.
I need a car ride to tell you how crazy that shit was.
One gripe with your question, sir, you didn't say your name. So next time you call, say your name. But
good question.
Yeah, we did the hotline super late, and obviously, well, I'm not going to show all these because it's a bunch of phone numbers. But we have plenty of questions for the hotline. Maybe we will do that episode when we have time. But
definitely
back into Mastroni's picks.
Yumi Seagull. I believe it's a stranger video.
Sorry, volume up.
This is I hear his name get brought up on this podcast a lot.
Rooftop brought it up.
Rooftop brought it up, but it keeps getting brought up. But
I think I brought him up for the like a re-up too one time.
Yeah.
The G turn.
So we had Liam, who's not old school, but just an older video part, totally different generation, like more mid school influenced with maybe a newer twist. Like this is kind of an example of just a super, super new school rider, very progressive, looks at things completely differently. There's a lot, this is going to sound wild, but there's a lot of stuff in here where it's like, okay, so the first clip is he does this sick peg slap to fakie on it, like just stuff like that, where it's like he's looking at this spot completely different. And then it's like, if you watch like Taj in Forward, Taj is doing that on like just a bank to like a quarter pipe to wall ride. He's doing a wall ride with like just his pegs. Or doing there's a clip in here where Yumi does like a sick switch down whip, which is probably his regular whip, like curb to curb, but it's like, I don't know, it's almost very like, I saw it and I was like, wow, it's kind of like, it doesn't look like Taj, but it's like a Taj move that you kind of like jogs that in your brain. So I'm not like directly saying that they're similar because they're very different, but I just think like Yumi's onto something with kind of how he looks at spots, and like all these type of riders, like not just him, but very cool.
Well, even like I remember the sequence of Taj doing like 3-tap, like I'm gonna blank on what it is, but it's literally a curb cut thing, and it was like, and it was revolutionary at the time because it was off of a curb and not a ramp, and it's
like that, dude.
Yeah, I mean that is incredible.
It's
there's
like,
a pole jam in this, like that was like filmed from like the top, and you can tell it was like pretty wild.
Vertical pole jam. Which watched pretty much everything in here is
that.
Okay, that
pretty.
We've talked about this video before, and I was like, "Where is the second angle?" Just because I want
the crash flashes.
The crash,
and it shows like real quick, and I think that's like
they show the spot.
Yeah, like that.
I get what the filmer was trying to do from the top. It didn't exactly work.
Yeah,
but that's okay. Definitely sick. That like I don't know, and it's like he just looks at stuff different, and it's cool. So it's just this video. Maybe it's a little underappreciated. So
I personally do think like guys like this and anybody else that just have any kind of approach that's like out of the norm in a sense of what is accepted in the norm are extremely important. You need this in order for people to find themselves and what they want to do, because like I grew up riding dirt jumps, then that transitioned to other things, but I think that was like just a time period, right? But now a lot of young adults and a lot of kids can pick and choose, like, I only want to ride just like this. And that's so special because that's how things are supposed to be. They're supposed to shift and change. And in this day and age, it's like everybody dig deep just to find their own identity in a lot of things. So it's like Yumi probably was spawned like to so many different types of kids. And even Yumi is probably really good at X-up rides. Who did a really sick X-up ride? It's like, because you did it, that probably will like be looked at so completely different in the light. It was like if he did it. So let's say if he do it on a curb, you do it on a sick, huge spot. Technically the same thing, but like the spectrum of it is so different that it's like, well, okay, I can't relate to that one because I can't hop that high and I don't want to take that drop.
Yeah.
But I can kind of like maybe do the extra ride on the curb and do the ped bunk on the end. So it's like all technically like the same, but you have so many different like little sub genres of it that kind of help create these. I don't know, just different styles of riding.
The
or
relatability
perspectives.
aspect is
I was
pretty
thinking
heavy.
I was thinking of Yumi as like being like the ultimate product of his environment as well.
Yeah.
Like as pedaling around Japan is it's these crazy creative spots, but they're not big, and they're not these like
they're really tight. A lot
they're tight, and it's like, and he is just a product of his environment, and it's like, but it's like savant level. Like you know, like when you're, it's like he spent 3 days staring at the spot and chose what he wanted to do after staring at you know, like microdosing or something before.
This one he does
going along with that
though, stuff and touching. It's like, what are you doing? It's like, oh, I see where you're going with that.
Some of the stuff I feel like there is.
It's like, am I the tiny person? Are these giant pegs, or are they?
Well, I think Yumi gets like kind of like what you're saying, where people think like he only does small stuff or something, or like that's the gripe with him. But I think like this video is a little more like he is riding like some bigger stuff than maybe you're used to seeing. And then if we want to click on the next clip here, this is crazy. Like everybody should be freaking out about this, in my opinion. Like, so he does this downside. It's you need the time code on that one.
Oh, was there a time code?
Yeah, there's a time code. I don't watch the whole video, but at 310. So he does like a downside ice ching on the ground down like an 11 stair.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know.
Like super crazy, dude. I don't know. It's just like, I don't know. Like I think that's really gnarly. You
go outside and try it down a 5 stair.
You can see him get worked trying it too. Like yeah, dude. Like he's gnarly. You know, I think like he gets this rap like
damn,
that's fucking sick, dude.
That is really sick.
He gets this rap like he's just only nibbling or something like that. I'm like, no, dude, he's sending it. He's doing crazy shit, and it's creative and it's new and interesting, and it's like it's something to pay attention to for sure.
And what do you say to like, because Rooftop is always the one that it's been the second time we brought up Rooftop, and I would assume he would not mind me saying, but he's like, is
Rooftop would love to be in here talking the shit.
He would, and I
well,
mean,
like
I will destroy Rooftop in that conversation.
Should I call him?
You should.
Yeah, get him on the line.
We should do a Rooftop Demarcus one though. That'd be fun.
Yeah, that'd be great. Because I know he is Rooftop. It's like there's no winning.
Have you done one with Rooftop?
No,
because yeah, you'll be a host or Rooftop will be a host. You know, so, like we never do them together. Like because Rooftop always does the old school.
Let's see if he
dudes.
answers because
he'll answer.
Hey,
why is that funny?
we're doing a podcast and we're talking about Yumi right now, and I was like, and we're just talking Yumi.
Oh yeah, that's unfortunate. Who's we?
Me,
only
Dennis,
Demarcus,
and Mastroni.
Okay, yo. What how can I help?
I was gonna try and argue on your behalf, like say what you would say, but when you have texted me in the past, you're like, is this what being a pro bike rider is these days?
Got it. So you want my
expand?
Am I on the podcast now, live?
Technically,
yeah, it's not live, but
I mean, okay.
He's unhappy.
Dicks.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
I am all for people being creative and.
What is creative?
However you want to ride. Let me repeat. People can ride however they want, and I think that's great. I love that there's people who are doing their own thing. That's awesome. But when it comes to a professional bike rider, to me, there are definite levels of professional. And when someone is put at the same level as someone else who's worked so hard, to me, brings everybody down.
And it's like, and I'm sure there's specific clips where you're like, that was amazing, but there's a lot of stuff where you're like, that was literally messing around on a bike or something.
Yeah, like where sometimes it feels like there's a difference between like, oh, look at this cool creative thing this person did that's pretty, that you want to showcase. And then when you start telling people this is what the level of pro is, then you do that long enough and that's what people will shoot for.
I get what you're saying.
You know, so
Yeah,
it's like
because it's like the Logan thing that I talk about is like Logan is the best park rider. So then you get all these like Logans, the Logan copy and the copy of the Logan copy, and then all of a sudden it's like dudes are literally,
and like
it just doesn't work. I guess
it's not a negative thing, but I think when it comes to media, if you push that stuff out, expect to get more of it back from the younger riders, and for you to push the sport in that direction. That always isn't a bad thing, but don't be surprised after enough of that the sport has degressed.
Fair enough.
No,
I think I kind of see it differently. I see it as almost like BMX is like it's up to whoever the people are in whatever discipline, whether it be park or street or creative this or technical that. It's kind of up to all those people to like progress in their own ways, and I almost kind of see BMX as something that's like expanding out more like a star in like different infinite directions almost, but I agree with you that like the more you see of it, like the more it gets pushed, the more you're gonna see of that, the more like copies of the copies of the copies. But like I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing, because
who's talking right now? Is that Dennis?
That's
Mastroni. What's up?
Mastroni, all right.
Yeah, so like I don't know, it's like we've watched like this little episode that we've done, we've watched so many different disciplines of BMX riding, and it's like they're all equally as impressive to different people. It just depends on it's not bad to have an opinion, but
don't confuse what I'm saying.
Yeah, to be fair, he said his opinion, right?
Hold on. Well, and don't confuse what I'm saying as saying people shouldn't be able to do what they want and ride they want, people can't like what they want. That's not what I'm saying. I think that's great. I just am saying it's when I see people work like when you put Dennis and Matt Hoffman and Jay Miron and Demarcus and these guys all on the same page, you're like, oh, I get why they're all together, right? And I understand that. And then when you put someone else who may have a different style of riding, but you wouldn't, let's put it this way, you would not have an 80s Flatlander in a pro contest today and say he's just as good and he should be pro.
See, the comparison isn't about if he's good. That's that's subjective to if you like it or not. It basically to an extent. To an extent, it's like the majority always will. Like if a group of people stand next to each other and you choose what you like and what you don't like, everybody's right. But if you base it only off of skill, and the skill still is subjected to your personal perspective of view. So we talked about this a little bit earlier. It's like I believe this is like, again, personal, like my opinion on it. It's like when you have different styles, different approaches, different ways that a person will approach riding, there's always going to be room for growth, or that somebody else is like could be in that position. So if I ask you, like, do you think you should be a professional bike rider? I'm gonna take a guess that you probably would say no.
Well, I haven't seen enough of them ride, so I actually don't know.
Which is fair enough, and that's like a real stand up thing to say. But with that, none of that, everything else you said really doesn't make any sense, because you just said you haven't watched them ride enough.
Well, that's why I asked my just questions. Is this what it is? But when you say skill level, you're correct. Can't all be based on skill and tricks, but then contests are irrelevant.
Yeah,
winners are irrelevant.
I think it's one of those things where like Yumi is obviously talented and creative and like checks all those boxes, but maybe every single thing that he does in every video part isn't meant to like serve that. It's like meant to be like an aesthetic type thing, but when you're just watching it, you're like, why is he doing that?
Yeah,
like especially and I'm talking for Rooftop here because we're almost the same age. That it's like our mid-schoolness starts to show. He's like, why didn't he jump on the rail? Yeah. Why did he miss the rail? Why isn't he on fire or a snow bike?
No, rightfully so. I would think, like, even me growing up and watching people, like, my version of like professional is a Dave Mirra, anybody else that fall under that umbrella. And it's like that's like was the example for me.
It's almost like the anti-professional.
But also, as I got older, I started to realize that it isn't just about those things. And I think and it's completely fine if you do look at that as top tier, and that is the pinnacle of how it should be for you. But with the same hand, in order for growth, in order for expansion, in order for like perspective, and bringing in different like aspects of things that we will overlook just because of age and just because of what we were exposed to, we have already kind of like went backwards in a sense of like progression.
I think that's what he's concerned about.
Yeah, one of the questions that was asked through the guy was like through injury. Like, the
how can
injury,
we progress if it's the level's getting so crazy?
So
and it can be, and that is Yumi is progression. It's just on a different.
It's on a completely
angle of the
different
right.
Yeah.
So if you have a guy like let's say 20 years ago, doing a manual gap to rail, it's like he could have that's Van Omen. He sent it. He dialed. He could have got it. Like. Just saying anything, any person from that time period. Then you have a guy doing it current day. It could be the same setup, same style, but way more calculated, right? So if you kind of like take that approach of like then and now, then if you put injury and you put like the question the guy asked about like, well, what about the progression of how things are going? It's like, well, if you take a guy like Yumi, it's like to a degree he's way more calculated. To a degree. Doesn't mean he's a better bike rider just because that is all still subjective. So if you take Yumi and you made some good points, Mike, about like the whip or certain approaches, like you picked out the clip of him doing the pad bump down the stair set. It's like
insane.
Most people are like, why would you do that? Like it literally makes no sense to.
I have no idea what it
is. It's like he does like a flat ground peg ching on like down an 11 stair.
Yeah, like he's going to the store.
What? Down an 11 stair.
Yeah, just messing around.
Oh, all right. I was like, damn, you done that? What, with like Stokey or something? A Primo Stokey?
Yeah.
6-inch peg.
You ever downside chinning the ground?
I don't want to be misunderstood. Like, I'm not saying that people, that there aren't things that come out of that and the creativity isn't a part of evolution, but you can't say that there's not different skill, like that skill level isn't a requirement of being pro, or and you could say like, well, he's an artist, he does the way he wants. Okay, that's fine, but I would guess that Demarcus,
what's the difference?
You may not say this honestly right now, but in 1 week you could film every clip that he's ever put up.
I won't say I can answer that honestly. I probably would say yeah, but that still doesn't mean that I would make it better than his. It's more so kind of respecting the aspect of it.
Yeah.
But if you told me I got to put up, if I said like I have to do every clip you ever put up in a week, it would take me 10 years.
You'd be dead.
If ever.
I think it's just perspective.
Like, there's so many clips I can never do that.
Yeah, like I was thinking, it's like there's no
that G turn, no way,
to be fair,
no fucking way.
If you look at it, it's like, what's the difference between a 540 tire tap on a flat ground and a quarter pipe?
I don't know. Yeah.
It's like if you it sounds like it's really shallow and not too deep at the same time. It's like, how do you go from the flat ground to the quarter pipe? It's like, okay, if you do a hurricane on a quarter pipe, so what's the difference? What's the step up from that? You do it on the coping.
Yeah.
The step up from that, you take it to something else. You go find it and you progress in it. It's like, but like if this guy is literally choosing to, skip whatever it may be in the sense of what we would look at as fundamental or progression on a certain level, to go back and like, when I think about it, it's like realistically, you just said it's like I probably couldn't do all of those. Yeah. I think if I work hard enough, I think I can eventually learn some of the stuff. But it's like realistically, it's like, do I want to like pet bunk to gap down a stair set?
Yeah, I know.
I'll get worked. But
the want to is irrelevant though, right? I'm just asking.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, absolutely. But that's a part of like why it's important. It's like this person wanted to do this, so therefore it creates the difference in a sense of.
Why are there amateur? Why is there an amateur contest?
Why?
No, I'm asking. Why
That's like a punchline.
Why are there different categories? Why is there beginner, amateur, and pro contests?
Skill sets.
Okay, there you go.
In terms of competing.
Where he just saying I get what he's saying. He's saying that
there's levels to it. Is what he's saying. Yeah, like respectfully.
And I guess no matter what, like even if it's like. Whatever Yumi's doing, it's still like when you're just as we talked about with the Benny thing, it's like when you're the best at like anything, or you're the pinnacle of that style riding, you're the first person that people are gonna focus on to critique. You know, and it's like it's not like every single clip he's put out has been like this revolutionary thing. Sometimes it literally is just like kind of running into shit or bouncing into shit, but it's like aesthetically pleasing, but it's not serving the fucking thing.
There's such a bigger topic here of like
It's a
what it
shift.
is to be a pro, because like
and rooftop. Maybe we should move on at a point, but I just looked at the clock.
I like hearing it.
I'm holding the phone up. I'm
listening in as an observer. There's been great points made from all of you guys.
Yeah.
Like everyone's right. It's just no one's been wrong. Everyone's been right.
Because if so,
saying different things.
Yeah, that was the quote, and I was he said, "Is this what we're doing now? Because if so, I'm pro again."
Well, you're like an insanely high level pro, though. You're like one of the fucking dudes.
Yeah.
So
But at some point,
you weren't getting like
you do
this small amount of money that I'm sure. I mean, Yumi, he's on some low key companies. You know, he's probably doing good, but you were fucking on
isn't an indication of
doing a huge. Like it's different levels.
Yeah, but money isn't an indication of effort, you know.
But it is though at a pro level, like where you know what I mean. Like you're a high list pro when you're making compared to like a lower.
What era you came from? Because I was trying my hardest when I was making the least, you know.
Fair play.
So, but anyways,
self audit.
But at one point you're getting recognition.
Yeah.
Because you know you're the fucking you're up there with the dudes.
yeah, but like I said before, and I think I said
Even if you don't compare with Mira's raw footage in the Mavro YouTube channel.
That's what a 540 tire attack.
But he was riding his local spot. You were warming up for the front yard jam.
I mean, to be fair, I tried to up rail backflip on a rail, and then rooftop was there.
Dude, this guy's a
that's true.
god of the sport.
Did you?
It's
hear
like
that?
and for anybody that's watching this, it's like to me personally, when I talk about stuff like this, and it's like to get him on the phone to like hear perspectives. That's how you create growth, not just through like comparing, watching a video, and not getting to have a conversation with somebody from the opposing side of the perspective. Not saying that he don't like this person or any of that. You need these things in order to grow, in order to see other sides of things.
Yeah,
you guys both had great points, and it was fun to listen in on.
I didn't want to talk on your behalf. That was it.
It was sick. I'm glad you called it.
Yeah, okay. So. I just want to make sure. I don't want to like call some guy who's just a dick about Yumi.
Well, it kind of started like that, and then now it's turned into actually like a very
constructive,
very good
conversation. But to put some respect on Yumi's name.
No,
it's just it was a question I asked Fudger because like when you see that stuff, you're like, if this is what we're doing, then then you've lowered the standard of anyone can be pro, and that is obviously subjective.
Yeah.
Right. And there's certain people that fit molds. Like I don't want to mention other names, but there is something that is magnetic to people, to pros, because there's been a handful of pros through the years that they're more pro because of their personality. Mm-hmm. Or and so there is something that is magnetic to people, to kids being able to see a pro who only does things that they could do and gives them hope that they could be a pro, which makes them likable by a lot of people. Like it makes them popular.
That's a great point, because Yumi, all the stuff that Yumi does is like something, if you have the skill, you can learn it, and it doesn't take, like, it's peg chinks and things that you could just learn on flat-ish ground,
The G.
Peg ching.
We're learning.
You don't need a foam pit.
Oh, sorry.
Well, I think another interesting topic, like on this same thing, is like I never hear anybody say anything like this about Simone, and it's like I think maybe because Simone went maybe a little more of a traditional route, and now he kind of just decides to do the smaller, jibbier type of stuff. But he's still, it's like his bike control is maybe a little more than Yumi.
I mean, if Yumi said,
I think Simone is just that top level of that. He's like
Simone is absolutely a top tier professional, but he's
that's how I feel.
Yeah. But
I'm sure Yumi gets a lot of inspiration from Simone. He's like he's the top level of that style of crazy creative.
We'll let you go, dude.
You're the man, Rooftop. Thank you for that.
Yeah, we love you.
Thank you, Rooftop.
Yeah, sorry. I don't know if I was your textbook dick.
No, actually, no. The most important thing is you're being yourself. Don't stop being yourself.
More importantly, we're like 3 hours into the podcast, so if anybody's still watching or listening, they can say "fuck Rooftop." They can comment "fuck Rooftop," and then it's so that's it. Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
Thanks. All right, sweet. See, hey, Mastroni, how long you gonna be in
town? What's that?
Fall victim to.
Mastroni, how long you gonna be in town?
Just tonight. I leave tomorrow. All right. We'll come back. We'll ride.
All right, sweet. All right, guys.
All right,
You the
later.
man. Good
Later,
night.
bud.
Later.
Yeah.
Talk to you soon.
Sick.
I love it.
Yeah. That's cool you called him.
Hey,
like,
Mastroni.
Nah, rooftop is really such a
He has opinion. He cares, and I think
that's why it's good to call him though too, because it was making it look like I hate Yumi, but when he talks about it, he's like, no, I don't. Like actually,
and it's easy.
He hasn't seen all of his riding, and what he has seen, you know, he has like criticism.
Yeah.
Yeah, he also
criticism.
Hey, Mastroni, what's your criticism?
He's got a criticism.
He's got a lick of the.
Well, it also helps smooth over a lot of people that like have formed however they are about rooftop. It's like they get to see like, oh, okay, like he has a standard of what he think this should be.
Yeah,
and they get to see a little bit in between. It's
That's
like, oh,
the
they
thing.
haven't watched it all,
And
which is
you
fair,
have to break
know?
down. It's like we say this guy rooftop, but like when you really break it down, like he was one of the top dogs.
Yeah, he was.
So like he's looking at
100%.
BMX way different than like most people are.
And he's probably sending me an Instagram video. So it's not like something that Yumi may put in a video part.
I don't think.
so.
He's probably hasn't watched whatever we just watched.
I bet if
There's
you
no way.
showed him and dissected, he'd be like, "That guy's actually fucking insane."
Yeah,
I guarantee it. Because
I think he's probably just saw something on Instagram. For sure.
Yumi is amazing.
It's good.
Rooftop is amazing.
Roofop's amazing too. I love it.
I didn't want to speak for him. I was like starting to quote him, and I was like, "This is not."
He's got
well.
better to do that. Yeah.
So, shout.
Forward is like my favorite video part.
He was so
his part.
sad when I.
Dude, don't give him that much love, bro. No, I'm kidding.
No, it was sick. I mean, like, yeah, I don't know.
You're right.
You remember it.
Like I said, I tried to do the backflip off the rail because of that. So
we talked about that. We did. Did you watch that one? I don't know which podcast was that, or did
we
it come
talking
out?
about the up rail? Then that I did Kirk 180 look back. I didn't know that was the same one you tried the flip off of.
Oh, the one without the uprights. Yeah. Dude, yeah.
I'm surprised that thing's still like
we
in one piece. Yeah,
I think it's because it doesn't have right angle angle uprights. It's got that roundedness. So it's
and
not,
I think they think they just bent it, so it's no welds.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's probably just a bent tube. So
it's gonna break eventually, but
it'll break.
It'll break.
I thought I was
get Mickey out here to Derek Duster of it.
Yeah,
he would dust her up.
That'd be dope.
Yeah. Great choice, Mike.
Yeah,
so that's what we got. So
two gems. I mean, the Liam Fay Hampton one was an amazing reference, and then obviously Yumi is polarizing. I mean, I think there is aspects of everybody's right because it's their opinion.
Yeah. I just think he's something, especially maybe with that last video. It's like he's just something to pay a little more attention to. Because I know a lot of the people that listen to this are in their 30s, and they might be like, who is this guy, whatever. But it's like, watch his shit, check him out.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah. All right, we are.
Yeah, it's perfect because a lot of people have definitely will remember oh yeah, Liam Hampton.
Yeah,
and then bring the older crowd into the Yumi.
It's all just great BMX riding, So
what were you doing in 2007, Dennis?
I don't know. 2007.
Some tail lips at
Nike 6.0 days.
Yeah,
hell yeah.
Starting it off.
So you didn't watch Run at Me Slut?
Probably did.
I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what it is.
That's the name of the video.
That's the name of that video.
Oh,
the name of the web video in 2007 was Run at Me Slut.
I was not an internet.
I'm pretty sure I saw it and didn't even read it.
It's amazing.
I was not watching web videos.
It's kind of subtle because it's like one word.
Yeah.
So
yeah. All right.
I was hanging with Steve Woodward. He was on that trip.
True. He was
talking about how crazy he was doing that tire ride and stuff.
All right. Devin Johnson, 24 feet.
Damn,
jeez,
so
man.
Maxed
With
out
the low roof,
too,
right?
Oh, maxed the roof out, skimming his head for
wow, it did look
6
like
of those feet.
Yeah, what the hell? His head's so close to that, dude. I didn't even see that.
Shout out to the Devin Johnson. I'm on my personal account. I need that code.
Oh my God, that's so sick.
We run through quick.
Yeah,
this clip.
This is unreal. He's so wild. With any of this.
What in the hell?
Just doing a fakie rail ride on its own is just beyond most people, and then he does whip out.
What the hell?
It's funny how the self filming with the robot pan adds to the fakeness.
Yeah,
it makes it look less real.
It kind of it kind of brings you
that
into it
line.
What the hell?
Rail ride.
I had a skateboard friend send me this. He was like, "Dude, you seen this?" I was like, "Yeah."
Creasy commented AI.
AI industry plant.
Oh my God. What
One
a
more
cool little skate plaza too. All the trees. It looks like it's
with a little up rail, down rail
so
thing.
Cool.
That's a double peg to
Backflip out of
backflip.
that. Yeah.
Still looking for that one?
Nah, honestly. I think Restart said something about it, but
I think we went the same one twice.
Not restart, but Dylan Stark.
Oh,
Dylan Stark.
I could see Dylan Stark doing
Yeah.
it.
Just fucking
Shout out to Oregon Parks.
Yeah, Brookings, I think.
It's like South Oregon.
That was like
this
a
guy
real
rips.
fun jump over that.
Mm-hmm. And you really only see people do the jump, or like Corey Walsh has had some stuff like pocketing into the pool and whatnot. But it's cool to see someone jump it, and then actually the rest of the park's amazing too. You never really see that.
Didn't Corey Walsh jump into the deep? Yeah, that's sick.
He like went from the lip into the pool, and I think he's done everything and he's just the most insane.
That was one of the parks. I can't
Oregon
remember
Park
which
Rider.
trip it was, but I think the Morgan Wade one. We like slept there, and woke up at 5 to ride it, and then we just got kicked out.
This one?
Dang.
Yeah, we were so sad.
Oh, 'cause of
it
the
was just
skate
like
stuff?
fuck you guys
Back in the
so
day, man,
much.
that shit's
like
crazy. It's really
god damn it.
really awesome. That's almost come to an end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
out to
Chapeau. Speaking of Dylan Stark, his jam, 420 jam.
Whoa.
Those are
Oh, dude, he was
jumps.
ripping.
Oh, Chapeau is so sick.
He gets so dipped, bro. Like, I remember meeting him at Claremont probably maybe 6 years ago.
That
like,
is
he
insane.
him and Michael, they were together,
Yeah.
just like ripping. Yep. Look at
Damn.
this.
Dude, that first flip was nuts.
There's one where he was hitting that hip going to the right, and there's like a mountain biker.
Yeah.
jumping
Yeah,
at the
you're
same
gonna show
time.
that one
It's
next.
a clip of a bunch of like almost crashes, and at the end he slams into another rider.
It's funny because that's the one we reposted, but I didn't even see the fucking algorithm only delivers you the shit one, of course. You know,
Yeah.
like the one that has the interactions, and I was like, this is crazy. And then I sent it to the group. I thought he pulled something in it though, but
What, the fall edit?
yeah, like I thought there was something that was pulled in there. I
Oof.
just didn't realize. But yeah, I think that's the first one. So all right,
He got
yeah,
rider
we'll
at
do
the day at this. This is kind of a good thing
Did
for
he?
the news too, because yeah, Dylan's jam is BMX and mountain bike. Yeah, I think he got rider of the day at this. Look at this. Almost.
Yeah, you see
nails
that for the people that didn't look at that first, the person running by.
Almost died.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that is wild.
You can hear his girl like yell a couple of times too.
Oh my god.
He just gets so raked out on like a lot, like everything he does. Anytime he spins, he's so like deep.
Puts passion into everything.
Oh god.
Right here. Pink. Ooh.
Oh no.
It looked like the
I
mountain
wonder
biker
what
got more smoke.
It looked,
than he
yeah, it
was.
looked like the mountain biker did not do good.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. I got top comment because it's my account. So,
What the hell?
jeez.
Yeah.
So, is there official highlights from this?
Probably all over the place. Dylan's a YouTuber, you know. He puts that shit out.
Darkfest.
That's not it. Nope, not yet. I know Elevated does stuff with the Jones Soda sponsoring the whole event, so maybe
yeah.
they're working on something legit.
Yeah. So, is there? I mean, this is sour topic, maybe. I know Dylan is doing the real MTB X Games thing. Is there any other X real things that are
Not
happening?
sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just know that there's not the.
I didn't know if there was real skate or real moto or any.
Actually, I never even asked about BMX stuff for the real. I'd asked about the Rincon event.
Well, I mean, I know that's not happening.
I love the flat. I mean, Kazuke riding these jumps is just ridiculous.
so- wow.
Look at the dirt flat rail over there. Have you guys ever
Yeah.
seen that?
It's like, oh, what's up, real?
Look at
Look
that.
at that thing.
okay.
And it's tall.
Just the
It's like out
sound.
of the
There's a
dirt.
lot of trail clips this month, actually. So at least
Those
I
are
was the one
crazy
running
jumps.
through.
Yeah. He's going so fast, bro.
Oh god, this clip
Oh,
is
yeah.
a beauty. It's like bowl mixed with trails.
Where is that thing?
In Virginia.
Dang.
Yeah.
He goes so fast, man.
Just you can hear the fucking panel screaming for mercy.
I think he rides like 100 something psi too.
Definitely. Nothing like Chris Fox.
Dude,
Yeah.
One of a kind.
I got to go on like a shop stop 180 distro tour with him, and it was sick. Him
He's so
and
cool.
a few other guys. It's
Hucker.
like Brock, Hucker.
Tucker was there. Yeah.
Hucker's on his juice cleanse. It was crazy.
Oh my god,
wild. It was wild.
Just showing us all these
Oh,
photos
dude.
of his shit.
I know.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
I was like, I was just
Yeah.
about to say for
A
those
juice
that know,
cleanse sounds
they
so
know.
nice.
Yeah,
Not with
oh,
Hucker,
dude.
He's gonna be
He's like,
showing you
oh,
his
check it out.
parasites.
Come to the
Yeah.
van. Like, look
Yeah.
at this.
Yeah.
Look
Wow,
at
how
this
many
thing
times
came out of me.
How many times did I paste that clip in there? I may have messed up.
Oh, there
this
we
is
go.
Luke Vink. I'm gonna get rid of that. But 270 over ice. Luke Fink, kind of as Dennis said, on the same level as Liam when they first came out. Or when,
Way different styles of riding,
Yeah.
but like almost like so ahead of their times.
Yeah.
Sick.
And this guy only had a props bio. It was like one props bio, as far as I knew, and I was pretty diving into everything I, could
Paula
back then.
Pool with him.
Yeah?
And he was trying to do something crazy, and I can't remember what it was for the life of me. But yeah, he was a cool dude. He was a little bit like, I didn't necessarily connect with him like how I was talking about with Liam and stuff like that.
That was
so.
crazy.
Yeah.
It's funny you guys brought up Brandon Harris before, because I almost picked him for.
Oh,
that.
really?
Yeah.
Oh man, that park.
His props bio. His props bio is
So
incredible.
good.
I mean, that is a 20, huh?
I don't
10 out of
know.
10.
That's one of
I've never counted stairs.
I mean,
if
says
it's
20.
big, it looks big.
I
It's big.
didn't post this. The caption says it. So
20 it is.
We never lie. I have no idea.
That's
Do you count the
we just
the
get
flat
shit
in
wrong.
between?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I
wild.
count the walls.
You count the walls?
The walls of the stairs.
Wait, that's what is that? You count the walls of the
What are you
stairs?
talking
Yeah,
about?
like the stairs. You know what I mean? Like the
Oh, the faces.
Like the faces.
faces.
Oh,
okay,
Faces.
okay.
Like, not like
Walls,
where you put your
alright,
foot. Yeah, the
alright.
walls.
This was super cool. Just like a.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So sick.
It looks like he has like a kind of a skateboard, like a
Some, like,
pair of two wheels at the bottom, but then
support, yeah.
his whole Instagram is just him. It's just sick. Like, however it works, fucking get it. You
Hell
know.
yeah.
Get that stoke up, man.
Yeah.
That's like,
Yeah,
yeah.
man. That's so sick.
Oh, dude, my pace are very bad here. Maybe I'm just clicking the same ones over and over again.
Marcel.
Yeah.
That was sick.
Just fucking.
Got the Eddie comment in there. Some light. Always.
It is like it was like the ledge wasn't even there.
Yeah,
though,
he
you
just
know,
made
like
that
it
look
looked like
so
he just like
casual.
manualed over that thing, and it's
Well,
like
it's sick. You don't even have to bunny hop besides
Yeah.
up the curb.
Yeah.
That's what's like so nice looking with it.
keep it going.
That front flip was crazy.
Yeah.
That's so wow.
So a little bit of highlights from Tucson, a lot of Victor, K-Rob, Adler, Gavin. Not familiar with Gavin's the only one I'm not familiar with. That must be him. Adler's the kid that won the high air at Turkey Jam, and he did that fakie that was like
Adler's
a few
been
months ago.
really good
Yeah.
for a long
Yeah.
time. It's like when he was really small, him and Noah, they used to like feed off each other at
They're
this
still
park.
like best friends ripping together all the time. Tucson boys.
Yep.
It is so crazy
yeah.
that K-Rob's kid is just a fucking weapon.
I feel like he's gonna keep going.
Yeah.
He's got it.
Adler's sick too.
It's so crazy looking at how tall he is now. Because like I think last time I saw him in person, he was like actually a child, and he was doing a lot of the same stuff, just ripping. It's like, how are you going so high, dude?
And watch that front. What happened?
Kind of like how Daniel Dares used to do with his spines, but
it was like he was facing left and ended
Yeah.
right. Like it was crazy.
Dares used to have one like that.
Here, let's refresh real quick.
Yeah,
It doesn't look like he's gonna
facing
land
right.
it.
Yeah.
Going left. I don't know.
Incredible.
Few more and then we're done. I think
Oh,
this.
God.
Where's this one
What?
from? Anybody call it? I can't, remember.
what video
Yeah.
this is from.
Definitely his last video part, I think.
I don't know.
No,
Because he's had
he had a like
Freak. And that was after that. And then
Freak was after.
So something he made with like Sowerby, maybe.
Kind of looks like a
how
salad.
come we can't remember?
Yeah.
It looks
So insane.
Ascension.
Yeah.
Ascension.
No, that's not. That's Ascent was
Ascent. Yeah.
Rich's
Yeah,
video.
that's like this is what.
Does he say on his Insta like what it was from?
We gotta see. We can't just leave him in the.
Yeah, yeah.
This part's so good.
It's Alex. It's Alex D, dude. We gotta know.
He puts out a lot of shit. Good fucking.
Could be
epic video
ultimate
parts.
throwback. Somebody could have spotted it and just. Oh no.
There you
it
go.
is.
They didn't give it to us either.
Sowerby filmed it
Yeah, it was
though.
a Sowerby.
We get the uncrop, maybe, or it's just a photo.
Uncropped and unclicked.
Right.
Uncropped podcast.
The uncropped podcast.
What's the uncircumcised?
Uncircumcised.
Where's the new episode, Charlie? I haven't seen it in a while.
Yeah, what's up? You've been fucking sleeping in general, Charlie.
That's pretty cool.
So sick.
Classic.
Yo.
Some classic shit you dream of as a
Yeah.
kid to have those trails by your house.
Sure.
The South American trail scene is popping. And they just build them up. Like, this is just like some random alleyway in the city. Imagine like downtown had something like that.
Yeah,
you know,
right?
just, like, so cool.
It's like their 9th Street.
Yeah.
Dude, 138 followers. Crazy.
Follow that man. If you watch
Yeah.
this, follow it.
Another throwback.
Hell yeah, let's go. It's so sick.
We almost looped out here. It's so perfect.
It's like Gary doing that wall ride and like tail up over that thing.
Yeah. The pull up.
Yeah, the sprint. Oh my god, dude. Gary's the sickest.
That what Doyle said. Hard to explain how crazy it was that Gary got around that slanted curve wall. That was insane.
The downside ices are such a trick that nobody does forever. Such a special trick.
Skate parks need to have more like sub boxes.
Fuck yeah.
Or something. Or I would love to see hitching posts make like a huge comeback.
I thought 24 was gonna be the year of the hitching post almost. Felt like they were making a bit of a resurrection, but
That Four Seasons jam, they had a hitching
Yeah,
post jam,
yeah.
and it was so sick to see everybody kill that thing.
what I noticed on the Mira one that it was like it was rounded. You know, like
Yeah,
the
like-
early 2000s one, it had the
beveled.
sharp. Yeah,
Beveled.
just like it was just like looked a lot nicer.
What the hell, dude? what?
Shout out to Steve
Ramp
Bancroft.
contests with like setups were the shit instead of
Yeah.
like this copy paste thing.
Yep.
You know, like
Yep, I agree.
because on paper you'd be like, this course probably doesn't have that much flow, but it's like it doesn't matter because you put
Yeah.
it together. You know. Like I
Yeah,
feel
it
like
was funny how he landed.
They try and make
Fucking-
things too cookie cutter.
Like when they
same
built
thing.
that curve wall, they're like, or whatever that slant thing. It's like
One person's gonna
One
go
person's
around it.
gonna get around this thing. Yeah.
But then people do so much shit on it, like in other ways.
You have to hop out of that too. It was so sick.
Shout out to early 2000s. Aubrey, who we talked about
Oh,
last.
the feeble hard.
Oh hell yeah, dude!
And that rollout,
Dude,
that rollout.
and the 180 feeble all the way.
Snappy.
Cab out.
Hell yeah.
Damn.
Yeah,
She's 11.
Future.
11.
Holy
Wow.
shit! Bright future.
She did that so perfect. Swerved in and out of it with her front wheel. Backwards feebles
Yep.
are hard.
They are
Don't
hard.
forget that.
Definitely
They
better
are
than me at
hard.
that trick already.
It's funny because you were talking about this, and look at the comment.
Yeah.
What?
You can just tell by the rollout of the 180.
That's it.
That's it. The
That's
rollout.
it,
The
man.
rollout.
The
Rollout.
rollout
story,
tells
yeah.
a lot, man. It's,
Yeah.
It basics. It's like you want to learn how to 180, you roll out first. Learn how to roll out.
Yo.
I don't know why I
That
lost,
was sick.
This guy's been
audio.
sick.
Yeah.
Damn, that was sick.
Ezekiel.
Argentina.
Cool entrance to a bowl.
It's so sick to like even just like how do you see that? You
Yeah.
know, it's
Yeah.
like it's very.
And he
that's-
killed. I mean, he's one of
That's
those
good.
dudes that's like all around rider too. Like, I mean,
You could tell.
yeah. That was sick. That was
Oh,
fucking- So
You don't
two-
need to
is that
jump
two
that one.
streets? Right?
Oh, his flip T-bogs.
That was crazy.
That was
It was like a
beautiful.
Brett Silva toboggan upside down.
Yeah.
And there's audio.
He's riding some really cool looking stuff.
Yeah.
Damn.
Jeez, man.
That was sick as fuck.
It's an old one, RBMX Clips. But yeah, shout out to Ezekiel. He's been in and out of San Diego and kind of everywhere. So hopefully we see more and more of him because he's been
Yeah,
killing it for a
kid
long
rips.
time. I think I met him the first time on like the Fox South America tour or something
Wow.
like that. He rode for Fox South America or Argentina.
Damn.
Yes.
that was
Wow,
so
that was
sick.
incredible.
There we go. Just as the caption says, one of those ones you don't see. So
Yep.
Why doesn't Lewis Mills do the one-handed X anymore?
He does.
Yeah, he's got a great one.
Doesn't do it very often.
I'm sure he does.
Seminole.
Mountain bike god also kills it on BMX.
Hell yeah.
What are those tricks called, Dennis?
Peg chings.
Correct.
Learning a lot.
Or bonks.
Or bonks. Peg bonks.
Big bonk.
The Peg Yumi. Last video. Jamie Bestwick.
Just remembering that he's
Damn.
the man forever. Just unreal. Look at that.
Standing on the shoulders of giants. Shout out
just
to
going
Bestwick,
like
man.
13 foot high.
You were the co-host on that one.
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah. That was a good
Whoa.
podcast.
It was, man. It's
It
like,
really was.
Listening to him talking, how he like pauses before he says something, it's like, he's passionate about it. Like,
Yeah.
you can tell. Like,
Look at this.
watching the
guy.
clip
Look
of
at
him
this
right the other day is
passion.
crazy.
Look at this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, the pod you did with him was really a good listen. Like,
It was,
just
and I don't
hearing
think-
his story. I don't think a lot of people know that. So if you haven't heard that, go listen to it.
I brought that up recently too. I was talking to somebody, and it was like people talk about Moeller and they talk about certain podcasts and how good they were, and it's like Bestwick's one definitely deserves all that praise and more. Like his podcast is truly amazing. So, and obviously everybody knows from a bike riding standpoint how incredible he is, untouchable, the most winningest person. I mean, him and Garrett, whatever. So
If they had a vert contest right now, he would be the guy to beat.
he probably would.
Yeah.
Would be.
In his
Really would,
50s.
yeah.
Like, there's
Yeah.
not many people like that are
Yeah.
doing a sport that's
God,
insane.
Alley-oop 5
There's not
was
many people in their
nuts.
50s doing anything like that high level besides, I don't know, like endurance things and like automotive racing, you know?
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah.
fucking crazy. He's there's no one else like him.
It's crazy to hit that many walls, doing that many tricks, and still have your head up.
Yeah.
It's like,
Dude.
And
a
coming
lot
in
of
on
time-
coping
yeah,
every
coming
time.
on coping
Boom,
every
boom,
time.
boom.
It's like,
Shout out Jamie Bestwick.
Complete anomaly. Like,
Yeah.
so sick.
yeah.
That is it. We have.
Here we are.
We have completed. That was a long one. I think maybe 3 hours. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
3 hours and 10 minutes.
Good
Thank you for all the
Yeah.
contribution.
Yeah, dude, you
Yeah.
killed
Yeah.
it.
You're,
Yeah.
yeah.
Of course, man.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Gonna move to San Diego?
Maybe. We'll see.
Really?
I don't know, my lady and I are talking about it.
Yeah. Is that why you came out here?
Or
you come out for
just,
fun and
just
then-
to do this and for fun.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So
Cool. You have a good weekend?
yeah, we just went to the beach, did some touristy stuff, went to Lake Coronado, and just kicked it.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, it was
That's
super
what's up.
fun.
Yeah.
I'm still recovering from wrist
From that
break number
fucking
2.
bench.
I
So
got him to film a clip of me today.
yeah,
Ooh,
I filmed
nice.
a clip of Demo today.
He offered, so I was like,
Phone?
dude, I got you.
Phone or
Camera on my cameras. Yeah.
Demo's got like a full camera setup now. So if you're in San Diego and you need a clip filmed,
I got you. I got you. I got you. And I will be real honest and be like, no, I'm not coming out to film you today. So meet me in downtown because it's all I ride, right? Nah.
We talked about you in the Calvin and the J podcast because you filmed the over ice clip of Nathan
Yeah.
30 and you filmed the fuck out of it.
Hey, I appreciate that.
Yeah,
man.
it was
I appreciate
amazing.
it.
Yeah.
Mike, shout out to
Gap
Mike
over
Yup
us.
too. Like he filmed the top angle and I filmed the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was funny because I was like, so Calvin, your clip's not in this? And he's like,
He had a still in there.
he had a 16 mil.
16 mil, yeah.
like, but it's not in the YouTube version because I guess it didn't make it. And he was like, but so he was the only one that didn't have it on it, so.
Yeah. Well, yeah, thanks. I appreciate
Yeah,
that, man.
yeah, it was amazing. So
Plugs, are you working on your video that you were working on when we were on the
yeah,
Barstow
just
trip?
working on a little part for Sunday. So that should be. I don't know if I'm done with it yet. I don't know, kind of like
getting there, though.
I have enough footage to edit something, but you know how it is. Like you always want your shit to be like something you're really proud of. So it's like I don't know. We'll see. But I just got back a bunch of like 16 mil film for that, so I could piece something together pretty soon, maybe.
nice. And you had a recent podcast with Canode Knows.
Yep.
People should give that a listen. And then Demo, you have anything else going on? You
I
got
heard your
plugs?
video parts.
Oh yeah.
Is that? Can we announce things?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
alright,
like Christian did the whole video in like a week.
Yeah.
After we talked. And like between that, like I do have full range of when I want to put it out. So I chose like maybe August or something. So but I do have other videos that I want to be kind of like, I want all to just come out. So yeah,
cool.
So it's done.
Oh, it's completely done. Like I've seen the finish. I have it all. Yeah, like even the what do you call it? The leftovers video. Like he did all of it.
It's all done.
All done. Yeah.
Is it going to be an iTunes one like Nathan's?
Send it to me.
No, it'd be on the same platform, like the iTunes one,
or a digital
but the
download, whatever.
digital
Yeah.
download.
Demarcus,
Yeah.
this is your conscience. Please send it to Ryan.
Send it to Ryan. I watched it and I was like, dude, like Christian, like he's like, I guess when he started editing it, he was like, dude, I just forgot how like good it feels to like, you know, do this. And he was like focusing on writing a lot.
Yeah,
and I respected that. And I wanted to give him his space on that because we never really set a deadline. And like from the time we started filming, I think 2015 into 2014, and my daughter wasn't even born yet, so it's kind of like all these years and even the other stuff I've done in between that. So it's like, yeah,
lots changed.
Epic.
A lot has changed.
It's pretty cool that you filmed for that long, and now you're like, well, I'll just put it out exactly when I want. You're not like, let's put it out. We got it done.
Yeah. There was like the backflip photo. I was like,
oh yeah,
that's for the video. I was like, what year was that?
Yeah,
like it was like 16 or
there's stuff in there like pre-finer things. So like 2014.
Wow.
I was riding that green, what do you call it, Bermuda frame.
Yeah.
So that was like right when I
the first one
got
that
involved.
Christian started filming with when he had the whole idea to do Nathan, you, Corey.
No, he hit me up as soon as he got the red. Cause all right, real quick.
Go for it.
Before, like right as I was moving here, I reached out to Christian on like I think it was Twitter, and
X.
X now. He just ignored it as he should have, and
damn.
The day he hit me up to film a part, we had already like met each other at this point now. He was like, "Yo, we should film a part." I was like, interesting that you asked.
Check your
Look
DMs.
at this. It was like I still had the message of like, "Hey, I hit you up." Not that that should be an issue. It's kind of to me, it's like a defining moment of one of those things. Like you stick at it. You don't know if anything will come of it, but you just go.
Yeah.
Like keep your head down or up and just ride.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Yeah. No, that's cool. Yeah, you don't look at it in a negative way. Like, why didn't you respond?
Yeah.
It's like, hey, I wanted this.
Also, like,
I didn't get it, and now I'm here, and we're doing this. And you offered, like, and you came to me.
Good
like,
to back Rooftop a little bit. It was kind of like that moment where it's like, I said, audit yourself. It was kind of like, well, do I deserve to even be in front of his camera? It's like, absolutely not.
Yeah.
It's like when that moment comes, it's like, well, if it do come, then it's kind of like, all right, cool. Like this person sees something in myself that I kind of always wanted, and I kind of like would look at that's potentially there.
Yeah.
Then it's like, okay, when it happens, it happens. And it's like, all right, cool. Here we are.
Awesome. That's awesome. Yeah.
Can't wait to see it. Both your guys' videos.
Dude, yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, appreciate it, man.
Hell yeah.
Send us
Looking
the
forward
link,
to it.
Timo.
Yeah, I know, right?
Huh?
This is your brain.
What? No. I don't have it on my phone. It's on my computer, actually.
Premiere.
It's on that thing
I have a couple of photos. That's about it.
Yeah.
I lived a couple of moments. So, but yeah.
April News, Dale
April News
Source.
done. Yep. Thank you. We'll
Members.
have Dakota next week. Then Calvin and J-Ro talking about Project X and 30. And then Carl Emmers. And then who the hell knows?
I will do, and I will pay for this, our BMX photo and poster of one of the photos you shot.
Oh, yeah,
Maybe the one on the reel.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
I'll
we'll
do a
make it happen.
giveaway.
Yeah.
But like,
it's easy. Yeah, we can do it.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, the Volker ones are cool. So,
Yeah.
And shout out to Carl Emmers' eyeball for, I was literally rubbing it while Rooftop
Yeah.
was on the phone, and I'm like, this is insane.
It's the fidget spinner. It's the one gift that stays on
stress
the table.
eyeball.
Don't let anyone throw it away.
It feels like a seashell, and then you look at it and you're like, ah.
Yeah.
So,
You
that's
would
it.
just jam this in his eye.
He literally would, yeah. Yeah. Sure. I mean, his story is insane. So, inspiring.
Yo.
And that will do it.
Yeah.
Hello.
Peace out, guys.
I tried to get my kid to put it on, and he was like, no.
Later.
Damn, dude.
Crazy.
Oh, we are in here. Oh,
Yeah.
Sun